why some of these situations fail for the player that is stuck in the clutch is that too much overthinking. But let's see how Aker plays this out. He's
What's the
forced
on
to
your
pick
pie? The
CT.
budget level. Such
Well,
a child, bro.
he's his teammate. Now he wants to go in. Spotted Aker can't miss that. Oh, that is awkward once again, but Aker will hit it. And let's see the 1v1. Now he's playing the time. He knows that Fly knows exactly how an offer would think in this situation. Aker behind the wall in time. The defuse is going in. The pros are never faking, and you already know that Fly still on the bomb. How is this going on? How is Fly winning this round so far? Oh my god! How did he manage to do that? And in the end, Aker will take him down, but that is just no value at all. Because Aker
sorry,
defuse, and Fly will steal it away. And I told you, an Opper always knows how an Opper would think about a situation like this. And I think that Fly had the perfect read, the perfect positioning, and that smoke was a paid actor.
I wonder how much it paid the smoke, honestly.
Probably like you job, line jawalo, sorry.
It's priceless.
Line, who Manaka saw your po wife, me out, same below. Line chain like my yard. And chain like that, who yan, the element do period to Rujan. Biology, I seem to be good. Anna, on chain like Rob Bell Bell in Rodala, Rally where my arm, as a yellow ship, be my yarn, and I blow him, I think no ship. The no owner, well aware of I find like whom want to put Bell's look in him. As a book, hey, no one. Go back up here, move, go back here, a good line. I'm never going to not do him be a hope, but draws him be.
That's it. Even though they have defuse kits being numerical.
Oh, but me do not do Matida, and I do round yarn if you go, Malo the few can add the few, the few dealer. My pen, you pay cheat on ya often get up here. Nice often. And I like gone maybe, or gone maybe.
No moral impact.
No, maybe decide.
Positively on 9 and negatively
on
Sashi's side, but it looks like it just wasn't the case. Alright.
Huh? Be quiet, you
show. He's gonna miss every shot, right? He had to hit a shot at some point.
Damn, look at him, he's smiling, he says, yeah, I've hit the shot.
That's me. Yeah,
I'm gonna report to right, sorry, huh?
Once again, in a moment where it just didn't matter. At least it was beautiful.
She wrote Dali, my dear. She wrote on can I go down, can I draw on no car down somewhere now. Falila Falina, Namea Fali, that of Falimon. You don't make pedal then, Falini.
Over the line and winning the first half. As 9 have just Fly's AWP and 4 other pistols, one of which will be eliminated now. We can't say that but let's see what Ross can find here. He could surprise everybody. He's fighting in the smoke.
How we be like that? I call in here. Fuck. Oh, you're popular. You're my two bar car show 9 here to get it down. But I know it might be with a belly down the town. Go go Nibaya did Diana to move up you like the life in a pay. I was a little no one. To go give a shit, I couldn't tell a yard. Okay, I just because you know how to die. Hope you know how to die. Oh, and Yang, so where might only now you was not the young man. Yeah, no, then my she read that. I see your name will do it. 9.
And Sashi,
Zina, Blenny
getting another one in
I have Bija. Eh.
Oh, Belleni finds another one.
Hiya. Go the Ravo, Belleni, Ted, I yell you. Yo, don't want to show about it. Say that you never think about no. Go show.
Although this is going to be like a hit in the stomach, as some would say, for the economy, for Sashi, but yeah, I mean, it was a good. I think it was still a good outcome, even though the round lost. Decent outcome.
Yeah, I think our boy Icy could create a frag movie just out of these exit frags. Because
that's very young material. He's got 6 years in the end.
Weird
way to find your kill. Weird way to find your kill. Navi what? စောင်းစိတ်ဝင်စားဖို့ကောင်းတာအဲ့ဒါပဲကိုက cash လဲပြန်ပါလာတယ်ငါဟိုတည်းဘာ game 2 yarn ကိုနာဝန်တယ်3 hour ကြီးပဲ game 9တော့မှအဲ့တော့ထပ်ဖြစ်လိုက်ရတော့အကုန်မရတာဟုတ်ပါဘူးတေးလေးတဲ့လက်စောင်းရောက်ပြီလုံးဝရှိအေးတေးဒီmy back အဲ့ဒါ pistol nav တင်အောင်လားဒီကောင်လေးတန်တိတ်သွားမိုက်တယ်ကွာ copyright ပါလားတီးလုံးပါမပေါနော်ပါတက်တိုင်းပါအဲ့ဒါ pistol nav တင်တယ်ကိုယ်ဒီအိုင်းထားတင်တယ်ထင်တာပဲ CD ကအားနေချက်ဒီများတယ် CD ကတကယ်ပြောမယ်အကောင်ဒီတက်ကနေ rapper run again အချိန်မှာသူတို့လည်းနည်းနည်းပြစ်နိုင်တဲ့ pistol လေးတော့လိုတယ်ပေါ့နော်CD အားနေချက်များဆိုရရလေဈေးကြီးရတယ်သူတို့မှာ eco ဆိုဘာမှပြန်လှန်မလုပ်နိုင်လောက်အောင်တိုင်ပတ်နေပါလေဆိုအဲ့တော့လှန်လို့ဖို့ pistol လေးထားပါနေပါပတူကူဝဲဘယ်ပြ Telegram နော် Telegram နော် link ချပေးတာတခါလေးပြမှာရှုပ်လို့ Portugal
Okay
နည်းနည်းနောက်ကြမယ်ကိုပြတဲ့ဟိုဟာစောင်းရမ်းဟိုဟာကြည်တယ်ကြည်ပြီးတော့စောင်းလှပ်ပါနဲ့နောက်ကြ
few quiet moments
ဘိုးသွေးမီ2မိနစ်လောက်တော့နောက်ကြ
round of the half stomach already
ရောက်ရင် stomach နေနေတော့အားပါဆွဲဆိုမှတယောက်ပဲရလိုက်ပြီးတော့ back okay ကျွန်တော် trade can လာတယ်တကောင် flay လို့ခေါ်တကောင် flow လို့ခေါ်တာထားလိုက်တော့ play
kill for kill and no team taking the advantage. Fly is still waiting to be activated, but instead he is just going to be treated with a molly and he has to stand back while Sashi are the bomb.
Don't know some more. Okay, so Kabi needed Belani test the war.
Kabi who's going to take out Bielani. Fly still in that position, has to chase his dreams.
Low on Tramaji, the rotation, I trip out. Believe
in order to change this round.
What will I be on later? Flashy job body. Is you a Macano, because I live good to who are doing simply about it.
We're about to go and decide for a.
You're out. Let's be there. It
cannot flash or smoke since only 180 is
Click them child out. I'm down. So we are watching a very best way then. Find a DJ and CG there. I've find them up. Okay, so Counter Strike at Romeo find that 3D pieces. Tally. See me to got out away.
Still have plenty of time but waiting for that rotation.
See me to got out away.
From Flay to be on.
So we are about to things on never buy. Count out chiders when you're about. You roam my gym by another loan with me out. See a G on it. You're the man. You know, you got a mew corner. Play 90 love you. What the fuck? 7-5 you. How do you talk pony? Here do the video show now.
That is going to conclude our first half. Nice.
Yeah. 7-5. I mean, sounds good after all.
I got premium and I know.
Sashi
won't be on the Milena.
So it's totally deserved. At the same time, I wouldn't have placed 9 under 5 rounds here just because they were looking actually solid, and I think they could overturn this result we currently have on the scoreboard.
Dilong bar. Jam can. You got any level we know the Lino like one, huh? Yeah, Lino lazy ala di Jaro. Super Draculan. Hey, and I low man, jam cat name. Like checks. You mamma, good at it, say, and a tree to Arabera. I breed, but I look near the only thought a full of bean, not to die. So now, now and I'm going to. Well, would you learn maybe? How would you allow? I can't know. Something I'm born. If you want OG Lani and I'm there. Gonna do it around. I'll talk you pony or machine. လာတော့မယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒါကြည့်နေပို့ကြကုန်မှာဒီမှာအန်ဒါလာပြီးအော်ဟဲရမှာ retry နဲ့ fucking retry ပါလားအာနဘကမာရပါလောကလုံးမှန်ပဲခင်ဗျားပြီးထွက်မိလိုက်တာဟေးဟာလာရောက်လဲကြည့်ရောခင်ဗျားပြီးသွားပြီးတော့ကိုဘက်သွားချင်းချင်းတယ်မလွတ်မဲ့ပွဲလုံဖန်းနေပြီတဲ့နေ့ဒူရာပလက်စ်ကတက်ကအရန်ကောင်းတယ်နှိမ့်နေတင်ဝင်80%ပေးတာဟိုမဲ့မှာဘက်ကန်နဲ့30ရှောင်း30စက္ကန့်20လောက်ချိန်ပြုံးတယ်အဲ့ဒါပြောတာချိုင်းနာမှာတက်လို့ဖြစ်ရင်ရောတယ်စင်ကာပူထက်ပိုတက်တာမေဂျာတော့ I don't know ဘယ်မလဲတော့တဲ့နော်ဖိုင်လိုက်လာရတဲ့လားစတင်းမကြတော့လဲစတင်းကဖွင့်မရတော့တော့တဲ့ဖောက်သွားဆောက်တဲ့ဖောက်သွားဆောက်တဲ့ဖောက်သွား
but until we
ဒါ
go
ပဲဟဲ့
there
လားလူကျန်ဆန်အောင်ထမင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်နော်အခုမှဇရာစားဘယ်ကြီးကသွေးရသွေးစုတာပေါ့လားစကေးလေးပြနိုင်မလားဟုတ်ကိုကြီးဒါအခုမှဇရာစားကတ်တာလိုက်ရ
for this one, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure who's going to take this
Yes,
one out,
7-5
but one
pistol
thing
lane
is
9
certain
လို့ဟဲ့လား
that we have
Let's go
an excitement run, and
POG
sure
လေးကြည့်မယ်
they
ဒီပွဲလေး
were
ပြီးဒီ
beautiful
ပြီး
moments,
ပြီး
and
သက်လေးပဲ
there were good sections that could be taken out and putting in a frag movie, or just
I know
standalone
it's A
game,
man
highlight how does CES is being played by great guys like this. Okay, let's see. This is a rush towards Donut.
ဟောစီကြောနေ
will
စီ
get
ကြော
the
နေတဲ့
kill,
ကောင်တော့
but,
ရတော့ပဲရှိသေးတယ်အချိန်မှာကျ
after
3
his
versus 2
teammates
တော့ဖြစ်သွားပြီ
got
C4 တော့မ plan သေးဘူး
a 4 versus 2.
မဖက်နေပြောပါအောင်တက်မလို့ဘယ်ပြောပြပါအောင်
Was a little bit too late, but at least gets the bomb planted. And some extra
လေး
cash.
ကောင်ကြီး
C-Shot
ရောက်ရင်
gets outnumbered
သုံးကောင်ကြီး
yet.
ထွဲလိုက်
Now
ပြီးတော့
it's
ဇာတ်တွေကကတ်ကုန်ပြီး
everything
တော့ဆို
on Rous's shoulder
Rouse
to try to do
1
something.
versus
But
4
little
running
does
က
he know that he's being rushed from behind. Maybe he hears the
ကျွန်တော်
footsteps.
ကစ်ပါလေအကောနေတဖြူလိုက်မလား
Does he hear it?
Don't even know. But that defense is already done and dusted, so it doesn't
And he,
even
and he
matter.
also
Like on
have,
the Gomez, la
Sashi
toma, la
got
yang
the
waro
defense
mo,
kill in the first round.
Punya.
We haven't seen that from 9 when they were on CT, I believe.
You know, diffuse kit can always make the difference, especially in a round like this. I mean, just you don't have that pressure on your shoulders that you need to be quick, you need to push, you need to try to win the round as fast as possible. You can take it in your own rhythm, and with that diffuse kit, you're certainly going to defuse the bomb in time. But with that being said, we can see how important this pistol round is, because now the score is 8-5, 3 rounds in between these teams, and now 9, of course, after planting the bomb, had no
I force
other
by now
option
there
than
Kalina Lene make that
forcing.
the left
So
that can I dig in and on the
if
trial
they
with
fail
that
to win
What's an out
here,
deal,
it's
man?
a really big chance.
Out
It's
there.
almost
It's
certain
about
that we're gonna have
man.
Sashi at double digits, and
Oh,
5 rounds
see
in
Lu
between
man.
these teams.
I
The
am the
question
question
is
about
how
the
will
yeah be
Nine react, and how
Fair
much
more
time do they
so
have
much
left?
That's for certain. And
Sibbe
still a
yeah
good position
fucking
to
glass
take
yeah
some
jai wa you
plays.
know
We'll
face
see
jai
how
da
this
I
one
face me
is
jai
going
da
to
ta
be.
ku da da phone Sibbe you
Still
jai lun lo
timeout,
Australia
it
type
will
you know
be an option here so
ဟောတယ်
far.
တန်ပိတ်နေပိတ်ထားပါလားကိုမကြက်တည်
Nine
မ
had
ရှိ
a
ဘူး
great run, and it's far from being
Wait,
over
darling.
yet.
အဲ့ကောင်နေတန်ယူပိတ်လို့ရရင်တော့ကောင်းတော့ပေါ့
This is going to give away some positioning here,
Sego,
but the
Sego.
fire could have ended someone. Let's see, BC.
ရော့
with
မှ
that
နေသ
nade.
လုံးစား
Oh, that was a pretty decent amount of damage there. Not converted to a kill. Speaking of kills, the first blood had already been drawn. Trade after trade. Yeah. Oh, look at the comeback. Gets one. Oh, I really thought the spray was
Suppose
going
that, huh?
to end up Sashi's
ပြ
rotation.
ားတာ It's me, man.
That position could have ended the whole round, but now instead you have a 1v1
blend,
between
yeah.
Mr. and Fly. We've seen Fly in this position many times already. Now there's gonna be a push, and how can Fly escape from there? He needs to hit the shots. Oh, but the M4 is gonna win
Oh,
it.
yeah. Clash
hits it
racing
in
be
the
one.
end.
Pay and then joke, yeah.
What a
Yeah, but
beautiful,
then who want to play me 9-1 is yeah, go, man. Don't know
outcome
difference
for
here.
Sashi.
Yeah, they are pay up or GD, they
That
be
was
there.
so
Who la
close
to the do
anyway.
la to.
It all came down in the end to a game of hide and seek.
Always sweating on these chairs, but you love to see a beautiful Counter-Strike game.
I don't think they're sweating because they have AC, no?
Well, they're not, but I am for sure.
Yeah, but who see how gone in and don't need little bit of man.
True, fair
Baby,
enough.
coach for piano. Second, somewhere near there.
Opportunity for Sashi to confirm it.
Who
right?
did
They're
it?
going
I
to
don't know. I
highlight,
heard that.
I believe you said Gamer Legion or Ascent tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, just have to lock in Sashi to confirm it, and 9 needs to give them the same treatment that they gave on the last map when they successfully managed to steal it from.
I wanted to be planned. To be where I did it.
Sashi is a happy opponent.
Kali Lila Kuma, Digger and Kali Lila, the Yaro Canine and the Tarashia. Yamakan know 10 hours. I mean, Siaka, my food by Land of the Yakama. I food by show one, but I'm food and show one the lost one like a piano have my lama. I'm going to do them about Jimmy, Jenna Mary, Gijelo, going to fly you on over.
A dangerous name, and they
Too jelly. Current with the word to walk on it.
scared of.
God is all gone. What in your
Let's see
lover?
how they will
Oh,
treat-
yo.
beautiful
What
from
the
Cabby.
fuck?
I can't even
Affiliate.
finish my sentence because that was
Remember,
just beautiful. Cabby spinning and shooting. Mr. will be
Well,
lost on
we
the
don't
way,
forget
but
down
doesn't
your
really
lag.
matter.
You're looking at
It's
who are
team
the only
because
thing
you already have
suck
the
off.
one-man advantage.
Rudy
And,
Mare,
the A side
Shauna
will
Mijin,
not be pushed,
in the
any
end, I
further
didn't
by,
know
Nine
that
Pixel by
also
going
pays
back.
us.
They will
Shit,
probably
no,
group together and
Ping
try
on
the
it.
last chances of this round.
Where did
in,
it be on
in B.
tips order? Now, what
And I
Biama,
think
Uji,
this
where Biama?
round, the fact that they
Would you
got
allow
another
Lani
force
with
buy could make the things even worse, because if
Balani,
they use
sure.
another round here, I don't think they will have
Sajia
enough
Balani,
money.
I will lay one on
Even if
that
they
shit
plant
from
the bomb, I
Shetty.
don't think it's enough.
Only a
And
link to
you
but
can't
touch the
just
condition
go
when not
force
dino
by,
pan. Don't you
force
spend out
to
with a name or
try and
do she
strike at
better?
some
Three
point,
do them
because it
shoes.
might
See
be
for a
too
plan with
late.
Joe that fly. See for plan like me. 3 with a 4 run it. I got a low HP. Get up on
Now,
it. We
let's
take with
see
Joe
if
and
this
be
he can
around.
make this,
So they don't have be around
routine
challenge.
clear.
And
Just
I
one
did
defeat
lot.
available, but this he can be passed. Already has a good starting with one player being dead, and now it all comes down to play shoulders with one.
Oh,
big
there.
just
They
like
PBA.
a
Play ya
one
bien
being
bi.
every
I got play ya
corner,
the per se.
corner by every
Lost
single
one
one
about me.
towards you,
Where
and,
am
Glenn
I?
takes a lot
Lucas
of blame
go
of
go
himself,
mala
even
he. You
though
thought
there
that
was
one.
not much that he
Yeah,
could
hold
do
them.
from
Where
that
I'm
position
what
and
I'm
with that
paid out.
weapon.
Now the cabinet no me do the deal me go
Will
on.
be Sashi the one
Me go
victorious
pita you
out of
ji la o.
that
Yo
outcome,
yo yo yo.
unlocking a double
Oh
digit
yeah,
score
man.
and being closely from winning this map and
We
advancing
look
forward
good.
to the bracket.
Yeah, I mean,
We are yen jen is
the
la ji
bomb
la
was
li be
planted,
devil tips.
so I'm wondering
We no me
how
yen ji ne
the
do ne.
berry
For
will
be
go
ne
with,
ya. Ti yan be be
the
like swear
execute
ne do.
in a moment like this. It looks like
Cái
it's
bôi
going
biết
to
học
be
là
a
biết mày
hard
hồi
fight.
đám bôi tên lên
Fly
đi phiền này
Beyond
luôn
won't
biết
go
biết
for
mày
a
đi
weapon. He has the
và
hero
tao chỉ
AK,
mày
while
ôi chỉ
the
mua
other
gì đâu
players of Nine will have
à lên phiền này show này con này post bài à thì họ
so
post bài mà lâu đầu
it's
post
again
bài lâu con này
very
cá lý bên thuận nhà mà
point
bây giờ
where
con
we
ý
have
kiến
to
này
say
tech này
that
lý lên lâu
these
này
are
đâu
always dangerous and you should never count out those weapons. But I mean, if Nine fail to win, their chances will drop by a mile, and it's gonna be really hard to pick anything up.
giờ bị làm gì bảo cá bị à cá bị chơi bị ê
For certainty,
mua gì không phải đấy mà đấy
well, hard to say
trong này bên nhà này
here
please stop
until they figure that
play
out.
rồi fly
It's
rồi
going
cô mẹ
to
đi bị
one
bác à
if
à
they
để
want
sẽ
to
này nè
show
sẽ này đi
themselves.
nè
Utilities are
à là rồi là
really
fly
easy
nè thả đấy đó
for
con đi
Team
fly mà là cô bé
9.
fly mà làm gì à muốn bị đấy còn ấy ta trust gì này bộ đó bút rồi anh đã đi trả lại đã ok nè rồi
They have a
à
discount, you know, like one buy
oh there
PS for the rest of the
this
season.
time formula bộ nó formula lock
That's right.
Share it.
မှာပြုတ်နေ C4 ချတဲ့တန်မှာကြားတယ်ဒါတေချာပေါက်ဒီမှာရှိရတဲ့နေတာစက္ကန့်30မိုးလေးလုံးတော့ရောက်လာတယ်တက်တက်မဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဒါမြစ်ကိုလည်းလာပြီးဒုံးတော့5ကိုကျိုးစားဆိုနေတော့တက်ကိုင်းနဲ့ဘေးက level right ကြည်ထားနေတယ်ပဲအော်ရုပ်ရှိုးသွားတယ်အေးဆက်တကောင်နဲ့တော့ကောင်တီသွားပြီဇရာကတ်ပြီးရောက်ရေးအမှဇရာစကတ်ပြီးအေးဆက်တကောင်နဲ့တော့ကောင်ဒုံးနဲ့ဝင်သိတော့ကိုင်းနဲ့ခုံပစ်ခံလိုက်ရတယ်โอเคအကောအော့ကတော့ stone back ကိုရလိုက်ရင်းနဲ့ twist swap ကိုပြီးတယ် design ဆွဲနေရကောင် live ပြဖို့ခတ်နေတယ်ဗျနောက်တော့ offer တော့ကြောက်လွဲနေနေသေဆုံးက Mr. နဲ့ C ကြောက်တော့တက်တော့ရတယ်1 versus 2ဆိုနေထားမှာမထူးငါ plan မှာရမယ်ဆိုနေတော့ fake plan နဲ့ gate swap လုပ်လိုက်တယ် no time ဆိုတော့နောက်မှာကျွန်တော်ပြေးပြီးဒုံးနဲ့ကောင်
and that bomb will not be planted in time now he's going on the hunt but the
ချိန်ပြတော့ရိုက်ခွဲခြင်းတို့ခဏလေး
taken from the ground by Ralph and it will not
level 5
by Zyphon in
တန်းလိုက်လုပ်ပါလေတန်းလိုက်လုပ်ပါဦး
at this point of
နေဘလို့တန်းသက်စီခြင်းနဲ့ပုံမူတည်ရမလားတဲ့
and I think the answer
ဟိုကဒီလိုတော့သားပွဲတွေကြာအသုံးဝင်နေတော့တယ်နော်
it's been a huge
ကြီးပဲတာတဲ့
goal I
နေ
think
ပွဲတော့
Nuke was a
ဟုတ်ကဲ့တော့လည်းကြိုက်တယ်
goal for Sashi and
ဒီပွဲမဲဟိုဘာလို့ကြိုက်ရ I'm so bored for
beautiful but
I know
it's
this
the
just
last
for me
one if they fail to convert it
ဒီလိုကကြားလိုက်တက်လိုက်ဖြစ်နေရလား
That's certainly a good point that you made there
ကောင်းတဲ့ကားပြီးစီကြော့ပါတက်ပြီးပြက်ခွဲလိုက်တယ်ရောမနေတလုံးထပ်ပြီး disable ပြောင်းပေါင်း oh my god ပြောင်းပေါင်းတော့မလုပ်နိုင်တော့
early once again 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 in taking out of the equation push towards red but there is Acre oh but
whoa
he made the steps
ခြေတန်း practice နဲ့ထွက်သွားပြီးရောက်ပြီအကောအနေနဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးလာမှပဲပြင်ပြောင်းပြီးတေသွားတော့တယ်ဗျာဆိုတော့အော်ရောက်ရေး Bellany နေတာစောင်းရထဲ့တာရောက် Ether ကောင်မရိုက်ခွဲလိုက်ပြီဇာတ်ကတ်သွား
Mr. loses his duel but Gabby catches the rotation gives a signal to his team and be like yo these guys are going on A now everyone
Bellany နေတော့အကောအောက်ကောက်ပြီးတော့ပြန်ထဲ့ဖို့ကြိုးစားဒိုးနဲ့တော့မတော့ပြန်လာတယ်ဒိုးနဲ့တော့ကောင်းပြန်ဟိုးရရနေပဲ oh my god ယူတယ်လေးကောင်းကြီးတေသွားဒါပေမဲ့ player off ကတော့အဆင်ပြေနေသေးတယ်စီတူဘက်တက်ပြီးရိုက်ခွဲလိုက်တယ် Bellany
two ops against two rifles.
ကိုကြီးတိုင်းပဲတေဖမ်းတော့နေ
That's going to be a tough one for Nine to defend it even though all it takes is just one shot. There it is, Perzan one goes, Flay, it is up to Flay. Carry this one for his team. Oh, if that would have connected, things would have been differently. But he doesn't have that.
boy ဆိုင်ဖုန်းကြီးကစိုးရပို့ပြီးတော့အိုးအဲ့ဖုန်းကြီးကပွားပြစ်ပြီးတခြားမပြစ်လိုက်ဘူးရောက်ရေသူတို့ကကြိုးဘိုးတွေကအနေ21မိုက်ချတာကစားကွေးမယ်ဟဲ့ရှင်ခုံစရာဖြစ်သွားပြီဖိညာတောင်ကွာတို့ဘာခုနကောင်းနဲ့ shock ပဲကြမ်းမယ်တဲ့အဲ့ဒါက focus 2 စီတဲ့တနည်းကြီးထည့်လိုက်တာနော်
I get it
focus ရပါတယ်
I do get it
အန်တာလို့ simulation ရဲ့ player icon တွေကလည်းဟော90ဟာတွေကြာနေရပဲဝါ
Feeling your mind with what just happened is the best thing when you're 2 rounds away from winning.
ဦးကြီးဝင်းပြမယ်ဦးကြီးဝက်လာနေဒါပေမဲ့ဒီဘက်တန်းလန်လေးပြီးအောင်ကြည်တာဒီမှာပြင်ရှုပ်နေ
as fast as possible. You can't let it run like that with no pressure under you to destroy what's left of this game. Handen needs to chill down a bit as well.
အနာလို့ကိုရေတော့ရေ
It
ဘာ
was
မဲ့
a
ပုံလာ
miscommunication that helped Nine survive again. And I told you that this round of a full buy
ဘောတက်ပြီးပြစ်တာအော်နဲ့မထီသွားတာတဲ့ဟိုကောင်ကြီးအဲ့ဒါ body ပါဆွင်းပြီးထည့်သွားတော့ဇာတ်တွေကတ်ကောင်anti flash ရှောင်းနေရဆောင်ရမိုက်တယ်ဒီကြည့်ငုံရှောင်းတာစောက်ကျန်နှလုံးရှိလာပေါက်မှာဆိုတော့
There are some big words at the moment because these guys are leading at the they're leading so far. I mean surely that was a mistake which cost them economy and we've seen from the reaction that
ဟောရအဲ့စမှုတွေလှသွားရောက်ထုတ်လို့ရ
really was not supposed to happen but
ဟုတ်တယ် completely plan မှာမဖြစ်သွားဘူးချိန်နေကောင်းတာ2 versus 2 cave ရကောင်ထက်လာမယ်ထင်တယ်ဒါ cave ကြည့်တယ်ခဏနေဦးနော်cave ဘယ်လိုကြည့်ရမလဲ
I have nothing to add more
I have nothing to do Monday I have nothing to do
What are the pistols doing here Acre in a 1v1 against Fly we've seen this before and we know that Fly managed to defeat Acre last time we were here on the B side when it happened but the positions were different so let's see who is gonna win this
Okay ပဲတကယ်ကြည်ထားတာဟေးအော်ရုပ်ကောင်းလိုက်တာ
be Acre. He turned around.
Fucking hell, a goal, go see the day. Again, I put it kind of chin there.
And I think now
Voilà.
everybody's happy
And
on
I know what
Sashi's
machine.
side,
I
as
just
they
had a
keep
sushi
the
loads. I'm
match
a quit
going,
that.
and
One
they
so
need
they
just
feel
one
much
more
one
to
over.
qualify
The
over for the
OG
next
here.
round of this group stage.
Rudos fan.
And give the chances of taking the first
Some
place of the
hairstyle
group
and
here.
be in it. What do
If you guys don't know, I think the first place will qualify straight to the semifinals. So you will get past the quarterfinals. You won't have to stress with that, and you'll wait straight into the semis.
Who got down here? Man, yeah.
Yep.
Man, leave it. Man, leave it.
Just relax and
little
study
bit
your
of
opponent. It's the perfect time.
Can't show out, man. No one machine, man. Equal to me, equal. Yeah, I'm a. Wow. Tiga mechanic in a chin, a core.
To fly. In my mind, there's an imaginary beef between them, as they are both oppers for different teams. And I would say that right now Acre is on top of the world, and he's still going, as Cabby will help him. 3 players left, 9 on crumbles right now.
Okay, we will MP7.
This is so close to
ending. Because you has photo of it.
What
Then a lot about it. I mean, I don't be well quiet. Cross every me. Cross every Gigi Maru. You would do focus it out. Don't that be about my aid. Okay, let's go. What do we been done?
To pull up a
Pepe go.
He did it previously, but he will not be given this opportunity.
What about you, Wine and Tally?
Stamak and Bilani have some aces
the way she had it. Bless body says to play and can share up. Where am I? Huh? Where is that? I've CS car. It's a tight header.
Only 40 seconds to find out.
See, go. See, wait, I'm a 3 was show. Do we buy the Joe now? Belani. Still Mac. Okay. This time I tell you, over and Ali. Hold up, over. 9 me on no. I must ask a cut of my web behind. Fuck. Okay, here. Your focus and OG.
These teams
I do have a dinner being. Maybe what if you get chat about the way I was sitting on me and doing it, not to do name it. Chill like that. Eh, you are quite learning. And I did have
starting into round number 7. So have got to weigh their options down towards Ram, Body, and Adam. They're going to be waiting for a flash out of Spook right there, or just waiting for the smoke to fade away. I guess that works too. Volt once again. Took a little bit of space down ramp, went out.
Don't that me bunga, don't that bunga over my focus.
Do they do this?
Focus.
They make the same mistake twice out here.
OG, focus it, OG never focus. That she ain't named your own. But you focus Jada. Well, blue and the magic that my papa won't focus Jada. So focus got.
The setup is very good.
That is really Rama. I get a new OG Dima 999 2DB. Lolly powder. The brother Australia say. Look at 2Z that now. Look at the winner. Let's go.
Try and sneak their way in towards Hell and Heaven. So the teams don't really have a lot going on for them. You can see 𝐵 looking for that walk. Outside is the only area that 𝐵 needs to be checking on the timing for. So Adam, he might be able to surprise them. And he will. Leg shot connects just for 40 or 60 damage, sorry. Refract comes in from Banjo, but that might open up a bit of a gap in towards A.
It has ZTR down to the fake vent, already shot in through the 2 walls, but is gonna still be unchecked. Spook can be taken down, but Body saves his teammate. Matheus comes up the vent and takes down 10 seconds left. Cadian's got to go for the clutch, and he's not gonna be allowed to get it. Matheus on the clutch up on the 3K, and on the round gives Focus a 6 now.
It's such a sharp play out of the Croatian. That was such a big play out of Matheus. That's what you want to see out of him. Star player on that focus team, both CT and T sides.
So quick too.
That's the aggressor flying up the vent. And this is what you wanted to see out of him in that situation, right? 𝐵 goes down. They know where ZTR could have been, either in towards mini or in towards CT vent, and they knew about Banjo's position. So Matheus needed to use that opportunity as one of his teammates were still alive. Fly up the ladder, get all these kills, and you can see how much that means to them. It's 6-1 now. Second tactical timeout being used, burned for OG.
And it's burning like wool right now. Coming through, Focus have had all the advantages they needed, but you have to remember all these clutch factors coming in through for Focus. They're not going to be a consistent factor coming into this one. They would love for it to be, but right now you can't bank on Mattheos jumping up the vent every single A hit round that KD is going to call.
I'd say it's working well enough for them.
It is.
They are putting themselves in good positions. OG are probably telling themselves the same. They're like, well, this round was very winnable. We knew what was going on. This guy just went up the vent and killed all of us. So it is still doable. Money on the CT side is pretty decent, though. So it's going to be very difficult to get a reset.
Big damage coming in through the utility, but Mattheos already gone and out. Finally, an advantage taken out here for OG at the beginning of the round.
Oper's down secret.
He's going to look for this, but can he shotgun out? Can he find more than one?
Might not need to. Get one kill, back off, post on a more passive angle in towards control. Bomb's there.
It is, but no more info, so ZTR...
我记得 DI ပါပြင်ပါသွားပြီလေ တက်ဒီပဲတက်နေပါလားဖင်ရတဲ့အဲ့လိုဘုတ်ပွဲမစိုးသူကတော့တကယ်အမှန်ကန်ပွဲတွေပဲဆိုတော့ဟုတ်ပါ focus နိုင်တယ်မ focus ကြိုက်တယ် dis ကတော့
Oh, he's going up and he's already shot. He's
ဘော်
taken
ဒီကြီး
himself
ပါလား
out
ရှော
from
ပြီလေ OG
secret
ရတယ်
already. He hasn't found the kill. Not sure ZTR able
OG
to
ရှစ် round ရနိုင်
but
လား
they've got full side
They're going
control
back.
out here, OG, and they are going back.
Yeah, they've gone back up
round
outside. They
ရှစ်
don't
round ရ
feel
နိုင်
like
တယ်
if Jorko's
ခဏက
going
ဒီရောက်နေ
moving
ရ
forward,
တာ
he's
ဟုတ်
going
တ
to
ယ်
be alone. They know Volt is
ခဏက
still
ကတိုး
alive,
လေး
right?
ဒီ
They
ရောက်နေ
don't really know where the ramp player is. It's going to be an A-Rap instead. Banjo's got a lot of work to do. He's alone on the upper bomb side, and he's already pushed in towards the lobby.
Yeah, but look at the awareness. He's looking out heaven. He might just swing out into Spook out here. And remember, Spook down to 38 from that util damage. Body swinging on in first, maybe? Bomb's going to get planted out here by KD. And yeah, Body's making the right call not to swing. Spook outside is going to fall, but that's information. You've seen the two outside, so you're just wondering about what the other one is, and you've just found him. Banjo caught down in Hut, and it's going to be only down to ZTR, down to 1v3, and he's not going to be able to make the spray stick. Down to a second round, OG are able to finally put up another.
That was a very good mid-round call coming out of KDM, by the way. You spot the Oper down there, you deal with him in towards secret, you just slow down the tempo a little bit and go back. Especially after ZTR pushes in towards the lobby and gets that kill, you're thinking, well, they've cleared out the A-bomb side, they've cleared out lobby, they know there's nobody else, so they should be panic rotating down B.
And we know how good Focus are individually, but again, patience comes in. Jorko could have held the angle for 10 extra seconds, and that round would have gone completely differently. The call wouldn't have been made like that, but just started to look around. It happens to the best of us. But
Also a good triple kill coming out of Adam B. It's important for people
ဝေ
like
လာတဲ့
Body, like
ထိ
Adam
လို့မ
to
ရ
get
ဘူးပြန်တော့မိုက်တာ
activated.
look at this. Mattheos, it's all down to a timing.
Body's aware.
စက်တီရတဲ့ Pennywise ရုံနေတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်လူကြီးတွေကအနိက
Util's
ဒီ
being
ဝင်း
sent
မ
down.
ကြိုက်
You
တယ်
can
CT
see
ကြထုတ်
one
မှာ
right
စော
now.
က်ဖို့
Do you
စက်
get
တီ
out
ရ
with a single one? No, they haven't checked you. How many do you get? Mattheos down for 2. It's good enough. He's taking them down. Cadian down to low HP. 4v3. And they're out main. It's the only angle they can really approach. In that smoke. Two holding outside. No one actually on this side for Focus, though.
A bit of an oversight, isn't it? Felt like you were aware, but then he's able to get a kill and a half. Jorko picks up one more, and now they're trying to go through mini. That was a good spray out of Prime Taps, nearly getting a second. Oh no!
It was 2 HP.
That was a bit tough.
Yeah.
That was a bit tough. ZTR turning around, getting that kill, and that's going to leave Body in a pretty unwinnable situation.
I mean,
This is not ideal for OG. It's looking like 7 for Focus. Might even go up to 8, maybe 9. Jorko is going to get another clean shot, and there's going to be a little bit of frustration.
TT ဆိုပေမဲ့လေ focus ကကောင်းတော့ရဲ့ focus ကကောင်းတယ် OG ထဲထားတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့
Just tuning in.
I don't know OG အဲ့လိုလုပ်နိုင်မယ်လို့တော့ကိုယ်စိတ်ထဲမှာမထင်တာပေါ့လေပေါ့တာ
It is
ဟုတ်တယ်
indeed
ဒီ
that
ဘောက
they
မ
decided
ကိုရ
to bring
လာ
it
တယ်
to
ဟုတ်တယ်
this one. And so far, so good for Focus. Jorko sitting on 10 and 4, Mattheos on 10 and 5, Volt with 7 kills, ZTR on 8.
pretty important to remind ourselves as well about the fact that OG won pistol into this first half.
Yeah,
So
doesn't make life better.
it does not, because right now you're thinking, well, Focus, they're getting themselves well ahead of the pace that they need for the CT side. If they just manage to put up 1 or 2 more rounds left into this first half, then suddenly it's all rainbows and daisies out here for Focus, at least for the first half. Smokes outside, landed on up, and it will be down to Mattheos to again try to find an entry.
This should indicate there's something a little bit different happening, right? That's the first time they've used the layered smokes. The triple smoke. Oh, the nade actually exposes Spook, but he's still able to get the kill. Body walking in towards Mini, gonna catch Banjo looking the wrong way. So this is already looking much better now for OG.
Yeah, it forced Jorko off of the angle from heaven as well. Volt looking just in case they're going to be pushing outside. A much needed
ကြီး
kill
ကြီး
coming
ဖြစ်
out
မှာ
of
ဆို
CTR
မိုက်က
down
နည်းန
there.
ည်းဟိုဟာ
Now
လုံးမိုင်း
gotta
အောင်
be careful. That was a 5 versus 3.
ဒါနဲ့ကြိုက်တယ်မိုင်းစနေတယ်ဘယ်လိုရှိ
Body
မ
needs
လဲ
to secure
upgrade
this
လုပ်ရ
round.
မယ်ပြန်တည်းရ
Just found another. It's
Yeah,
down to
yeah.
Body who won't be able to
Christmas
see
လုံးမှာဆို
the
ပြ
player
စ်တင်
coming
ကော
out
င်း
of
တယ်
the
ဒူ
vent
တာ
right
ဒူ
now. Now it's time
focus
to
ကောင်းလာ
CTR
ကုန်မယ်
save the
match
day.
trade မှာလား
Body now
ဒူ
see
တက်စ
that
တူ
one
ဩ
as well.
ဒူ
It's
တာ
up
ဒူ
left
တာ
to Cadian and
အမထွေ
Jorko
တက်စတူကောင်းတယ်တက်စပူတော်ကောင်းတယ် focus က
just
ဦးကြီး
manages
ကတော့
to dispatch of
ပြီး
Body.
ကန်နေရပြီလေ
Cadian,
both of them are.
another clutch needed.
Oh, and you can see the expression.
Yeah, he's
Canadian
happy.
Reaction on his
Adam
face, yeah.
Tribe Tips
This
The
round
prime
just goes
test
out of
type.
control. 30 seconds.
Oh.
Turn around,
He
Jorko
is so
will
good, yeah,
nail
sure.
him.
Sure.
And focus still away to 3 versus 5, and I don't want to be the
အဲ့
bearer
ဒီ
of
တော့
bad
ဆို
news,
တော့
but this is
ဒီမှာ
usually
ဘာ
the
လို့ပါ
tough
နေရ
round
လဲ
that you
ဒီ
lose,
ညနိုင်
and
တာ
that
တင်ပါ
kind
လေ
of
တဲ့
sets you up
ဒီ
until
က
the
တဲ့
end of
တရီ
the
လာ
half.
ဖင်ရတယ်ဒါ
And
ပြော
thanks
ချင်
to
တာ
timeout being called in from Cuban. He's definitely not happy by the way that Focus were caught off guard with the outside play, especially the turnaround or the lack thereof in towards Mini. But if you are OG, you just got the opening kills. You got the kill onto the Mini player, Body walks through the smoke right after that.
Yeah, but ZTR, what happened to ZTR, man? He finds 2, and Jorko's so electric right now. I mean, sure, say what you will, up until now, every single individual out of Focus has been really scared to
Ooh.
fight in a 1v1, and they're not happy.
That explains it. It just didn't feel like they played it on the same page in the 5 versus 3. And these are the types of rounds that you need to convert, especially on the T side of Nuke, right? And I think Body knows it. You're down 2-7. You pick up one, maybe you pick up another one, you get 4 or 5 rounds out of the T side, you're right back into the game. But these are the sorts of rounds that you cannot afford to let slip.
ဒီစိုက်တာလေ CD တာလား brother ဂျိုကိုကေအိုဗာလေးရှက်မပေးဘူးလို့နေကြမှာတော့အသေးသေးထိုးရတာတော့ဝိုင်းဘိုကလတ်လာမလားအဲ့ဒါ 1v5
You're on a missed timing right
1v5
now.
ကြီးကိုအော်ကြီးပြောင်းဆိုလိုက်ပြတာချစ်စီ
He's expecting to be able to catch someone off on ramp. Volt, he's periodically checking back, but he needs the kill. And look at the double layered again coming through out here for Adam. Does he get more than one? There's the first.
He's
Second
low.
should get traded. Yeah, but he's gone back. He's buying up so much space, so much time right now. Volt's the only man really coming down to B.
OGC တရားပြန်လုပ်နိုင်ပါမလား OGCS ကိုရှိသေးရလားဒူရာဒူတော့ရဲလာတယ်တက်လေဒီတယ် OG ကအဲ့အခု Destar တွေ Nexa တွေ Flames တွေ Flames ကြီးတွေဟိုက Vitality ကကောင်းတယ်အဲ့ဒါတွေ OG ကကောင်းတယ်ကိုကျလူခေါ်ဆောင်ကွာအခု Heavy က G2 ကအဲ့ဒါ OG ကကောင်းတယ် ဦးကြီးကောင်းတယ်လူခေါ်ကောင်းတယ်အဲ့ပြန်ပြီးရောင်းစားအခုသူ့ထွက်လက်ထွက်တွေကစောက်ရတောက်ပါနေOGCS ကဟုတ်တယ်
He is 15 and 4. He
Yeah,
is
check,
doing
check,
them all, and again he's doing it with amazing response time. Problem is for Cadian, again, it's not a badly called round. The idea behind the half-buy rushdown into vent worked out. They had the layer defense coming in for the rotates. They
Don't
bought up
lie
enough
now,
time,
OG there.
and it was down to
Don't
the last 5 seconds to actually get
Còn
that
đi
defuse
thế
going
nhỉ?
on through.
Ê.
It became an aimers game, and CS is always going to be that aimers game. But right now, Focus are out-aiming OG.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
The youngsters just taking over the server. And even 𝐧𝐤, who's the IGO, he's still having a very good game. Everyone on the side of Focus feels like it's out-aiming everyone on the side of OG.
Oh.
And Jorko with another opening this time in towards the ramp. You cannot escape this guy.
စမုကပန်းရအောင်ရဟုတ်တယ်ဒီ tournament team ချင်လိုက်အောင်
like
လို့
this.
စမုပန်းတာစင်ပက် major trophy များပဲလေအခုဘာလို့ခုတ်လို့လဲစင်ပက်ကြတော့မဟုတ် HDV number 1အကျင့်ကြီးအတွက်အများဆုံးလေအခုလိုဇာတ်ဦးဖြစ်သွားပြီပေါ့ဒီ number 1ကြီးတဲ့သူက champion ဖြစ်တဲ့ကောင်ဖြစ်မယ်သူက number 1ကိုသိမ်းတာသူကလည်း
He's 125. He's already at silo. They've just lost the entire map.
တော့ကြောက်သူ့ရဲ့ဒီ
Losing track of what's
KG
going
တွေ
on around.
ခက်စီကအရှမ်းများတာ
Kill on Mateos. That might have not even happened.
သိပြက်တာအသိပြက်တာ
Just managed to take
ည
Mateos
တ
down
လေး
with
စော့
a
ပါ
spray,
တော့ပါ
by the way.
ဒဇူဝင်းရဲ့ over
Down
under
to
ချူသွေးပါအောင်
4v3,
နဲ့
and
ဘောနပ်
they're
လေး
still
ပေးပါ
aiming
မယ်
to make noise
နော်
on this B side.
ဒဇူဝင်းရဲ့
Knows
over
the
under
look
လား
up. I
ကို
mean,
တော့
Adam B knows that
over
he
လေးတော့
could
ကြိုက်
be
တယ်
on the railing.
ဒဇူကကြောက်
on
သူ
the
ကိုတင်
second
စော့ကြ
floor,
မယ်
but
ဒီနေ့အမပြောင်း
so
ဆုံးပါရ
far,
တော့ပါတယ်
time is- He's got no clue there's 2 people down there, and they don't really have a choice. They need to commit B right now. Might be a little bit easier now that they've been
ဒီ
able
ဆို
to
ပေ
find
မဲ့
a
လေ
kill on
focus က
the
အသေးထုတယ်ပဲတွေလို့ပြောမှာ
Still
ဟုတ်
holding
လား
out to VIP, so he's brought in the
Tech
Tech 9, trying to get close on the double doors. This is a risk maneuver, but it might pay off actually. If he even manages to find one, he's bought enough time for the rotates to come around, and not even a single. Adam B so quick with it, takes him down, and you can't save it. It's the last round. ZTR making steps in the fire. Nade will land now towards Adam, but he's quite healthy. He's
ဒီ
gonna
ကတော့
be
9
fine.
3လောက်တော့ဖြစ်ပြီထင်တယ်9 3ကိုပစ်ဆိုနိုင်ပြီးမှ6တော့ပြန်လိုက်
Walker
အဲ
down
ဒါ
the
တော့
ramp right there. Spook on
ဒီ
the off
မှာ
angle.
သူက
He might
run
be
rate
able to
really
just get
တော့တာ
one.
တယ် focus
Yeah, they're buying just enough time. I love how
Holy.
OG are playing this.
Force him out.
Oh, no.
Badger's gonna get the first one. You need a big
Oh,
multi-kill. Spook cannot
yeah,
turn
Banjo,
around in
yeah,
time.
call line now.
It's Banjo with the
Banjo,
4
triple
piece, and
kill.
Focus focus,
Fuck
get 10
yeah.
rounds. At
So
halftime
yeah,
to
con
kick
one
things
tap
off
no pi
on
la
nuke.
quack.
I don't know what the game plan is.
Door
for
con
the
tat like
CT
this.
side,
Pi
but
ma
they
ai
will need a miracle to turn this
Lô
one
ra con
around.
ma.
10-2 coming
Focus က
around
ရောက်
right
တနေ့ဟို
there.
force တွေလား
And what a
force
quad
မှတ်မိ
kill.
ကြလား force အဲ့လိုမျိုးကောင်းနေလားအဲ့လိုမျိုးတနေ့ဖြစ်လာမဲ့ကောင်းနေလားမောအဲ့ပြောမယ်ဆိုလို့အခုဇော်တီးတို့ပါလေ force ကလေဒီဘက်ဘုံကကောင်းကြီးอ่ะမေတဲ့လာထေးတာတည်ရောက်ကျွတ်စီလူကောင်းလေးလားနှိုက်လို့ရလားမသိတန်တူပါတဲ့တန်တူက2တန်ပေါ့ဟိုကြီးရတယ်ဟာလိုက်တော့ဟိုကျ next တို့ဘာလို့ကျမ်းမှန်ကြီးချီးပြောင်နေတော့မှန်အခု Australia က coach ကလည်းအဲ့ဒါ OG ရပဲဟိုက OG ကစောင်းကောင်းတယ်ကောင်ကြီးอ่ะ OG ကိုပဲဘာပြော ranking မြင့်အောင်လုပ်ပေးနိုင်တယ် Delta Australia OG ကထွက်တဲ့ကောင်တွေဆိုတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုး Rigali ကြိုက်သေးတယ် Rigali ကငုတ်သွားတယ်ဒီကောင် Rigali ကောင်းကိုကတော့ကြိုက်တယ်ပေါ့နော်OG ကကောင်းတယ် OG ကကောင်းတယ်မလေးဖီကူးရှိသေးတယ်ဖီကူးကောင်းတယ် OG ကကောင်းတယ်ကိုကတော့ကြိုက်တယ် OG ဒီတက်ပို့ပြီးတော့မကွဲဝမပြေးဝပို့မိုက်တယ်အဲ့တော့ next time game ဒီလား Delta နဲ့ simple ကိုလေ Asia မှာထည့်တာလေ simple ရေကြီးနေ OG နဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်ဟုတ်ကတော့သူကောင်းဦးလေးပြောလို့ရ200ဖြစ်သွားအောင်မဲဖင်ရနေဒီကိုလဲအခု Falcon Prime ပြီး retire လောက်ပြီးထင်လာတယ်သူ့လိုချင်းနဲ့မေဂျာရရတယ်လိုချင်းတွေမလားသေးတော့ပါဘူးအရင်ဆူဆူရွဖြစ်သွားမှာပဲသူနားမျိုးပဲလောက်တော့မှာခုတော့သူဆက်စော့အောင်တော့မှာတန်ရှာအောင်မယ်ဒီမှာနေရတာပတ်စံဆောင်ရတာဦးကြီးကျင်းနေကြဟမ်ဖင်အားဒီကိုစားပါကောင်းလို့လားဦးကြီးမှာတော့ကောင်းတယ်ပြောတာရတယ်Ego shark နော်ဟိုဘက်မှာ shark နော်ပေါ်လာတော့ focus shark ပြီး game legend ဦးဒီနေ့ကဘယ်နဲ့အဲ့လိုအပိုင်ပွဲတွေပဲဟေး game legend နဲ့ SN နဲ့ပါတဲ့ AC ထည့်လို့ရတာဒီလုံး copyright မိမှာဆိုလို့ဟုတ်တယ်မလေးကိုဖို့ဒီလုံးတို့ဒီချိန်อ่ะတော့တနာပါနော်ဘန်ဂျိုဆောင်းကောင်းပဲမဲ့လေ AK စကင်လည်းကြည့်အောင်ပြောင်းကြီးဟိုဘက်ကောက်လာတာဟိုစကင်เนี่ยအရင်တော့မရှိဘူးပေါ့ Blind Spooky KT ရတဲ့ show OG Dex Sport ရဟာ OG ကပါလေဟိုလိုမျိုးလား sponsor အဲ့လိုမျိုးနာမည်ထည့်ရတာပြောသွားလား OG က Red Bull ကြီးပြောသွားနော်ဟိုအပြာကြီးကနေစိမ့်ပဲတမျိုးပြောအပြာကြီးကမှမိုက်တယ်လို့ခံရတာနော်စိမ့်ရဟိုပါလေအန်နာရဲ့မင်းနဲ့အန်နာဖေးနေတဲ့မင်းနဲ့တော်တတိရတယ်မေဂျာတွေပဲယူပြီးတော့လူတေးကယ်ဒီနဲ့ထားလိုက်တော့အစိမ်းရောင်ကြီးပြာကြီးကမှမိုက်လို့ခံတာတဲ့ဘယ်လောက်တွေ့လဲတာတူရောဟိုကြီးကနေရစောက်ဖို့ပါတဲ့ကွေးဟာဟုတ်ကဲ့ဒီက news နေတင်လိုက်မလားနီးတင်းချင်းတင်မေးလောက်ပါလားခင်ဗျာမကြလို့ချင်း zone ကို coach ကော easy ပဲဟုတ်တယ်သူနေ6လုံးတော့ကဘာမှာဒီ plan နဲ့ဒီကဘာမှာတယောက်တည်းတော့6လုံးကောင်ကြီးဘယ်ကောင်မှမမေးကြိုက်တဲ့ကောင်လိုက်ဟိုကတော့ကဖင်ရနေတာအစ္စလာမ်ရဲ့ tournament ကတော့ကြည်လို့ကောင်းပြီတင်းကုံ strong ပြီးတော့ level 2နေပြီဟုတ်ပါအဲ့ဒါရရင်တော့မျိုးနဲ့ခါကြအဲ့လိုခြားဘွဲတွေကတော့ရွှေပြီးဒီလောက်တက်ပြီး Falcon လဲကိုပြင်လာပြောရရင်ကြာ
pick is OG head into that
Never
CT
been
side.
wrong,
of
yeah.
Nuke, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to day one of Super
Si
Cup.
Lura te la ala.
It's getting a
Oh!
but it's an opening matchup for both these teams. Focus looking unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with right now. On
Lu te
Nuke,
geri ne la
moving
sing
into
ye.
the offense, you kill ZTR popping
ဟုတ်တယ်
up with
အရင်
double
OG ကို
digit
အစိမ်း
kills.
နေ
Banjo the same.
လူတရား illusion ကောင်းနေပဲ ဒါ
server.
တော်လေးဒါ
That's a good start out of Cadian and Body.
Matheo's going to trade it back
You
though,
should
and
get
now
it,
you see
Janelle,
the
the
second
song
as
for
well
them.
coming around. Spook hoping for a headshot. Let's see if he takes the bomb
Oh,
down,
yeah,
and he
Spook.
does. Onto that one.
Well,
towards
in
the
Jalo
report
ni,
to
tala
win it
din
out.
siya,
Jorko
huh?
being hit
Oh,
on
man.
from 3 different people. Is going to stay alive with the P250. Still looking to clear
ဒီ
everything
ပြန်ရောက်တာနဲ့
out.
ပြန်ထဲပြနေတယ်ဘောရတတိုက်တော့ချက်တွေ့နေဖြစ်ပြီးတော့
Step into
ဟောရောက်
main,
ခုံပြီးပြ
managed
တာ
to
လားဟုတ်
find
ပါ
the
တော့
kill
ကောင်
there
ပြတာ
for
တော်
Untapped.
ထိတာ
It's left down to ZTR. He could have had the surprise factor, knowing that there were multiple down on main. And yet he kills the one, and the second takes him out. So another
သူ
pistol
ရ
round
တို့ရ
for
ဒီ
Body.
reference ရ
Yeah,
ဘူးမှာ
very
ထောင်းလာ
important
တော့
pistol coming out of OG. This is what could
သူတို့
keep
academy ကတော့
them
ဟို
on
ရ
the
င်နေ
map.
ရှိရပါ
It's
တော့
going
အဲ့
to be
လို
a
မျိုး
long way back.
တော့
Obviously,
ငယ်
with
လေးလောက်တည်း
Galco
separate
out of
grade
Body.
မှာ
He's
ဆော့
one
တယ်
of the people that we weren't really able to
အဲ့
talk
တို့
about
တို့
too much in the pre-game with
ရ
Hector.
တဲ့ private နဲ့ဆိုတော့နည်းနည်းလေးပို့လုံနိုင်သွားတာပဲ
I think
လူ
for
ဝ
me,
ယ်နိုင်သွား
throughout
တာ
the last
ရင်းတော့က तू က
maybe
academy က
5, 6 years,
ကောက်နေ
I'm
ရ
not
ဟို
gonna say the number
winter
of
food
rounds
တို့
is going
ဘာ
to
လို့
be
အဲ့ဒါတွေပဲ
too
သုံး
much
တာ
about
ဟို
me
ကရတယ်နဲ့ရှီရိုးပါခေါ်နိုင်သွားတာပေါ့ဗျာ
But I cannot remember the last time Body.
You get
I
E guy
looked
now,
at
like,
him
don't worry,
play
out
and
there.
thought he didn't really
Huh?
have the skill to
Huh?
back
Like-
himself. I think he's been a very, very legitimate player
အဲ့
for
အ
the
စိမ်း
last
OG ရတိတ်ကြ
for the
ရ
last
OG ပဲကြိုက်
couple of years. So for him to, get removed from 3D Max at the start of the year, then we all remember how the team went on a bit of a downward
ထဲမှာ
spiral.
နော်ကေး
Now
ရ
he's on OG. I am looking forward to seeing
ဟိုလိုက်မလား
how this team is going to look
ဒီ
in
က
the
ဒီစ
long
မ်းတော့
run
ဟိဆိုတဲ့
and whether he's going to have a
ရှိတယ်
place on the
ကေး
team
ရ
or not.
ခေါ်
But I
ပြီး
think
တော့
he's one of these
ဟုတ်
guys
တယ်
that
နွား
you
ရွယ်
just
ရုံး
send
နေ
to a
ပြီ
team
လေ
and it's almost
ဒါ
instant
မှဗဒရီစပရစ်ကတော့ပြန်လာတော့တယ်ဖြူရကတော့စော့ဖို့တယ်
He's bringing an experience. He was an IGL before.
လူ
He's
ရတယ်ဘယ်သူ
aggressive
မှသ
rifle.
တိမရ
He
ဘူး
can
အာကြီးရ
open
လွဲလို့
space. He can play
လူ
style
ရတယ်ဘယ်သူမှ
decisions.
သတိမ
He
ရ
can
ကြ
be
အောင်
an anchor maybe on some maps. So it's kind of like one of these Swiss Army knives type of players.
Yeah, but for any other team, I'd say that's a great addition coming through. But for OG especially, you mentioned it, right? These are 5 guys that love taking up space. So having that 5th guy coming around Body, bringing in that experience, you already have the guys with experience. Maybe you want someone else to bring in that firepower too. But I mean, in theory, Prime Tap, Spook, Adam D, that's why they're here. And they're going to show
စော်
us
လေး
a
ပွဲ
little
မရှိ
bit
ဘူးလား
more.
စော်လေးဒါ
It's a
ရှား
bit
ပါ
low.
ရှိတော့ရှိတယ်ပေါ့
But
ES
from the board,
impact
we're gonna fight
သူအ
easily
ဓိကအဲ့ဒါကို
with
လုပ်ပြီး
the
tournament
box
ရ
on the
တယ်
board.
ရှက်နားလိုက်တာအဲ့ဒါတော်တိုင်း
The
ပေါ့
MD9 looks the farm number for Cadian. Cadian who has been all too happy.
ကမ်းမှာကွာအ
for
ထင်
how
က
the
OG
maps
ကောင်းတာ
have
ဆို
gone so
Miracle
far.
ဆော့
They
ကြည့်
can't
ရ
really
တာရောက်တယ်မှ
I
န်တ
mean,
ယ်
he's on a bit of a
Miracle
roll
စီရောက်လာ
himself,
Miracle
bit of
ဘာ
a
ညာထည့်တာ
redemption
ကြည့်ရ
arc,
တာ
isn't
ရှိ
he?
တယ်
After
တေးတေး
Astralis, I think a lot of people throughout
ရပြီး fly
throughout
နေ
the last year
ဘာမ
maybe
ကြိုက်
lost
fly
hope
ရ
to
တော့
some extent.
Sure.
But we remember good old Cadian from his time on.
ဟိုကကြည့်ပြီးမှ fly ရဲ့
we know
ချစ်မ
that
ကောင်း
he's,
ပုံသိပါရတာဘာဟင်းနေဆိုရ
He's
င်ဘာ
someone
မှ
who's got a
စောင့်ရ
very
သေးဘူး
clear vision, and the one thing we can say, he loves playing exciting Counter-Strike, man. His team
Oh, yeah.
never played boring CS. Maybe sometimes it's not the most efficient CS, but
တတိယ phase ရတယ်ရှိတယ်ကလောင်း
and
နေ
now that he's the oper again, I guess the question is, can he be as exciting as he was on Heroic?
အဲ့ဒီ
back
တ
in
ကယ်
the
တရုပ်
days
ဆောင်
where he would
အဲ့
not
ဟို
be
က
one
ဂျို
of
ကာ
the
ကြီးရဟို
best of the
ဒီ
best
မှာလည်းကောင်
opers
အဲ့
in
လို
the
ပြုံး
world,
နိုင်ရ
but he
စော
would
က်
be
ချင်
very decent individually to hold his own, and then the calling would be very nice, and he'd be kind of able to put himself in good positions and maneuver around all of that. So it kind of added up to that very proactive style of play, especially
ဒီ
on
မှာ
the
စစ်
CT
ဝမ်း
side,
အော်
where
ကမ်
he
ဘက်
would
ကွာ
have
တဲ့
a
ငါ
lot
သိ
of
န်း
good
ထည့်တာ
highlights
အော်
every now and then.
I mean, all IGLs are always going to be
Woo!
an interesting set of players
Flag
to
back
talk
here.
about because there's not that
Ah,
many.
flag.
They're all very special. But
ခဏအောင်မြင်ဖို့အတွက်လေ
Feel
သူတငယ်ချင်းကိုဂျာနေကတိုးလေးထားခဲ့လိုက်တယ်တသက်လုံးတွဲလာခဲ့တာစိုးတူကောင်းပဲ
What's
ကြီး
special? It's
လူတေကိုထားခဲ့လိုက်တယ်စောက်သေး
like
ပေါက်
they're
ဆုံး
very special.
not in that way.
Yeah.
ခဏပေါက်ဆုံးမှာကရင်ကန်ကြီးရတော့အဲ့လောက်မဟုတ်ဘူးခုတော့ကရင်ကန်ကြီး S တော်ကြီးနဲ့ပါဟိုမှာအာကစ်စင်တွေပါဆွဲပြနေမေးကြမှာ
When they pop in deep, GTR comes around.
ပစ်
finds
စမ
the
လို့တာ
opening,
ရင်းနေတ
looks
မင်း
for
ဖြစ်နေ
Spook
ပါဟင်း
down
နာမေးတယ်
towards
ဘ
Spook
လို့
as
လဲ
well. Found him on the
Oh,
courtesy
wow.
of Banjo and Matheus up
Flat
the main.
actually,
Finds
wow.
another one as well. Prime
Oh,
Tap
yeah,
tries to
maybe.
take up some space back, but it's already all too lost.
KD အနေနဲ့
or
ဂျို
maybe
ကိုရောက်သွားတယ်
let's
စင်
go
တော်
to
ပြေ
Zoro
သွားတယ်
off on lobby, bump down.
4 vs 2ကနေ
Cadian's
2v3
thinking
ရ
about
ဖြစ်သွား
save
တယ်
right here.
ဒီတိတ်ချင်ဘာညာတော့တိတ်လို့ရတယ်မီနီမာတကောင်ထက်ရှိရခုန
Yeah,
က
that's a little bit
ဒေါ်မီမာတကောင်
discouraging.
ဆိုတော့
They just
Can
go
I
for
rotate it,
an
man?
awful spawn pop in towards the A
အာ
bomb
ယူ
site.
ဝိုင်းလည်း
Have
ဘုံ
one
တိုင်း
player
လိုက်
on
ဘ
top
လောက်
of
ကျန်နေ
Mini.
လည်းမသိအောင်ငါတို့ဘယ်နာတော့ကြည့်ရမလဲဟုတ်တယ်စက္ကန့် 40
Pretty
စိတ်ထဲကကြိုးတွက်တာ
It's kind of like the team says, well,
Come
we
on,
lost the
now,
pistol, we
support
lost the
then.
anti-eco, but that doesn't
Yeah.
really change too much,
ဘာ
right?
က
We're
ဘလက်
just
ကောင်
gonna
ဒီ
hit
ကျော်
with
ရင်တော့
small
ဤဆိုက
small
တေဆုံးမှာမဟုတ်ရင်
test
နေ
their
တွေ့တမင်မကြည့်ရ
protocols,
နေ
see
လိ
if
မ့်
they
မယ်
can actually withstand on that A bomb site. Spook body
အောင်မြင်
out
ပွဲ
of
လို့
the
ချင်တာ
zone
တာ
down
ကြီးတော့ငါတို့
kills.
ပတ်စံမလို့ဟလာဖယ်ကောင်းကောင်း
Set
တယ်
rounds
ခု
like
ရ
this
ကွာ
as
ပတ်စံ
well
မဲ့
make
လို့မဟုတ်
so
မေဂျာ
much-
မဲ့လို့
make
ဒီ
focus
စောက်
so
စေးက
good in the long
ဒီ
run
က
as
မေ
well,
ဂျာရ
because
ပါ
we
ရဲ့
realized
ဆိုမှပဲ
that,
ES ရဲ့
yeah,
နောက်ခံ
these
တီး
guys,
လို့ဟာ
Kuban has
မေးပေးဦး
definitely
နောက်ကန်တီး
managed
လို့
to
ရ
find
ပုတ်
his
ကြီး
rhythm onto these guys. Sure, they've been
ကဲ
together
ဘောရာတို့
for
ဗတ်
4
ပေး
months,
ကြ
sure,
အောင်
they've been grinding
စကန်
like
ပေးမှန်
100
ဒီ
maps in 4 months
လူ
or
ကြီး
something
တို့
like that. But
လာကုန်တော့
all
မယ်
the practice
ဒီ
time
တိတ်
they're
ကြိုက်
also
ရဲ့
having is is
Chia
paying
out
off
on
dividends.
you,
And 4 months ago,
Suppose
this
about
type
that,
of
huh?
round couldn't have necessarily gone down this smoothly,
Yeah.
and now it did, right? Especially up against Dojo.
Boom,
It
boom,
is
boom.
going
One day,
smoothly.
we
It's
are
also the fact that
But
they're
don't
not.
know, Bruce. We are
There is a chance that they don't even get tested.
Who's that?
If you
Gito,
win the D side of the back of what 2 or 3
Don't let
alpha
TV
spawn
die, yo.
calls,
Same one.
you
Let's not
haven't
down
really
my
been forced to
chica.
play default, you
Boom,
haven't really been
bitch.
forced to play the mid round,
Boom,
so you're not
bitch.
giving away too much of what you
Bomb
can
look
actually
at all
have
that,
in
man.
the
And I
locker
bomb match
as
day,
a
bomb
team
match
on
day,
the D
bomb
side.
match
You're
day.
just going for a couple
Bomb.
pops, and if they work, they work.
Bombs
Even
on
if it
seafood
close out
or
the
more.
game, you're already
Now
close
we are
enough.
going. I would
This
have.
one is going to be a little
but
bit more
one
spread
goal.
around, I guess. Or not. Grouping up in towards the ramp, maybe. Not even outside smokes in play, by the way, from the T side. You've just got Matthews showing a little bit of presence there. Now there's going to be the diagonals being thrown in. And they have somehow picked up a double. Where did that even happen?
Outside one, the other, I don't know.
Lobby?
Happened at
So what time moment တကယ်တော့ Counter Strike လို့မျိုးတကယ် tournament တစ်ခုနိုင်ဖို့ဘယ်လောက်ခက်ခဲလဲပေါ့နော်။ကျွန်တော်ကဆိုတော့ rival တွေကစောက်ရမ်းကျန်းတဲ့ကောင်တွေကြီးအကျန်းနေပြီ။မရရအောင်တမ။ဒီကြယူပြီးတော့မှ sorry မြန်မာတော့တမလား။အာမြင်ဝင်တော့မမပေါ့ဆင်တော့။ဘုံမျိုးတော့ကတ်တယ်။မတူW1 နဲ့ yes ကြိုက်လား။တော့ပေါ်ကြိုက်လား။မတူတော့ပေါ်ကြိုက်တယ်ဗျာ။ကျွန်တော်ကတော့ဘာတော့ဒီ news ဆိုတာတည်းနည်းပို့ပါဖြစ်နိုင်တယ်။အပြက်ကတမ်းမှလည်းကိုတို့ကိုပစံကိုပဲတဲ့တမင်းဝယ်စားတယ်ဘယ်လိုမှမလုပ်ဘူးမိတိုင်းမှာကျွေးတွေရှင်းအောင်ပဲကျွေးတင်နေဟုတ်တယ်
is going to nail both of them Body and Adam B also stepping up
ဟုတ်ရှက်ပြမယ်
big buy around
အဲ့ဆိုလည်းမောင်ယူရှင်တို့တတ်တူ
and that was a bit rougher than expected coming out of focus. I mean, sure, you see the first one, you jiggle around, you don't get insta-killed coming out there for taps on the off angle, but I'm very surprised to just go back in one by one out there. 𝐤𝐷 even takes out his own guy, trying to, you know, kind of metal in that chaos.
It's a good setup, considering it's a 5v3 even. They're not even thinking there is a realistic possibility for two of these three CTs to be in a ramp setup. Going out there again, though. This is going to be quick.
Again, it's those pops we were talking about. If it works, it works. And it just did. Again, a double kill coming around. Good stun out of Kaden. On Banjo, but they need a quick plant coming into this one if they want to make a round 6. Got the bomb out here. Kaden forced back. A single AK on 𝐓𝐴𝐻, and Prime Tap's already out to heaven. Later plan that they were hoping for. It's gonna trade it back though. Taken down, and now the call needs to be made out here, Kaden. You have to go back for this one, but you've got no kit.
They know where Kaden is. He's the one that needs to make a move if you're winning this round. And as you pointed out, time's going to be of the essence. They might have to call this one off. There's simply not enough time.
မာလိုပေါ်ဖလက်နဲ့ဝင်ရိုက်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့အနေထားတစ်ခုမှာတော့ပြဿနာတစ်ခုလည်းငယ်တက်တကယ်တာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် Maverick နဲ့မတာတာဖြစ်တဲ့ထပ်ပြီးစစ်လိုက်ပဲ match point ကိုပေးလိုက် OG Jack Sport
exit kills they do a little bit of damage maybe you can upgrade onto an AK-47 Kaden might be able to catch some of these Ds off guard as well so this is going to be a pretty expensive round
999နဲ့တယောက်ပဲသက်ရှင်နေတဲ့ဟာတာရေ
great for OG this is back-to-back buy rounds
999နဲ့ပတ်စံ4000ကျော်တယ်4000ကျော်ဆိုတာတစင်စာပဲရှိတယ်တစ်ဆက်စာပဲရှိတယ်အမဝယ်မယ်ပတ်စံနဲ့ဝယ်မယ် utility ဝယ်မယ်တစ်ဆက်စာပဲ4000ကျော်
It's kind of like 𝐳𝐷 just says, you know what, screw that. We're not playing defense, we're not playing the mid and late rounds. We're just going to go for the jugular. They can stop us.
For OG, it's also a bit of a catch-22, right? Because if they want to play anti-pop flashes like what the Focus just did twice in a row on that A-bomb side, then they're just going to be met with resistance either in towards ramp like this. And then just an open squeaky into a smoke, and once again, someone just goes down in towards main or in towards squeaky. So it's really tough for OG to try to play any more passively than they already are without actually just playing back on heaven like 3 players.
It's interesting because we're not even seeing on these A-pops, we're not seeing the Tetris smoke on the D side, we're not seeing the Molly Brawl, and they're not even using all the names that you would usually see on that type of a play. It's just the standard, let's just smoke, mini flash over, Molly HUD, maybe Molly backside.
And we shoot better, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how many more rounds Focus need to actually close this one out, down to a force play, of course.
secret ကိုတက်တက်မဲ့တယောက်လာကြည့်အောင်လာဟိုလာလို့လား bench ကစင်ပြီးကြည့်ရကောင်ကြည့်မကြည့်ရင်
excuse the pun
brand ကောင်လာကြည့်အောင်လို့တက်တက်လို့လား KDN တို့အတက်လာနောက်တာတိုက်လို့လည်းကောတော့တိုက်လို့အောက်လာတကောင်မရှိအောင်လားငါပြအဲ့ဒါပိတ်ပဲငါတွေ့ကြုံရတော့
out here, half HP
okay ramp control လုပ်ပြီ
Focus are making up steps in towards ramp
မသားလေးတေးလို့နေဟော
they want really
ဒီထောင်းလို့လေ OG တို့ပဲလုပ်ပြီးစီလူရတယ် OG တို့ဟိုကတော့ yes ချလိုက်မယ် okay
and you've got 1 minute to work with
OGW တို့ OG အနိုင်ပါလား
𝐳𝐷's got so much space as well, right? You can go in front, you can go back outside.
Cha brother.
He's going to be waiting for Kaden to actually push up. Oh, again, is that patience coming in, being tested on OG. 𝐲𝐷 actually finds the first one, so now this is going to put you in panic stations, because they've got that B-bomb side. Spook has to go back, and at least a kill away out here for Body.
Alright, support.
Yeah, that's a missigning coming through 3v4 now in favor of OG.
Spooky.
No, really, utility on the T side. You've just got that one flash.
တော့ကြည့်ချိန်မှာတပည့်တော်တွေကစိတ်ချတဲ့အနေထားတော့မရှိဒါပေမဲ့ rent ကောင်းမှမလာဘဲနဲ့တကယ်တော့ rent တောင်းလိုက် body လာ body နည်းတော့ကြနေမယ်ဒါအတိုင်းမဲလို့ပြောရမယ်ပြောနေနေတေးဝါရ
Body
yeah,
comes
change
right
swear
back
like that,
around to the
don't
ground,
count
finds that
everyone.
second frag, and now looks out towards ramp as well. He sees the Galils can take him down, but it won't happen. Banjo's the last man standing. There's too many bodies to take care
nice
of. There you
one.
have it.
Advantage
6
down
on the
here.
board.
Nó
OG are going to prevail for one more round.
It's just that one decision out of body, right? The fact that
Well,
from
we
carriage,
don't
he
want to
doesn't
do
go
that. I'm
down
choosing you,
the
man.
vent, he doesn't go secret, he goes over in towards the ramp. If you don't have that
Ooh.
one player, then you're all coming out of choke points, and it's going to be so easy for that B-bomb side setup, that crossfire to nail you. Big round coming out of the Frenchman. Getting that first kill in towards outside, the rotation, doubling up, getting that triple. Those are the types of rounds you want to see out of body. It might be a little bit too late for them, but a tactical timeout nonetheless. Oh no, actually, not a tactical timeout. They don't need them yet. It's just an eco round coming out of focus, so...
Yeah, it goes over here. Connect up here, ha. Hey, what the matter? Me only just young G. Got only piat dan ni. Day again, color leader ne.
Gonna say maybe
Yeah,
the
don't
first
get
start
really
off
they
the
are good
ground,
at
they
man.
always
You
had
know,
the
really
lineup
man.
ready,
I
just
say, man, bear.
didn't
Don't
really
get
think
get
he'd be
man.
the
Oh,
flick.
go G at do na. Go go.
his left ear.
Cha tin li ma twa bi do percent da sha da.
Didn't give him a haircut
Oh,
yet.
Trotta.
He's gonna hope for another
Percent
outside.
down
But
there. I'm
Barca
yeah.
actually
Plus one
happening
so
in
we are.
towards hell. That's a lot
Then
of
sha
damage
ma
taken
me
out
ko
there.
ya.
Prime Tops.
Come on, let us
somehow
shot.
takes down Scoop and
You
one
don't
off
let
the
me.
block,
Oh yeah.
and they're gonna get a bomb down. This is insane.
Yeah.
I do plan ni.
That's a little bit funky.
Blendora.
Matheus is still in
Yeah,
towards
no,
the
see,
bomb
sorry.
side. Adam B's not moved a muscle. It's just a
Blendora,
waiting game.
PB plan like that.
Adam
Damn
seems
ni
to
ne
realize
ko
there's
lag
gonna be
lo
someone
lag
lurking.
la lag ka
Eventually
me shi
he's
ni
gonna
la ba.
have to start making a move, and he is the dead man
Oh yo
walking.
yeah.
There's another
Oh, yeah,
M4 picked up.
He can go down Ven now.
Gotta get on the
Really,
defuse. They do
oh,
have
yeah,
smoke
he
in the
get Banjo.
defuse kits. Banjo's picked
Banjo
up
don't
one
need
more.
it, no?
This is
Sorry,
slowly
come
falling
on,
apart. Volt. He's got the support of Matheus, just the Glock, so he needs to be the one making the first move.
Can I plan it with you?
Not like this.
Oh yeah, done it with. Oh yeah, what the fuck? The plan like the show on it.
Focus.
Focus, bro. Easy, man. Easy. They do, hola. They do about a percent even. Send you 10 man. Sir, hola. I'm going to buy 10 minutes about the layout they shall deep. 25% ပဲရှိတယ်တော်တော်ဆုတ်ဆုတ်ကြီးလို့ပြောရမှာဗျခုနတာတော့မစော့တယ်ဆုတ်ဆုတ်ကြီးလို့ပို့ဆိုးဖို့ပဲရှိတယ်အနာဆိုင်ကဘာညာ over 93တင်နေတော့နိုင်တယ်ဒါဟိုတော်တော်ပုတ်တဲ့အသေးတော့နိုင်တယ်ဟိုဆိုတော့ 53% ရှိတယ်သူကတကယ်လည်းအသင်းကြီးဆိုလို့ဘာနဲ့ကစားခဲ့ဘူးလဲဆို fashion UI ပေါ်လာ Paravision နဲ့တခါကစားကိုရှုံးတယ်73ကိုတော်တော်လေးကစားနိုင်တယ်လို့ပြောမှာ Phantom Cyber ရှုပ်တယ်ဟောပုတ်တယ်ဘာသေးနေမှန်းတော့မသိဆိုတော့ let's ပွဲနှစ်ပွဲကတော့တော်တော်လေးကောင်းတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့လည်းဒီဘက်ကမကောင်းတဲ့ focus ဟိုအနေထားတော့မနိုင်ဘူးဆိုတော့လေဟို25ပို့တော့ safe ဖြစ်မှာကဲဆို focus ပဲထည့်လိုက်ပါဟုတ်လား over lit တော့ဟိုကြီး disband လိုက်တော့ဟိုကြီးကောင်းတယ်ဆိုတော့ဘယ်လိုလဲတဲ့ပြောဖို့တော့ဒါဟိုချက်ပွဲပြပြအော်ဘောရချက်ပွဲပြချက်ပွဲပြချက်ဒူးစီပါတော့
Mostly looking for opening kills, rotating down secrets, starting in towards the ramp a bunch of times, and towards outside. He was very much camping garage at the start of the game as well.
ရှစ်8နဲ့ fire ဟာလားတစ်ချိန်တော့တူရကီစိတ်ကြီးတော့ပိတ်တီးမယ်ပွဲလိုက်ရလို့ပဲကျွန်တော်ဟာသိခံကြပါဟိုဘက်ဒီဘက်ပြောင်းလိုက်ဇာတ်နဲ့ကတ်သွား
Great practice setting faced against one of the top teams in the world at the moment.
Sure.
Right? You guys are top 30 and they've also
Follow.
performed in majors
Dot.
you previously
Koala.
mentioned against 9Z and
Aryan
many
Zhao,
other
Aryan.
achievements.
thank you Joda
I think this is the
Recon
best quality
Miss Sam
Counter-Strike
Regali
you
အော်
can
ကိုပြော
get,
Regali
and
ဒါနဲ့ fire လည်းမနေဘူး
being faced to such a
ချက်ကိုကောင်းနေဆို
important
ပေမဲ့
and,
ကိုထင်တာပေါ့နော်ဒီလူစင်းနဲ့
experienced,
ငါဘောနဲ့ကြည့်လိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့
going to be the
နည်းတော့လိုက်
perfect
ပစ်နိုင်ပါ
environment.
over
And
ရော
if you
လှ
look
တယ်
at that,
ဗျာ
in the beginning, you'd have
ရှက်ကတော့
said,
အဆုံးသက်နိုင်
3-0
သွားမယ်
and
ကိုနဲ့
now
over ရော
slowly,
လှ
but surely Sharks
ဒီ
Esports
ကော
came
တို့
back all
thank
the
you
way
လို့ဆို
and
ကပ်ပါခေါ်တော့ခေါ်
now we are being tied 3-3. There it is, the VRS forecast. So if Sharks winning this, they're going up by 8 positions, Terrafile by 6.
coach
I'm curious that the Terrafile is not losing any
Zimbabwe
points
ne
if
chechi
they
ya, man.
lose. I'm not sure if it was a visual bug or not, but curious.
it might be possible based on how the BRS system works right now. It could be possible for them to not be affected by this game. At the same time, it is I don't know, impressing maybe how they managed to get to the 50th position while they're a new
GG
lineup
파로
going
따다
on
웃겨 라이브.
here. What did 𝐓𝐴 just find here? 3 kills as Koala
Part of
helped
that,
him a
no,
little
don't worry,
bit, and
don't worry.
Rigali just now walking out of those
파로
smokes
따다
close to
따이
the
로
B
웃겠다.
side, and
이 머리 다 라이다.
he doesn't even know what happened. He doesn't know where his teammates are right now.
Imagine if
University
Regali
are
loses clutch.
Monday the line တစ်ခုလုံး
It would be
Oh, what the fuck?
absolute
Zoo
instant.
တို့
Now
Zoo
everybody
တယောက်တည်း
knows
ခေါ်ပါ
where he
ဟာ
is.
Those were some warning shots.
If he finds the timing to isolate his fights and take them one by one, like not fight both players on the B side at the same time, we could be talking
Daily-
about his
oh,
chances. I mean, he
Chen
has
9
40
ထည့်ထားတယ်
seconds
စန္ဒရ
left,
မရှိ
so
တော့
he's
ဘူးလား
not pressured by the time yet. There goes the first peak. He goes back straight after throwing the moldy, so the Opper won't catch him. Now he's ready to go in, but does he know that he just spotted 2 different players? Does he know about the op? He doesn't have any clue, and he will find out the rough way. So it is Sharks to take the advantage with 4 rounds in a row.
Man, what a comeback from 3-0 to 4-3. Ever
Sounds
since
good.
they found a slight opportunity and a slight chance to step in, they took advantage of it.
And that's what you do. That's what you have to do in a situation like this. Just pistols for Eternal Fire. A round where all they have to do is try to surprise Sharks esports. Would be good if they manage to take out a few of their opponents' guns, as we can see that Sharks are currently building an interesting economy. They have some money left for some of their players, and as long as you manage to keep up all of those weapons, it's going to be really hard for your opponent to break the economy. 3 kills, there's a 4th as well, and just 1 from Regon before the whole round is over for Eternal Fire. So I would say they failed in the most rigorous way, as none of those weapons will be affected, and we see what a big boost Sharks get when it comes to their finances. Time for the first tactical, coming in a good moment, I would say, for Eternal Fire. They will get their full buy right after the timeout, and they will get the first chance in a while to challenge Sharks.
I was about to say, like, things have started to fall apart, and I don't know, all the attempts that they've tried to undergo, they were not quite as effective as Sharks' response. I mean, in the end, if you closed it up by 7-5, should still give you more than enough to go on a second half and try to turn things upside down.
ဥမဲ့ကြီးကဖားနေရ
Or
တယ်
60 would be ideally.
စန္ဒရမရှိတော့ဘူးလားဟာစန္ဒရ Aura မှာလေးပေါ်တာ
Gonna work with it as well.
ရှစ်နိုင်ထဲထားတယ်အကစားကြီးက Premier Rank ပြောက်သွားပြီဘယ်နဲ့မြန်တော့ပြန်ပေါ်လာအောင်နဲ့အော်ကွယ်စင်ဝဲမရှိတော့ဘူးတင်တယ်ဒီလ
Into the future.
နောက်လာ
Instead,
e-sport ကတင်တယ်စင်ဝဲမရှိတော့
we'll
ဘူး
have
ထ
to
က်
see
ထက်
how does Eternal
ပွဲကြည့်တယ်
Fire
လားပွဲကြည့်တယ်
manage
ရှိတယ်
to
ပါလား
get past
HSC
this
Pro
scope,
League
is
ရှိမယ်
already looking towards, a bit of an overreaction, I would say, from Max
အော်
Storm.
event မှာ
At
ကြည့်မယ်
least
ဆိုရင်
a
ဟို
couple
ဟာ
of
ရှိ
players
မယ်
to cover
HSC
for
Pro
his
League ပြီး
teammate, and
Bless
so
Bounty
that
လာမှာ
he
Bless
makes
Bounty
it
လေ
seem so
Bounty ဆိုတက်မလား
easy,
ကျွန်တော်
and
ငွေလိုက်
Sharks
ဟန်ပါ
will make
အဲ့ဒါရှိမယ်
Eternal
အဲ့ဒါ
Fire
July
once
21ရက်နေပြီး
again,
August 2ရက်နေတည်းရှိမယ် August 2ရက်နေပြီးသွားတော့မှ
just Regon.
e-sport ကလေးလာမှာဘောရာတရားခေါ်လာလို့ရဘောရာတို့တဲသေးပြေဘောပြည့်လူဘောပြည့်ဆိုပြောပြပြီလားအော်ဘောရာတယောက်ခေါ်လာလို့တဲ့ဘောရာတပိုးစစ်10သိန်းပြင်ခေါ်ပြီးတဲ့လူ9000ပေးမှာ DB ဘက်မှာနော်ဘောရာတယောက်
I mean, okay, the future, the start, sorry, of the game was
ဘောရာတယောက်ခေါ်လာပြီးတော့ဘောရာ
Eternal Fire, but
ဘောရာတယောက်ခေါ်လာပြီးတော့ခေါ်လာတဲ့ဘောရာတပိုးစစ်10သိန်းပြေသွားရော9000
Sharks all the
အဲ့လို
way
မပေး
6
မှာ
rounds
DB
in a
ဘက်
row,
မှာ
and
ဘော
I
ရာ
think
လာခဲ့လိုက်
we're
တော့
gonna keep
ဟုတ်လား
on counting.
မိုးလေးလိုက်ရဲ့ဟိုဟာစိတ်ဝင်စားတာ
Because
မိုးလေးလိုက်ဟိုဟာ NIB no so sorry
Yeah, but at least
Lumino
till the end of
City.
the half, it's hard to believe
Lumino
that Sharks
City.
are not going to win at least 1 or 2 more rounds.
စနေပြေနော်
Based on what
ဒီ
we've
ကျွန်တော်က
seen
စားတာဘော်
and
တယောက်ခေါ်
looking
လာ
at
တယ်
it
နော်
versus economy, I think that
ဟိုဘက်လောက်လားပြ
favors
တယ်
for the next
ဟိုဘက်လောက်တယ် brother ကျွန်တော်ပြမယ်ရှက်နဲ့ internet fire ရှက်တော့နိုင်ပြီမဲ့ over တော့ over လောက်ဒီကောင်နေ game ပေါ်ပါညာလိုက်တော့ပြစ်မှာဟိုကဒါတီဖြစ်နေလို့ CD ရောက်ရင် internet fire ပြန်နိုင် go over
a successful save for
အေးစိတ် pro league ကပွဲကြီးမှမဟုတ်တာမေဂျာ C23 လောက်ထဲရတယ်ပြုတ်သွားတဲ့အတင်းတွေပဲဆော့တာလေးတဲ့ဝက်လက်
a drastic change on the scoreboard.
ပွဲကြီးပဲဒါတက်ဆိုင်ကြီးတယ်တဲ့ပဲဟိုတကယ်တော့ major အကောင်တွေနားနေတဲ့အချိန်တော့ C23 အကောင်တွေဆော့တာပါ bless bounty ရှိတယ်လေ bless bounty သိလာမှာဒီဘက်6သိန်း9000ရှိပြီလေဘောနာထဲတာရေ
Just an AK, everyone else just a couple of techs, full armor. That not
ဟိုလာတဲ့ဘောနာ9000ရ5သိန်းပေးလေလူတဲ့ပတ်စံကစားကြီးဆိုင်ပြီဟာ
be the lucky one.
စုတ်ခင်ရအောင်
Price
ဒီဘက်ပြကြပါအောင် second payment နေလူချင်းလို့ပါ
taking a
okay
lot of damage, 1
အဲ့ငါ
HP.
ဟိုဒီ7မိနစ်နားပြီဟိုဘက်ပြောင်းအောင်ပါနော်ဇာကက်လို့တော့မရဟိုဘက်ပြောင်းမရပါဂိမ်းတူ OG 9လောက်လား9လောက် brother 9
Not
လောက်
sure it
ထဲနဲ့
was worth it. And also
ဟိုတဲ့ထဲကျင် over လေး
the
တဲ့
rest of his team
ညလေးကို
cannot,
အစစ်ပြန်ခေါ်လိုက်မလားတဲ့
take that weapon. They'll
သူတော်
have
ကြည့်အောင်
to
ပုတ်တာနဲ့ပါဒီရ
find
ရ
another source.
အသိပြင်တကယ်9000ရမှာလားတကယ်9000ရမှာ10သိန်းပြင်ခေါ်လာတဲ့ဘော်တာပေါ့နော်လက်စီကပြန်လာမှာလားတဲ့
I think
လက်စီရလား
Jota
ပြန်လာမှာလေ
regarding
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ
the
ဟိုပါပြီး
event,
HSC Pro League ဆိုတာ
could be
ပြီးသွားလို့ရှိရင်
dangerous
Bless က
on the
ပြန်လာမှာ
pistols.
Bless က
At the same
Bless
time,
Bounty ကရင်လာ Bless ကအဲ့လို Blood Bounty
Doing that
Open တွေ
weapon
ပြီးတော့မှ
so fast in the round,
Bless
Regan
Rival တွေအဲ့လို
is
3
not
မျိုးလာတာ
going
ပေါ့နော်
to
ဆိုတော့
have,
July လ
enough
21ရက်နေ့မှာလာ
resources
မှာ
for the next one.
12ရက်နေ့ထိက HSC Pro League ဆော့မှာ Prevision
He'll
လို့ break
probably
တော့
just stick to a pistol
Base.
while all of his team
တပလာကျင်နေရ
has,
မှာ
enough
အဲ့ဒါသိ
money
တာပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်
to buy the
ကျွန်တော်
weapons. It's time for Eternal
ပြိုင်ပွဲ
Fire to challenge the
ပြိုင်ပွဲ
Beast
တိုင်းရဲ့ဘလောက်
once
ဒို
again.
မနစ်အမြဲလုံနိုင်
Looks
တယ်
like it's their favorite destination.
Don't.
I told you to
Không
keep
mà
an
bà
eye
thêm
on
mà
the
còn mà.
pistols because Jota
Không mà thế
will
thì-
get a beautiful
ဟို
shot
ထက်
to
ကောင်းမှာ
open the doors
ဒါ
for
ဟိုဘာထက်
Eternal
ပြီးတော့ဟို
Fire.
ဘုမှာ focus က
Regal is gonna be
focus game
responsible
to
for the
mic
bomb plan. Jota once
do
again
mà.
through the smoke this time. What is he doing?
အဲ့ပြီးရနေမခုန
Get
မောက်
shots
ပါ
being challenged in this
ဒါဟုတ်ပါ
round. What is Jota on
ဘယ်ဘာ
right
လို့
now?
ထင်ခဲ့တာ
He
soft
has
ပုတ်
gotta
ကြီး
stay alive
ကြည့်
as
ပြီးတော့မှပဲ
Vicari and,
အဲ့ဒါကြတော့
Demi
ကြို
both
ဘက်လေ live bet လေးရတော့ brother live မှာ live မှာ
But that 6 HP is
ဘယ်ဘော်
not
ဒါ
looking
ကျွန်တော်လည်း
good.
ကျွန်တော်ဘော်ဒါကစားလောင်းနေတာတယ်
Jota can be the savior.
ဘယ်ဘော်ဒါကျွန်တော်ကစားတော့နှစ်ယောက်တအိမ်မှာပေါ့ You just think jam. Focus focus မှာဘာချတင်လဲဗျာ focus ကမှ focus ပဲ brother focus မှာ handicap ယူမယူရင်တော့ over လေးပေါ့နော် 25 21.5 over လေးလှတာ25 over ပိုလှမှာပို safe ဖြစ်တာပေါ့နော်
Get him! Just like that, Eternal Fire finally putting a point on the
ကျေဘ
goddamn
ပွဲကြီးဆိုတော့ကျင်းနေမ
scoreboard.
ပါဘူးမလားတော့ကိုရီးယားလူနားတယ်အဲ့ဒါ fire online ပြီးရှုပ်လို့ဟာရရှုပ်လို့ဟေးကြိုက်တယ်လို့ရှုပ်ရှင်းနေသိမ
We
လို့
always have to remember what Jota has done in this round because that was beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
we need to
Shishima
see
Cha.
the replay here, honestly,
Yeah.
because we've seen it on the kill feed.
We really do. We need to see what Jota was going through. Maybe not now. Maybe at the halftime. We're gonna keep an eye. But now we're going straight into round.
ကိုဒီ
number
ပွဲ
two
သွားပြရင်တော့
because
အဓိက
I'm
လို
sure
အပ်တဲ့
that,
gaming gear
the
ဆိုတော့
players
ကိုစဉ်းစားရတယ်ဘယ်
are
မှာ
finding
ကို
it
ပေ
again.
ဂျိုးလိုတာပဲ
And I'm sure that,
Ross လိုမျိုးပေဂျိုးနဲ့
Eternal
တိုင်း
Fire
ပေါ့
are going to do more than that.
တစ်စက်ကတဲပါလွဲလို့မရ
Killed
ဘူး
by his
စကေးက
own
ကြာအောင်
fate
ဆို
as
လို့
that
တဲ
was
ပေါက်
his own molly.
အေးအဲ့လိုပဲချိန်ပြီးတော့မှရှုံးရင်ဆော့ရှက်စရာကြီးဒီဟိုအမရောအမထဲအောင်မအဲ့လိုချိန်ပြီးတော့ရှောတာဒါနဲ့ပါ
With one,
It's me man
Regan too
It's
late to
me
the
man
party.
It's me အာလုံးဝဒီမှာတစ်တရလုံးဝနိုင်တယ်အမိုင်နေကြီးပဲအဲ့မက်ဆီငကိုအပိုင်ငကိုဟာလန်ငကိုခုနကကိုဟာ what is ခုနကကို wow really just say ဟာခုနကလောက်တော့ရပါဒီကို
So
အဟိုဟာလားဘောနဲ့ဒီနေ့မင်းကိုအေးချမ်းပါလေရှုံးသွားတာတော့လည်းတော့ရှိုးလိုက်တယ်
going down Regan to
Hoe
be
zou
the
dat
one
goed met
that,
een beer houden?
needs to save
Leuk
the
lieden.
round
အ
against
မမဖုတ်ကတ်ထဲ
Koala
လိုက်
and
တော့စ
score.
ကမဒူးနိုင်မြတ်တဲ့အော်ကြကုန်ပြီဖုတ်ကတ်နိုင်
Good timing to rotate away. He has the bomb as well.
တကယ်တော့ဒီဘက်က internet file ရလူစင်းရင်တော့သဘောကျတယ်တဲ့မှာပါတယ်
He has a good
လူ
timing
သားတော့
here.
ပုတ်ပြီးထွက်လာတယ်
They
ဆို
are
ပေမဲ့
unaware of
Regon တို့
his
Damn Q
position.
တို့
He's
Rigali
looking
တို့
to
ကန်
go
ပေါ်
up
ကြိုက်တယ်
towards
Jajte.
mid.
ဖုတ်ကတ်မိုင်းနဲ့2.5တယ်အာကြိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါလေသိအောင်ကြိုက်တာမေအောင်တိုက်လို့
Smoke the donut
ဒီ
perhaps.
ဝဲ
go
ဂိမ်း
by
တူ
the
လာပြီ
wall.
လားအာ
As soon as
Udai
they
na,
hear
let
the
me
bomb
see,
hit in the
man.
ground, there's gonna be movement, and there
Sa
comes the
ba.
movement. Oh,
Sa di.
Koala, he's afraid. He's just now gonna
Kasi
see
nga ko
how big of a
mabili ko
chance
hanan
he's
le
missed.
ko.
I mean,
Come on,
if he
man.
would have been Raygun against me, I would have been afraid
Hanan
of
le
him as
ko
well.
twin machine. Baby ya le.
He's
Thế mà có
moving.
linh đi nhỉ? Không có để đá đấy.
Unknown position,
Oh, đã hoa lý,
but that
Dracula.
smoke offers
Họ
him
bắt đầu bị mẹ
flexibility.
quay.
He could move
Thì
around
sao
if
mẹ
it's
đi
all
này, you
coming.
cá đồng quay đi ra bị.
Right one.
À
And
đá là
there's
để mình nè.
nobody's on the bomb right now. That's not a fake, and Regon will do it. Oh, so close.
Tôi nói lại để rồi.
Second
Ôi,
time
no
when he
time
tries
biểu
to
hòa
hit
hiểu
the
ấy
clutch,
chơi.
but first time I understood
Sao bị
why
chơi
he
mà
was
mì
one
biểu,
against
giờ này
Raygun,
phải ai.
second he was
Biết lúc mà
1v1,
nó, biết
but
lúc
this
mà.
one he was so
Anh năm nay nó đã
fast,
over lý ở ta là cái mà làm
unfortunately,
rồi.
he did not connect.
Cho này
But,
bị quan nó
who
ta
cares?
đi.
The bomb exploded.
Giá
so-
đi các cậu mẹ.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
So,
Tôi nghĩ
Okay,
là
that
gì
was
hòa
good
được
sign.
đeo tại
Well,
vì.
the round is
Ai
lost.
cho nên
that's it.
Alright, that makes sense. We see the
Nhà bố đi
replay.
bia mình rồi.
In fact,
Yeah,
Koala
man,
did
please.
not get enough time to defuse it.
Nó đâu bên nó có giải vậy. Bé u lý.
All perfectly planned.
Yeah, you could say that. And just like that, we got to the last round of the half.
Đi đâu đây? Không chỉ là mong tiêu nhiều ai.
Even though Eternal Fire do not have the ideal
Đâu
bite,
là lâu quay
I
rồi.
think they would still
Lại về, có gì mà cái đi bị là bỏ ra. Tôi bảo đã.
at taking this round and just making everything equal before they step to
Okay.
The city side.
Sẽ cái ngã thì là về đây phải bé quen mà đi đâu thì ai cần này chứ mà xích xích. Quá quý đấy đi
So
chứ.
it means that
Nó chơi là mấy à mà.
their goals
Vậy nhá, con nào có được
and
cố mẹ thì
probably
là.
the
Tại chỉ vì
expectations
đi.
from them are a lot higher.
Chỉ mà
So,
lù đã lâu
what
để
would we expect
chú ra
to
mua thì
see
đi chơi
more
mà nó
from
sẽ ra trong
Eternal
chả
Fire on
rồi.
Ancient, and after
À
that,
bà về.
Nuke.
Chỉ
We've
mà
been
nó
talking
sẽ
about
cho
Nuke
lý
for,
rồi nó thì
for a
phiêu
while
phiêu mà.
today. We've seen a lot of
Tôi
Nuke.
lâu bây giờ rồi mà
We're
đã
gonna
công
do
phiêu
it
ai.
again, but
Permission này nó xin nó mèo rồi.
Sharks' playground. Talking about Sharks, got follow with the entry. He's gonna take out Jota, who has been quiet lately, as well as Rigali. As now Mr.'s gonna step in after that. He was eliminated. Regan, what a great position. What can you do
Oh
with
my
that,
god,
Regan?
separate
Just
transfer nó
two
còn hả?
before
Để
Doku
dog này
trade,
cô
and
là.
there goes
Nó
Mr.
bị
as
chú biết
well.
đó bị.
I was saying that Rigali is quiet and
Rigali
he's
chọn
not
biểu
going
nè.
to speak in this round
Không phải
either.
là
So,
uji web ya này à bora. 7 minute nào rồi thì bây giờ là.
equalizing, Eternal Fire will lose that chance.
Cũng mà rồi bây giờ nó chả còn bắt sen đi ya mẹ bồi đi à.
To being the 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤, is he still
Well,
someone
the way
that
they
could
do,
bring
I
in that high individual level as an oper? So far we've
I
not
mean,
seen
a lot
it.
of by
Here
there.
we're gonna get to see a lot more
Em
of
nhau
that
nào
with
à,
Dusty.
tên
Starting
gì
on
chế đã to. Sao thế chế. Yo, quát đi on đai nhá. Ủa bị đi bao
He
quên.
needs to go
Đai.
toe-to-toe with Jorko.
Ủa have
He
change
needs
rồi.
to indeed,
Đúng
and
rồi,
I'm
share
sure
win,
he'll
nó
have
mẹ cũng
plenty
mẹ
of
rồi.
opportunities
Okay
to
đi.
try it out. But
Hey, let's
right
go,
now, we're
Apple.
down to another pistol. So far, OG have been flawless on them, but Focused have got to even up the odds, right? So they're going to be looking all over to the C side, and they'll try to play something a bit slower into this one.
What does go
Ôi
here?
gì
We've
gì
got
à,
a
biết
decent
việc gì
amount of
ai
use
đấy.
of smoke, molly flash for
Sao vậy?
ZTR, triple starting
Gì
towards
luôn
the
là
right
bữa
side
này
of
tây
top
hoa.
lane. We've got Jorko
Ở bên
jailing
bông à
towards
luôn.
suicide, and
Focus.
one player that's gonna be Volk.
Bên chú này Meteos cả con này. Có nào là xong rồi nó sắp đi vào sau chơi. Sao giờ vô cả lại cao này.
Prime Taps and Cadian have
Vô
cleared
cả
everything
hòa.
out. Prime Taps is not going to
Expect
overextend his welcome, but they should be aware of the possibility of someone being in towards lowers.
Again, this is about Cadian.
Ui,
He's
tá
going to be
bien
on the first
ahí,
engage,
¿no?
coming up the
Tá bien,
short
¿no?
angle, and he...
Hello?
Oh! I thought that was the
Lu
flick
Yui
back
đi
around,
này.
coming through, but his Banjo actually
Nhưng mà
connects
là
to the
vô,
shot,
nhà
and
lúc được
now
giống đi à này.
Alpha Body needs to find something,
body
and
này
Jorko
sao
is just
phụ
that much
gì.
quicker on the trigger,
Cái
finds
này.
another, trade it back out, that's Mattheo's gone out, Banjo still looking for his second, and he's running out of bullets on that Glock, coming around elbow now, Spook hoping to connect on another, does land the shot, ZTR out, and
Spook.
now Banjo too,
Spooky.
left down to Jorko in the 1v3, and he's running out of options and
What
bullets
was
as
this
well.
video that's spooky
At
đi.
least he's got full HP. Pitsu 50 in hand as well. Body shot on the first one. Needed a headshot. Spook
Em
with
cũng là
12
chỉ mình sau
HP
chơi
to
qua nó là cũng
spare.
vậy.
We'll get that pistol
Chết
round
màu
on the
thì
board
ai mà
for
quen
OG.
lúc làm
Very
màu.
important. This is 3 out of
Bây giờ là
3.
bức ảnh
100%
nó quay
win
đuổi
rate when
đi
it
đó.
comes down to the pistols
Ủa
for
cái
OG
gà
so
này
far
nè.
in the series.
Bữa giờ UG bien này mẹ ở đây. Số này bây giờ
So,
có ra
and
tiền
that
của về.
at least should tell us that these
Đúng ra
guys
sau
can
buổi
at
mùa
least
phá
put
luôn.
themselves in a really good
Cái
opening
này là
stance.
hồ luôn à. Ít bây giờ carry cái này.
It's
Carry
still an
cái.
expensive round though. They don't get the bomb
UG đang có nói cái tuổi là phá luôn
Jorko's
sớm
still
này.
able
Bây giờ
to
rồi.
do a decent amount of damage. There
Đúng
goes
đó
Cadian.
thì đi đuổi để
This time
trả.
around, we were seeing
Đúng ra lên
quite
nó
a
phải
few
biết
as
phải
well.
để đi vào
Yeah,
cái
OG
CS
were
ready
too
là chấp
happy
nhận.
now where they
Cái
on
gì
you
mà
can,
tôi gì mình
again,
để
makes a
outside
lot
làm
of
nhà
sense
nhà
as
đâu
they're on
mà.
map pick 2 and things weren't
Cái mà
going
đi nhà
according
đâu.
to plan, but now I really want to see OG keeping
God,
that
he's
Voilà,
up.
active.
vô rồi là.
Yeah, he went aggressive,
Oh, yeah,
and then
hold on.
Spook
Take
taking
us
down
a
his
moment.
own
Let me
on the
see.
jump up. I guess you don't really expect Cadian to jump out there, do
Cái
you?
mà đi nhà rất đi à cái
Finds
mà
the
đi
one,
chọn.
and now playing pickup with a scout.
This is it's such a gangster play out of Jorko. So he just run all the way from
Oh, yeah,
suicide
cái
down
mà đi
middle,
nhà.
free fire that angle
Cái
on the
mà
left
đi
hand
chọn.
side of the
Into the
doors.
bridge. Into the bridge cái là oh my
Yeah.
god. 8% into the bridge mà ngon nè.
Nasty.
Chỗ ăn ngon đấy.
Spook finished
Đó là
himself
the less
for
yes
it,
của mình
as
giờ fight
OG
này
only
đúng không ạ?
finished
Chỗ ăn
himself
ngon.
now,
Bây giờ mà
and
mà đi
should
nhau
be able
đâu
to
rồi.
find one more, and there it is. A single kill,
Mà
or a
vậy.
single scout. I
Cái
think
best
that's kind of what Focus had in mind.
Yeah, a smile on the face of Cadian. That's
Smile
quite a good
on the
sign,
face.
especially on a map that's not really been the forte of OG. And as we said, it's not like they've played
Bút cái lý lông
a
mày.
decent
Ho ho.
amount of maps since adding prime tabs.
Nó
They've just
sớm
been
có bé không
working,
phải nào
right?
mà
So
đi
the
rồi.
sample
Ở
size
là
is
quả
not
lý
really
Drago
massive.
lên
For the
things
side of
dạo này
Focus,
tụ
especially
vào
when it
luôn.
comes down to dust,
Tụi
you've
mừng được
got a
hả?
little bit more to go
Cái gì
off
nhà
of.
hút đề.
You're
Đúng
looking
rồi,
at
đúng rồi, Mỹ này nè.
a little bit
Ông
over
mà mua đi
50
nến này
maps.
còn là
I think
dễ dụ
17
cả.
was the correct number
Dễ
for
dụ
the
cả
last
bố
3
bảo
months.
rồi, đại
As of
đại
right
à,
now, a streak of
thì ra
6
để dễ dụ
wins
cả
out of
rồi.
their
Phải đến
last
sai
7
đi để
games.
hòa biết đấy, lại
Teams
đấy.
like Nemiga,
Tôi bảo là cái mà
Fnatic,
phải đến
Verso,
sai đi để cái nhà là có rồi,
Wildcard,
còn đi đấu nàoဖြစ်nào. Đấu show gì live rồi.
A lot of teams that are kind of floating around the same
Investigate đâu
DRS
nào.
range as
Bây
they currently
cho nó
are
vào
at.
nhà để lâu bảo.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's one of these
Bora
maps
khổ
that
lại
they
tu
were
sẽ lên
getting
tới một
heavily
cái ở
punished
đâu
on
cũng phải
during
biểu
PGL
cái
Bucharest as well. They
gì.
wanted to play, but a lot of teams
Bora
were
khổ lại
able
ví
to
dụ
take
bora
it away
nó
from
thì
them
bị
in
khổ
a way
là
that was
cô
back
cô
when,
một con này con
they
quyền
were
tên lên
just
được bố gì thì là
main
ngã
picking
đâu
Inferno
khổ lại
every
đủ
single
ngã đâu
time.
bố bố ya bố
Now
bố
we've seen a bit of an evolution
cái em
when
này
it
được
comes
vậy
down to the
đấy.
map pool for the side of Focus.
Bit of a swap out here.
A
Sweet,
three-man
em
start
này.
on B straight away. OG are expecting a B hit.
Nó sẽ tổng từ lấy
I
gì
feel
cũng
like a
bị
lot
trả
of it
bị
has
đâu
to do
hoa
with
biểu
the
vậy
space
đi.
that Cadian has
Nó
taken
sẽ
in
tổng mà
terms
thì
of
có
pushing
hoa
towards
biểu
the
nào.
doors.
Into the bridge cái này
Now,
thì
the
mà đi
only
xem
issue
nhau.
is
Nó
what
sẽ
happens
lấy
if
gì
they
cũng bị
head
trả.
over
Phải để
short
bí
and
à
just
này
go
nào
for
bí
a
à em
straight
màu
up
đen
execute.
khổ. Suy yếu xin xí lắm mà. Mouse phải để đen khổ đấy nè.
does not move the way from the tunnels. It feels like this
Chào
could be
chạy
just
chạy
a
bà chạy
fake
để bố.
short in towards a mid to
Bám
B
đi
play.
bố đấy. Cái bà gì à?
I
Hey.
don't hate what Adam's
Okay,
doing
chỉ còn
here,
theo
right?
là
He
hay
only
là
had
mới đúc bà chạy
Incendiary
đấy.
to work with.
Mới đúc
He
vô cả.
played away for the info for as long as he could, but now look at the split to B coming in through. So OG have
Không
got
có
the
overlay
right lead
lại
into this one. They've got the
này.
setup. They just have to deny it. And coming around, Banjo
Sì,
didn't
di
check
mano
the
cosa
window.
per fare
Timing
che
is
lo
all
calma
that
ci da
matters
con
here
le
for
tigne
OG.
show
As
as
the
a
three
jam
come
body.
through, they get
Spook.
denied. Focus
Spooky.
gets absolutely demolished on the entry out to site, and it's Jorko left in a 1v4 now, somehow trying to find
Whenပုံစံတွေကဒါအတော်လုံးတော့လေဘာပြောမှန်းတော့မ
and
သိ
it's
တော့
OG
ဘူးနော်
managing to keep things steady.
Spook is 7-0, by the way. We're asking questions about who's going to be the hero of the side of OG going into that second map. Spook is definitely making a bit of a statement at the start of Dust 2. The triple setup.
ဟောလာပဲဆက်လက်တဲ့ငါ
Never
သားလိုက်လို့ရ
flinched,
လား
never thought about rotating.
What I call
They
again,
were
eh?
so
Hey.
sure where Focus were going to end this round.
မစမောင်းတက်မြောက်လာဝိုင်း
This
စ
is
လို့
what
စား
you
မ
want to
ပေါ့
see out of
မောင်း
OG.
တော့ရတယ်
This
လေ
is a
ပေါ်
sign
လာ
that they have prepared well. You got the right
အဲ့ဒါတက်
setup,
နေရတယ်
winning
နဲ့
right place. Everyone wins their fights as they're supposed to be. It's clean Counter-Strike. It's probably the first time we've seen that level of
Right now,
confidence
Dudu,
out of OG since the start of the game.
မရလို့ချင်းဂျိုးကြသွားမိလိုက်
For now.
ဘယ်လိုလုပ်ရမလဲအဲ့ဒါတက်နေလို့
Making life easier. I
ကို
mean,
လုပ်ပေးလိုက်
the
မယ်
first time comes
ဒီ
through.
ဆို
just-
ပင်ကျုံနာရတော့โอเคဂျူရမယ်နော်လို့ကျေးဇူး
That's why
လို့
it's
လေ
called
စကုနေနေနေကျေးဇူးဆက်တယ်အာ
Yeah, like the first kiss,
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပါဆရာ
first
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဆရာမောင်ကနန်းလား
knife in CS.
Yeah.
The first time you leave your
တက
country.
နိုင်လေးတဲ့ဂလော့တက်လက်နဲ့ focus
You cannot
တူ
do the first
လေး
time
ဒီ
twice.
ဝန်နာစဘောရမ်းဖြစ်သွားတော့ ဝရထားအောင်လဲ spooky ရဘာလဲဘုတ်ကဲ့ရှိတယ်မင်းတို့ကလည်းအတိုင်းဝဲနေတာတော့ဘာလဲပလင်းလာတန်လာတယ်ဟာ
Looking over at this.
တန်ဝဲ
And
ပြီ
I was surprised.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဇဲလက်ထဲပေးပါမယ်
OG,
ချစ်လို့
we're talking about pressure.
ဟုတ်တယ်ပြီဇဲလက်ထဲလည်းပေးမယ်တဲ့တခါလည်းပေးမှာနော်
Double Elim, nice headshot coming through out of prime tabs in the spray. But OG are going to be winning 44 VRS points if they manage to win out this best of 3. So matters quite a little bit actually to their overall score. Jump in the side, and that is going to be ZTR taking down prime tabs, the only man who was holding down the side there. So a 3v4 in the retake, I think KDN's gonna help out of that one.
See, this is
အဲ့ဒါ
not the
လို့ထင်
first
တယ်
time.
အဲ့မှာ
like,
ဂျိုးကြစီသွားတယ်ပေါ့တာ
we're talking about the first time.
သင်္သမာ
That's a
ကြီးပြော
lovely
ဘန်းစာ
goal
လေး
out
တ
of
ပတ်ခါ
focus.
တော့
They
ပို့
just
စင်
wanted to
တယ်
get
ကောင်းမယ်ဗျ
Chris
အပေးတယ်
Cross
ဖြည်းဖြည်း
closing the
လာ
gap,
ပြီ
and
ပဲ
this time he didn't have that triple set.
ဘန်းရှာပါ
It
ညာ
was
တင်မယ်
offside,
တင်
it
မယ်
was
ဗျာ
just Spook and Prime Taps.
ဒီအတိုင်းပဲတယောက်တည်းကြတော့ပွဲလေးပြပြဲပြီးအိတ်ဖို့အရင်ကြိုးစားနေရ
And
တော့
it's a
အား
big
တွေလည်း
double
နာ
kill
တော့အေး
out
ဝါ
of
ဘူး
good
လို့
old Captain ZT.
sorry ပါဦးမေတော့ minute စီကစား
It's a bit of a
Chọc
bit of a
rồi này.
nuisance for OG.
Có được
Kind
chìm
of
ra
feels
để
like
xem
throws
nhìn
a
xoay sai mà
spanner
rồi.
into the works. This
ကော
was
ကိုတော့
just now
အိတ်ဘူး
starting to
stroke
look
ဖြစ်
like
နေ
such a
အိတ်ဘူး
good
stroke ဖြစ်တာ
start
ကောင်း
to
ကြ
the
နဲ့အိတ်ပြော
series
တာ
or such a
မျိုး
good
မ
start
ဟုတ်
to the
ဘူးအိ
map.
တ်ပြောတာတွေလည်းရှိတယ်တော့မှာစောင်းအိတ်ချင်မယ်တကယ်လည်းအိတ်ပြီဆိုမအိတ်ပြောတော့ပြီးတယ်ပြင်းပြနိုးလာတာတွေလည်းဇရာကတ်တယ်
They walk into the setup. KDN might get a couple exit kills. Gonna get shut down after two, but money's not gonna be an issue for the CT side. And maybe this is around the time when we're actually gonna get CT on the big screen. Been very anticipated for a while.
ဘယ်တော့မှဟီးထားနေ
It is
လို့
a
လေ
good round to pick up on the board
ဟီး
for
ထားရေ
focus.
လောင်း
I'm gonna spoil it out a
Gonna
little
do
bit
it,
here.
yeah,
Now you
that's
guys can
gonna
see
be
that
a lot,
Jotko's also on the big green,
ပြင်
so
ရအောင်
our up head-to-head should be coming around.
Yeah,
And
that would
apparently
be
we
good.
get 3 of those in the entire lobby because
Look at
Prime
that,
Taps
you
is
haven't
gonna
seen
be
that,
going for
would you
that
like to
second
know?
op on CT
Now,
side.
that's a very big investment. This is just the second full buy round that you're playing, and you're already
Yes, so
getting
that
that
one
second
I'm
re-op out. This is something that Focus might not be ready for.
Oh, okay, well at least the opening shot out of Jotko did not land.
Both ops are playing on the same side of the map. You don't see that too often, right? One of them is starting B, the other one is starting mid to B.
Yeah, but that's
တူတော်
smoke. I
လေး
mean,
နဲ့
they're
နိုင်
gonna
ဆော
be
ဝါ
using
ပြ
up
တဲ့
those
ခြေခြေ
nades
နေတော့
at
ကောင်း
any
တယ်ခု
point
န
right
ဒီ
now.
ဗီဒီယို
Just
ပြီး
trying
မှာ
to find an opening, KDN looking down
short
right down middle. So he's not gonna get too much info out of this one.
ပြဂိမ်းမငါဆိုကြတယ်
Now you're
ဘာ
burning
လို့
through
ထောင်လာ
so
လဲ
the minute
Adam's gonna get
ဟုတ်
tested
တယ်
late.
မေ
Flash
း
coming
အို
in.
ကြီးဆော့ဖို့ကြတယ်
playing on the side on the clock
ကြိုက်တယ်
right
ငေါ
there.
တော်ပြ
He's
က်တယ်
just gonna dip. Doesn't want to
စ
take the
ပုတ်မို့
fight.
လို့မဟုတ်
Doesn't
စ
want
ပုတ်
to
မို့
scrap.
ကြိုက်တာ
That's
spook
a smart
spook
play coming in. Now he's got KDN
အာလွဲသွား
looking
ပြီ
for a tap, and yet still
that
the op is
TR
not
ရဲ့တက်နေပဲ
connected.
Adam ကရ
Adam
ရှော
on the
သွားတယ်
ground.
ရရတယ်ဟိုဘလေးလုံးဝစူးစားနေပဲတာကြီးဘလူးတယ်
He needs to get
ချက်
that
ချင်း
kill.
ကောက်တာတဘောဆက်တယ်
He's got the crosshair placement coming through at the same time. Push on ramp. He's already taken space.
Gotta
And-
keep your gun out.
Flash is coming out. Matheos plays this timing beautifully.
တော့ range တော့ short ကြီးဆောင်း KDN နဲ့ရုပ်ကြီးတော့သိ
But now he needs to land the shot.
ဟုတ်
Matheos
တယ်
sound, but
KDN
not
ဟုတ်
for
တော့တယ်
free.
aggressive လိုက်
Took
ပြစ်
out
နေ
body in the meantime. Spook trying to go up, but now there's a bit of a gap in that smoke for CT. Banjo could take him out, and again there comes in the question of do
Double
you
up
save?
on the retake. Yeah, you need to. You cannot go and retake that bomb site, surely, even though it's a 3v3.
Spook is
Hindi
still
man
making
ako.
noise, trying to just go back. Good shooting out of Cadian. Lands ZTR through the wall, but
Yeah,
ရ
correction.
ဲ
It
လို့
is
လဲ
3v4,
ရ
but it's
ဲ
still
လို့
double
တော့
open.
offline လို့ရတာလုံးတက်တန်လာလက်ကင်ပါညာရှင်းဆေးရထောက်တော့ဟာတန်တာပေါ့ offline လို့ရတာ
this
ဆိုတန်
Prime
ပါ
Taps
တယ်
was looking.
Oh,
And he
my
was
arm
hoping
di-
Prime
alam
Taps
niya
could
raw,
peel for
di
it,
ba?
but like,
Did he think
That
the
guy
smoke
nation
was
is
not
on the
going to
down.
fade for some time? Because I know Jorko was in towards top middle, but Cadian doesn't know that, right? So
yeah.
if you're a
မိမ
Cadian,
နဲ့တူ
surely
တယ်
you
ဗျာ
just
မိမ
turn
မရှိ
around and run
ဘူးလုံးနဲ့ပေါင်း
short.
နေမယ်ဟောင်းတက်သွား
Or did he feel like he was too exposed that people could
Iba.
push long and someone hold from top middle?
Nah,
so
hala,
he wouldn't be able
Gary,
to
man,
survive?
he Dan
Spook had a lot of info
time
too,
out,
and maybe they only saw 3 out of 4 players there.
That was
ဒီ
a
မ
little
လေးရှိ
bit-
ချက်ပြကြည့်
that
ပါ
was
လား
a
စောက်ရဲ
little bit
နီးတယ်
weird.
နော်ဒီကောင်လေးစော့တာ
I'm sorry, there was some
အဲ့နိမကြားနေရ
explanation
မှာ
behind
မ
it,
သိ
but
ဘူး
from our POV,
Weird.
a bit of a tough situation. At least they hold on to one of the ops. They didn't really get to use that double AWP though. There goes the first tactical timeout. Lambert not really wasting too much time. Cuban has not really had to intervene too much. Since
အမန်နေ
the
ပုတ်
start
ကနေ
of the
ဟို
series
မှာ
in
လေ
general,
ဟာဟာ
think
လား
about it.
But that's good.
ဒီဒီပြန်ရတဲ့ချိန်မှာငမန်းနေတော့ရေကြီးနေပြီဟေး
Very much in control, and the entirety of Focus are just going to be locked in. So
မ
you
န်
want
တာ
minimal input right now from Focus that's working well together.
Oh 97
Problem is though,
ဟုတ်တယ်
is that you did lose out that second AWP. So after a
ဒီ
very
ကင်းလို့
expensive
ဒါတွေဝင်မ
buy,
စုပ်လားမာနာကြီး
this
ရ
round,
တော့
you
ပါ
lose it,
အီကို
and
များ
now
လေ
it's down to a
ဟိုကတော့
reinvestment.
တခါတည်း
So
တက်လက်
it's
တဲ့
gonna
ပါ
be
လား
getting that
ပြည့်
cash
ပြလာ
back
ပေး
on
မှာ
up.
ဟုတ်တယ်
The T
ပြည့်
side
ဒါ
would
ကိုပေး
love to
မှာ
have another early
ဘ
opening
ယ်တော့
down towards
ကောင်း
this
ရအောင်
one.
လည်းဘ
Missed
ယ်လို
out
ထွေးရ
some
မလဲ
middle, but the
စ
second's
င်
gonna
ပဲ
be
စင်ပဲလို့
made.
အဲ့လိုက်တော့
Will
စင်
not
ပဲ
be
လို့ကြာ
giving
မွေးလာ
Katie
မှရ
an
အောင်
opening frag either. So
ဟိုဘကလူတွေအနာထက်တန်ဆွဲပြီးတော့ဘောလာတောက်ရောက်ပြီးတော့တန်မမေးချက်တို့တန်တော့တန်တော့ condition တော့ပုံမကြည့်ပဲနဲ့ပြင်မှာသွားကြည့်လိုက်ပေါ့တန်တော့တန်ပါလက်လက်လက်လို့ရတယ် Fire ပွဲပါဖြစ်သွားတယ် Fire ပွဲအတန်နဲ့ Fire လာပြီးတော့ Fire ထည့်နေပြီဒါပေမဲ့97ဖြစ်နေပြီဒီကုစနဲ့တက်စင်က
It's a bit more standard.
ဘာတော့လဲ
We do
ပုံ
have
မှန်
long
ဟမ်
control. Adam B is holding on to all of that, and
ဒီစင်နဲ့အလေးကြီးကဦးကြီးမကောင်းတော့လာပြစ်နေရမှာ What the the fuck
Hope of Cadian just babysitting the B bomb side, focus
Okay,
taking
then
their
I take
time,
him
but
out.
it is looking like a bit of a B lean, especially with the bomb still being in.
ဟောတခါတည်းတက်လက်ထဲမှာပြီးမှာ ဟိုလိုမျိုးမဟုတ်တူတီ
Although
တ
the
န်လန့်
default
ပေါ့ပေါ့လား
focus has always been just take mid control.
ဟိုဆရာ
later
ငါ
on,
မှလည်း
move
HP ကျန်
around.
တရားရှင်ပြစ်ပဲနဲ့
Given it
ဟိုဇိုဒီ
by
disman white လေဘယ်
OG,
မှမ
the
ပြော
boost
is
up
me
a
man
lot of the utility down middle on the
ဖလာ
opening
မပန်းဘူးလို့
Now,
ဟို
the
ဒီ
issue
ဘို
is
ကီ
they
ချက်က
don't
လုံး
have
ပြောင်းနေတယ်
full
ပြောသွားတာ
support,
please မ
right?
ဒီချက်
It's
ကလုံး
just Book that has an incendiary.
Ah,
That's
ကောင်း
a
လိုက်တဲ့ pop
great
play ကြီး
flash coming out of body, and that's
full
going to set
fight
a
နေ
prime
လာ
taps
တော့
for the
ရ
first
ပေါ့
one.
play
They hear the
ဆောင်းရ
steps
fully
also,
blind
they
တော့
know
bright
Zetiar will
easy
round
စား
there
လိုက်ရ
too.
မှာဟိုကလည်းပုံတော့ပုံလို့ရကြောင်းတယ်မပုတ်တိုက်တာ
Trying to smoke
Bora
things
trade
away.
li
There
yawn
comes
no.
the flash and
Ah,
there comes
yeah,
the off
yeah,
trying to
tibbi
peel away
tiro
first
ma
teammate. At least
be.
they managed to get out alive, but 35 seconds left out here, Ted. It's gonna be prime taps checking out.
တက်က30ရဖြစ်နေပြီ
Okay.
မတူဘီကလာကျင်းနေပြီ
No
ရတီ
further
ရ
need
စီ
to
ထိုးနေပြီမတူဘီသွားလဲသွားဖို့
Talking
လုံး
out,
မ
but
ရမယ်
Cities will have to
Spooky နေနေ
simply
စီစမိုးတော့ရှိရဆိုမှကျွန်
on
တော်ဒိုး
getting
ပြီး
the
တော့
kill.
ရှော့
Steps
ဟော
being made. 20
စက်တီကခြေ
seconds
တန်းနဲ့ပါ
all
တိုးတာ
coming
ဟော
in.
ကားမှ
Prime
ရှိတဲ့
taps
ကောင်
goes
လေး
for
ကောင်း
the
ပါ
first.
ပြီ
He still has a teammate
ဟာဟော
towards the back
ဘာလို့
of
နောက်
the
ပြန်
box
ရင်းနဲ့
side,
ရှောင်း
and
တာ
that's going to be Cadian, but it's a triple out of Prime Taps. And
ပြ
for
ည့်
the
လာပေး
first
ပါမယ်
time
လေပြည့်လဲလာပေးမယ်
since
ဟို
the
တုံး
start
နဲ့
of
ခင်းမ
this
ချဲ
series,
တော့
OG
အဲ့တော့မ
are
ပေးရ
looking
ဘူးငါတော့ကြော်
good,
တော့
and
ပဲကြာ
there's a
ရှင်း
bunch of
အ
smiles
ပါ
on
ကော
their
ကောရဲ
faces.
ကောင်း
Yeah, they know they. I
Don't
mean,
be like-
they know that was
Don't
very
be- don't
gambling
get
coming
out
through.
now.
Focus were looking a bit shaky coming around.
So they
peeking
see
with
that,
the
oh,
back
la,
turned
la.
away,
They get a top job,
actually being a bit
chow
scared
now.
probably of the timer with 20 seconds left. But that smoke was starting to fade out into the split, and it was clear that something was about to not land for Focus. Now we go into round number 7. Still with the buy-in for the T side. They had rudimentary cash to work with. Now the boost up doesn't see
ပဲ
anyone.
အဲ့ဒါ
Once
ဘာ
again,
ကွက်ကြီးတယ်
we
ကွာ
go for mid, but a bit quicker. Focus.
ဟုတ်စီမီတူဘီကုန်သေးပါဒါပေမဲ့မီတူဘီကန်အော်ရတကယ် spooky တော့သေးသွား spooky သေးသွား spooky ဇာတ်ကတ်နေတော့ spooky ကိုထည့်ပြီဒီမှာတော့မရှိတော့မီတူဘီကောင်လည်းစောက်သေးတယ်ရမ်းဖြစ်နေပြီ
So quick. One player is already crossed towards the right hand side. Might not be aware of the possibility. Body's going to try and send it through the smoke. Prime Taps able to get one body. First kill spotted and confirmed. And Prime Taps has been eliminated towards the back of the bomb site. So somehow Focus able to come out on top in the refrags
ဆက်
in
မှာ
the
FIFA လို့
trading
player
game.
ကက်စုလို့ရလား collection နေနဲ့တဲ့
I think
မ
the
ရ
sum's
ဘူး
done. Adam B and Cadian have to save. They're just
ဘယ်
too
နေ
far
ပြောင်းမ
away.
လားစော့ကောက်မှာ
They are. We'll be saving this one
So
away.
much.
Sure, there's cash in the bank out here for OG, so they could go for something crazy.
Yeah,
Like
they just
another
cheat
double
them,
upset
actually.
in the next round if they really wanted to.
yes
But
daily
there's
တော့ပြနေ
really no
မှာ
need.
900
Right now, you just need
yes
to stay
daily
consistent,
yes
keep
daily
playing
တခု
up
တစ်
the
ခါ
same.
900လား yes တိုက်
I
ခေါ်ပြ
mean,
မှာ
Focus.
now နော်
Every single push so far into that B side has been a split through middle, so maybe Cadian needs to hold on to that space a little bit more later on in. We'll see if he
မီတူဘီ
does the same. For
Yeah,
now,
we
though.
were talking about the lack of, I guess,
ကြောက်
reps
တယ်တခုမလဲရမ
for
လို့
the side of
တော့
OG
ဘူးပြမယ်
when it comes down to Dust 2. And I feel like this is going to be one of the most
ကြောက်တယ်
discussed topics when it comes down to this team. The fact
Shit,
that
yeah.
there isn't as
But they-
many
it's up to
repetitions
them.
in official settings, right? So you're looking at Dust 2. We already talked about the record of Focus.
ဟိုပါလေးလာတယ်
Wins,
ဟိုပါလေးလာတာ
streak. You look at OG. It's not really ideal, is it? They've played only 4 Dust 2 maps since the 24th of March.
ဒီပါဒီပါပါပြ over လေးအန်တာလာ over လေးပေးတာလေ
So yeah, ever since then they've lost 3 of these maps. That was twice Inner Circle and once TDK, and they beat only the Romanian side of
you know
Infinite.
what,
All of
I mean,
these
okay,
games,
damn
so
it,
3 out of 4
ဒီဒီ
were at the
တော့
base
ကတော့
game
ကြည့်
Masters
လာရ
line
ကြည့်
in
ဒီလက်သိချမ်းသာ
Bucharest
တ
as
ယ်လေ
Frag out here for
Do
Bobby.
it the way we
That
tell
was
how
the
to do
scene,
it.
but
Eddie control
at
Eddie
least it's a
control
bit more
Wolf.
aggro coming through from OG. Actually taking up that space. Speaking of
Big
aggro,
kill.
1 HP for Volt.
Yeah, but body's also low.
So
this is
ပြ
a
လေ
good
စုပ်ပြီး
exchange.
ပြသွားတာ
Great exchange because
ပွေ
look at
ဖို့
that
ဆိုမှ
B-bomb
သူရ
site
တစ်
as
စက်ပဲ
well.
ပြသွားတာ fuck
Focus
ပါ
right now.
Look
Realistically,
at
we
that
don't
shit,
know
you know,
if
it's
the
like a
rearrest
clear
from Focus did actually happen in
Where's
towards
that?
tunnels.
Nezo
Now
not
Prime
done.
Taps is going out to search, and that's not going to see anyone.
ဆိုပြီးပါမ
Utility
ဥမာ
out
ပါ
long is
အဲ့
really
focus
gonna be a
over လေ
problem. Body out.
focus ပါတယ်
Wasn't all
focus
too happy
မ
about it.
ပြောင်း
Yeah,
focus လည်းပါ
it's not
over လည်း
ideal,
ပါ
is it? He was already low on HP, so the molly just
မနေ
catches him.
over ပါရည်
You catch that
မနေ
rotation
over
player
okay
there.
ချက်မှန်းလိုက်တော့
You know the
ကိုပြောလား
anchor Adam B still
ဟိုကဘူကာလေးပါ
Focus
လို့
not
ပြောတာပဲ
responded.
ခေါင်းလေးထဲ့မှာ CD ရောက်ပါရင်
You
ခေါင်း
know
လေးဒီဘက်
Prime
ပြန်
Taps,
ထည့်
the
သူ
B
ထက်ကို
player
ထည့်
is still alive as well.
င
I
မန်း
feel
နေ
like
ရ
anybody else on that
ဘက်
list
ခင်မှာ
right
တော့
now,
2
they
ကြီး
would
တယ်
have
ခု
already
တော့
taken up tunnels, but because it's Volt, he's staying on 1
မန်း
HP.
သားလေး
He's
ကိုဇာ
waiting
ကတ်
for
နေပြီ
Prime
ဒါနဲ့
Taps
fire
to
လက်ချက်
make
နဲ့
his move. He might get to catch them off. The
Nice
flash
flash.
does connect. It's beautiful, but it doesn't matter.
ဟော
because
ရောက်ရေး
Adam finds
ချို
the
ကန်းနေ
goal
ပြီ
again.
အဲ့ဒါ
Less
ကောင်းနိုင်
prevails,
လား
and
လို့
it's able
အဲ့
as he
ဒါ
can
ကြီး
find another.
အဲ့ဘာလို့
Oh,
ပြစ်စ
there
လို့
it
လဲ
is.
ဟာ
Take down 3. Take down 3, Adam. amazing round out
What
of
the
him.
hell is
For OG
this?
in general, 'cause
What the
they
hell is
managed to
this?
win it
Don't
off
know.
the back of the
ဒါ
individualities.
ကောင်တော့တေးရနောက်တစ်ကောင်တေးရထားလိုက်တော့နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ကောင် off by ရဘာလာအဲ့အောင် have HP တော့အဲ့ကြောင့် information မှားတယ်ဖြစ်တတ်ပါတယ်အသားရောက်လို့ low HP ဆိုရောကောင်းလဲ AI နဲ့ business trade ကိုကြိုးစား low HP မဟုတ်ကိုကအမှာ
That's the spiciness you wanted
They're
to
the
see
way
out of
out
OG,
Jen,
the
they did.
capability of these players to just win rounds by themselves.
ရှက်နိုင်ပါလားမင်းဟမ်မိုင်းတယ်လား
Full blind on the first kill too.
You
Maybe
could
we
make
get
the
Well, shit,
point
Jay,
that
though.
you could make. Well, the flash was slowly
yeah,
fading off. It still
Well,
doesn't
shit, Jay,
take
though.
away from the fact that he should have been a dead man walking, right?
ဦးကြီးကနိုင်တယ် focus ပြန်ရှုံးရင်လည်းလို့ငါပို့လို့ရှုံးတာ
But that's just because the Oper, the third guy who's supposed to be
If မား
holding
ပြော
the
ပါ
corner,
ဟိုမား
is
ပြော
the
ပါ
flash
ဒါ
because
ကြောင့်
they
သူ
didn't
သူက
have the
လို့ရ
right
ဟောတော့ကောင်
rifle,
ပြစ်ခဲ့တယ်ရ
right?
အောင်
The second rifle needs to be wary of the
ဒီမန်
corner
လို့ရတ
swing.
ယ်โอเคအစ်မန်လို့ရအစ်
That creates a
နိုင်
gap.
သွားလိမ့်မယ်
And that was
Look
the
at the
gap that
Naiwali,
Adam
easy.
D used. Such an advantage.
စိတ်တလောက်တောက်လို့ရတယ်
very, very well. One
တန်
of
ပွဲ
our-
sponsor
We've
လေ
got nice.
စိတ်တလောက်တောက်
We've got nice camera angles. Yeah, one of the partners in there, Monster Energy. Good stuff.
Coming away, 5-3, and it's going to be Cadian full blinded away off the corner. Coming around, Volt tries to take him down from
They will
CT.
get
This is
him
going to be
good,
landing the
yeah.
shot. The hero AK still trying to get down towards Adam, and the Molly does extend. Oh, out in the mid though, body. He's going to catch off the AK.
Yeah, he's seen
ကြော
one.
က်ပဲကင်းနိုင်ပြီ
He's
စ
seen
ကန်
him
နေ
run
တရုံး
back.
နေကြ
That's the information. It was a little bit terrifying whether he would be able to actually spot them out, making their way back towards T-spawn, but
ရှည်လာ
did fire a bullet. So I think folks
Hila
are
bale.
aware that they've been seen. The bomb still going with the idea. You've got one AK. That's going to be in the hands of Volt. So eyes on him.
I've seen these Glock rounds before, Focus. You can't
ချစ်တဲ့သကိုပြက်ပြီ
think about not actually doing
Yeah.
something crazy. There
It's
you
not
အဲ့
go.
လိုပဲကြပါ
It's
ရှုံးရင်
two
ကိုပြန်ရုံ
Glocks.
ပါတဲ့ budget
That was a P250 and a Glock.
P250 finds a dink, Glock ends it. ZTR down mid even stays alive. Actually has a lot of information now. One in lower tunnel, and now Prime Tap's trying to find damage. Volt onto another, but it's not enough. Will be the sixth out here for OG with
ဟိုကဘာလို့ပန်းရအောင်လဲသူကစမုတ်ကဟိုကလေ
as you can make 'em.
Yeah, Spook getting another triple kill.
Spooky,
He's
yeah.
getting fired up, and this is good, right? Both Adam P and Spook having very good showings. Prime Tabs on 8 kills as well. OG showing a much better face, and now making Cuban go for that tactical timeout a little bit earlier in comparison to the last couple of rounds. Good sequence.
You were talking about it, right? Kuban hasn't had the need to actually get on that mic. Now will. See what sort of difference that will make.
The one thing we've not seen Focus try and hit a bomb site fast, right? We've seen them just take that middle control, go for the mid to B plays a couple of times, try and get long a little bit later on, or take long a little bit later on, but not a lot of speed.
Yeah, it's been about mid, it's been about the defaults. Maybe now something will change, but they're not going for a half buy out here. They've got enough money for the op. The investment will come through, of course. But it's Tech 9 on Vault after that hero play.
Their speed. Now they're switching it up.
How long though? It's going to be up to Adam to deny it, and missed out Molotov isn't going to be backing them off either.
game curator ဖိုင်ကောင်လေဒါနဲ့ထိုးက respect baby တန်းနဲ့ပြစ်လိုက်တယ်ဟိထသွားမှာဆိုလို့တင်တယ်
Control, the missed timing
ဟုတ်
doesn't
ကဲ့တရားလေ
spot
ဟေး
out,
သဘောတည်းဟန်နေသိပြီတင်တယ်ဥ
I
မ
mean,
နေတာဘာနဲ့
Kaden's
စား
lucky. Jorko missed the timing,
I'm
right?
not
If
even
he
saying
holds
she
for
didn't
a
mean-
few more seconds, he's got a free
Shit,
kill on
man,
Kaden.
dude.
And now
OG is
Kaden's
so
open
broke,
things
yeah.
up onto Matheus.
ဦးကြီးကမဟုတ်ဒီမှာထည့်နေပြီ
Just defaulting back to
အဒီ
middle
ကိုမင်း
out
ဘာ
here.
တွေလုပ်နေရလဲ
Lost the
စမုတ်သား
opening.
လုပ်နေရ
Body spotted out. ZTR hoping for that Galil to make some sort of work. But now they've got long Ted. What did they do with it?
ဟိုရှူတင်ရှယ်ကနေပဲ
Bit of a tough spot. ZTR. Gonna be sent all alone down middle. He's lurking around the
နာ
smokes.
ဦး
Adam
ကြ
B
ည့်ပါလို့
might get tested. ZTR's been spotted and tagged down. He should be a dead man walking, so they do need to react. Take that space in towards A ASAP.
ဇာတ်တွေကပ်ပြီးဇက်တွေကားကုန်ပြီ KD ကနေနေမှာလူတွေပါတက်ကုန်မယ်နောက်ဘက်က3កောင်တော့ထွက်ဖို့ကြိုးစားနေတယ်ပြပန်းတာဘာညာကြောင့်ပဲအချင်းချင်းကြည့်နေ rapper မိုးရတဲ့ကျေးထားသေးတယ်
Banjo isn't going to pre-fire that
ဒီတိုင်းဖြတ်လို့
either,
ရှိရင်
so now he'll
ဘန်းကန်
actually
မှာ
just
ဆို
have
တော့
to take the fight. Volt with the bomb at least gets to the site. Oh, and it's all a timing game, isn't it? Prime Taps waiting for the opportunity, and he goes back down CT. Knows he might have been held out there and would rather play with his teammates.
ဟိုရဖင်ပြောင်ကြီး CT ကြည့်ထားလိုက်တော့ဘန်ဂျိုရေဟိုအော်ရပစ်ကနေလောင်းအောင်ထောက်တော့ကောင်ရဖင်တကယ်အပြောက်ကြီးမှအပြောက်ကြီးထွက်လာရဇာတ်ကတ်နိုင်တယ်များတယ်
Bombs planted for him. He can deny all of this. They don't have a smoke for the bomb either. Incendiary gonna force Volt out of position. There goes Jorko. First kill picked up. Body needs to find a response, and he does. And now they need to take care of him. Banjo's able to find one more onto the pistol. KDM with 8 HP
Nice
to
KDM.
spare. We'll be able to get that
Wanna
final
don't do
one.
yeah,
It's a
no, no,
triple
no,
out
how
of the
does he-
captain. 7 rounds on the board. OG
အဲ့ဒီဘယ်မှာတွင်းမစားပဲပေါ့ဥမဲ
guaranteeing themselves at least a 2-round lead at halftime now.
Hey, for a 3v5, I'd say that Focus actually held up their weight quite well.
ဘိုက်လေနာအော်အဲ
The fact that KDM
ဒီ
goes
ဇို
down
င်း
to
ကြိုက်လို့
HBK
အင်ပေါ်တီးရတာဟဲ့
against Spook
ပတ်တဲ့ player တွေ
certainly
လုပ်နေ
would
ထင်
have
တာ
been
player တွေ
a possibility there.
ဟိုမှာပေါ်လာ player များတယ်ဆိုတော့ပြကြမှာထင်ဘူးလေ
The USPFK
ဘယ်ကြတော့မဟုတ်
prevail.
player တွေများတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ player များဖို့ကလည်းခက်တယ်နော် suppose ကြတော့ဒီ game က opposite တွေအများကြီးပြပါလားဒီ game ကတော့ game ဆော့ရင်ငါတို့အနာဂတ်ရှိပါလားမ player တွေဆော့ကြမှာလေအနာဂတ်မရှိပဲတော့မဆော့တော့ဘူးထားလိုက်တော့ပဲလေ
Clear step up from Nuke.
Yeah.
ကြိုက်တဲ့ original game တွေ
Body's
ထည့်
been
တယ်
doing a whole lot of work.
တယ်လို့ဆိုတာပေးပြီးတခြားလေး league ကိုတစ်ပတ်တစ်ခါပြန်ပွဲလုပ်ပြီးတောက်ချောက်ပြန်ပွဲဆိုတော့လုံးဝ grind နေမှာရအောက်ပေးမအောင်ဆိုရင်
And
အားတယ်
prime
အောင်မ
taps.
ကင်ညာရှိတယ်တစ်ပတ်တစ်ခါဘာပဲပြော
Oh,
ပတ်
they
စံနေညာ
cancelled, yeah.
ဆော့ကြ
The early smoke made
Have
them
no
change their
investment of
minds.
Not only that, but they've been conditioning themselves on this T side to just mid it out every single round they can.
Negi
OG have kind of figured this one out, but they're still playing the extremities
တန်
well.
ချူကြားနေရ
The
မယ်
only
ကျွန်တော်
difference
မ
is
င်းကောင်
that
တန်ချူ
Susan
ဒီ
Body
မှာကြားနေရ
actually
မကိုဖုန်းတော့လာ
getting
ဆက်တီ
himself
ရော
up to be this
တို့ utility မရှိဘဲနဲ့ Xbox လာကတ်နေ what the fuck
They're still going with the B-pop. They just wanted to wait out the smoke. And ZDR is trying to make as many steps in towards middle as possible right now. Take that attention.
He has. I mean, Spook's been looking that way for a while now, but he's just back on the site.
You're going.
Oh, there you go. Prime Taps is going to find the first, and now he's starting to run out of bullets, but doesn't need too many to take them all down. There you have
တွဲ
it.
လိုက်လေးတွေ
Good
ရှော
round,
နေတယ်
OG.
အရင်ကြီးထက်ထည့်တယ်
Just deny a focus that got stuck
Original
behind
gear.
the smoke, and that will be an 8th on the board.
Yeah, that was a good reaction. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was a T-side smoke, by the way, because
No,
Spook
it was
throw
CT.
a nade.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Spook throw
ဘာ
a
လို့
nade.
မ
So
ရ
that,
တဲ့
I'm
view
pretty
တောင်
sure
မှာ
that
အကြံ
was
စ
Spook's
ကဲတော့
smoke.
နှုတ်ပြ
And
ကျွ
it
န်တော်
was
ပဲ
very
ကျွန်
well
တော်ဟုတ်ကို
timed. If it's a little bit late, then
Andali
maybe they
pianale,
pop
yeah.
out. If ZTR is able to get into a fight a little bit
Andali,
earlier, I think
shoot,
Spook just realized what was
do.
going on. It was like, okay, we hear someone
Wait,
jumping
who
into
does
towards
that?
middle,
The
but it's
word
just the
down.
one guy in the B smoke
The
is
word
faded
down.
away, so I'm just going to turn around and replenish
Alright.
that. Looking like a potential 9-3 half here for OG. That would be a response and a half.
Would be indeed, but again, the buy is here. Maybe util a bit limited for focus. We do have a very decent shot at still trying to make this one an 8-4.
Yeah, the predicament has changed in comparison to the first map. Now it feels like OG are well in control of what's going on. It's not been the richest of T sides in terms of ideas, the most eventful.
I'm taking also wrong
Set
I'm taking
focus.
also wrong
Even individually, some of the hot individuals from the previous map.
ကျွန်
Not
တော်
really
ကော
been
တယ်နည်း
able to
တော်တော်စုတ်တာ focus ကောတယ်
keep it
တီဆိုင်
going.
မှာကျွန်တော်
I
CT
mean,
ပဲ
just
ပြ
the
တယ်
fact
နှစ်
that
သိန်းလုံး
Banjo
CT
and
ပြ
Jorko
ဝင်
are
သိန်း
top
နေ
riders and they're both sitting at
နေရှိတယ်
5
ဒု
kills
နေ
maybe
ကြ
at halftime.
မှာမှာ
It's a bit concerning. Matheus had a great first map, now on
Oh,
only
yeah,
2
they
kills to be
shake it.
seen.
ရှော့ဝင်မှာရှော့ဝင်မှာ
And we're asking,
တူ
right,
လေး
who's
ဝင်
gonna
မှာ
be
တူ
that
လေးတူလေးကိုပဲ
difference
ဝင်
maker
မှာဟာလား
for
မတူဘီက
OG? Now
stop
it's
မတူဘီ
12 and 3, he's been having a fun time, but it's been everyone, as you just cleared out.
အာ KDM ရဲ့ CT မှာဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော် Isa တကယ် defender မရှိဘူး KDM ပဲရှိတယ်
Try to hold down into elbow, and he is going to be going back away.
Oh,
Connects
there,
the first
KDM.
on Matheus, fully
ဟိုလည်းမ
blocked
ပေါ့
away
ဖိ
too.
ပြောင်းကြီးတွေတုတ်ကြတာဟာ
Going to let them get to the side control so they can play the retake.
They don't have a lot of util. They cannot flash him away. They cannot really isolate.
Oh,
him. They
yo,
can just throw
KDM
in the
ကောင်း
smoke.
လိုက်တာ
Jorko's
FPG
picked
က
the body, but this is still an
နောက်
advantage.
မှာ
Section not
အော်
ready
ကုံ
for
ရှော
Spook. On that quick
ကိုရှုံလေး
flash,
ထားလိုက်တော့မလားထားလိုက်တော့
have been able to find redemption on
ထားလို့
those
မရ
two.
ထားလို့
It's
မရ
9
ဆရာမ
rounds
ကတ်
at
ထားလို့မရ
halftime, looking
နိုင်မရမယ်
strong.
ငမန်းသားလေးတူ
Potential
တူတူတော့
level
ကြည့်မယ်
after that short break.
Great awareness, great resurgence, and now we're going into the half.
ငန်းသားနေတူတူဟောက်က2မိနစ်နားမယ်ဘိုဒီပဲပြောင်းနေလေအောင်နည်းနည်းကြာတယ်လမ်းမှာ traffic jam ဖြစ်နေတယ်
know who's gonna win until the
တော့ရ
last
လာတယ်
round.
over ကြီး
Yeah, if the pace of this keeps continuing like this, we might see an overtime. And it was a crucial round here, and a turn of fire
ဒါမလား
did not
ဖြစ်ပါလေ
fail to
Fighting.
shine. And would you look at that, right?
Well,
The
wow,
only
KDM
man who has
အောင်
20
ပြစ်တာ
kills
ခံနေရ
from
တာ
turn
တဲ့
of fire is none other than Rigon, and
So
from Shark
weird then,
Esports
oh,
is
wow.
Max. So we have our players who are making their presence in the servers. Of course, it's not only them. We have Joda,
ရှင်းပါတယ်ကိုကိုကတ်တော့
as well as Sao,
It's me, man.
Galpo, Regali, etc.
မိလာတော့မှာပဲ
But
ဒီလိုဖြစ်နေတာအကောင်ယုံ
they've
ကြည်
been
တယ်
the
ငါပြောဖို့က
most
လုံးနေ
consistent
အကြောင်းက
out of
မ
them.
တန်း
And
နဲ့ထည့်
speaking
လာ
of
ရအောင်ရှက်တော့
consistency, there are only a few seconds into the round. It looks like he's right? It's already become a graveyard for Eternal Fire. Regan will desperately try to adjust the balance.
ဝေးပါလေတော့ဖုတ်ကောပါ
Yes,
ဆိုတော့ကြီးရတာဖြစ်တော့မယ်
quite injured in this
ဟေး
process.
တရားရှိအောင်မှန်ခဲ့တာအခုလည်းမှန်ပါပါအေးစေပါဖြစ်အေးစေဖြုတ်သွားတယ်
Yeah, unexpectedly.
လူကဆိုဖုတ်ကမိုင်းလူကသွားရတာအမြောက်ဝင်ရ
round out
ဟုတ်
pretty
ပါ
quickly.
ဟိုပုတ်တယ်
There wasn't even a big
ပုတ်တာအောင်မှာဟိုကောင်တွေကပို့
attempt
ပုတ်
of restoring whatever was lost by Eternal
None
Fire.
did.
And instead,
ဒီဘက်က
they
တော့
were going
ရှစ်ထော
for
င်ရ
the
တာ
save.
တန်းနေရတယ်
So
နှစ်ပတ်
yeah,
ရှစ်
but
တော့
again, I've seen
Yeah,
something
ni bad
different.
BM lah
I'm
ni.
taking a look again. Regali
Yang
still
BM yang
sitting
bad
at
BM.
his eliminations, and it makes me wonder. It makes me sad that we don't see Regali pumping those frags because we know he can do it. We know he has the quality. So we can just ask ourselves
အဲ့တော့နောက်တစ် round မိ
what
ပါ
is
မလား
going on
အာ
right
ဖတ်
now
ဖို့လိုက်
because
ခင်ရအောင်ကွာစက္ကန့်30နောက်တစ် round အစရတော့ဟိုဘက်မိနစ်စက္ကန့်ပြတ်သွားကြည့်ရမှာ
one last tactical.
Okay, okay.
For Eternal Fire, missed them going all out.
စက္ကန့်30ဟိုမှာအဲ့တော့ round စနည်းနည်းကြည့်မယ်ဆိုရင် round စနည်းကြည့်ဘာမှလည်းကောင်းတော့ဘာမှလည်းဟာ site switch ကဟုတ်တယ်လေကောင်းတော့ဘာမှလဲလို့စုံစမ်းအဲ့လိုရမတွက်နိုင်တော့ကောင်းနေတော့သားကြည့်လိုက်မလားဒီဘက်ပြည်စုတော့လည်းဖိန်ရှုပ်ပြီးဆောင်ရွက်ရေးကြည့်ရတော့ fucking hell ဟာလာကိုပြောတာ baby shot ဒူရှက်နိုင်မှာ over လေးလှလိုက်တာဆိုတာတင်စရာမဲ့တစ်တည်း
Countless and
စောက်
countless of
ကျင်း
times.
ကိုနဲ့ပွဲစားတဲ့ dragon လည်းလောင်းနေပဲဆိုကားတွေဝယ်ဖို့လုပ်နေတားတာလေဟာလှလိုက်တယ်ချမ်း
Round number 24. It's either
Ah,
the
ma, dai,
overtime or a big
ah.
disappointment for Eternal Fire.
ကွက်ပြပါ
By
လား
the way
ဒီ
that,
Jackson လား
Sharky
no
Sports
focus
are
တဲ့စု
kicking
ကောင်း
off
တယ်
this
လောက
round,
စော့နေတာ
it
ကျေကျိုးကို
seems
တဲ့စု
like
အသိပြ
they're
တာ
shaping up for
အဲဒီတဲ့စု
failure.
ကိုဟို
And
ကောင်
now
ချတယ်နန်းစီပါတဲ့
Gaffolo
ထားလိုက်တော့
what a reaction from Gaffolo there.
ဥပစောက်
Two
စီ
kills
ဒီကောင်
already,
ရုပ်တရက်မြစ်တူ
and
ပြီးကြိုက်ပါ
Sharky
ဆရာတွေ
Sports
ကက်ချက်
need
ပဲ
just 3 more in order to close out Ancient.
What,
And
the
I'm
other
not
guy
gonna
now?
mention it now. I just want the round to end to tell you what are we
easy
going to
bro
do
ရေ
now.
okay လို့ချက်ဖြတ်မှတ်
That
လိုက်
is
တော့
done. You already know.
easy
Yield is next.
အဲ့ဒါ easy တာ
And
မရှိ
it's
တော့
not a
မန်ဒါနေရတယ်ကောင်းတော့မပြနဲ့ဘာမှမဖြစ်ဘူးငါတော့လည်း
And
ကြည့်
we're
ဟဲ့
back
လား
into the second half, ladies and gents, out here. OG have definitely managed to find a bit of redemption onto their enemy's map pick now. 9-3 up at the halftime, looking to close this one out and send us to an overpass.
Yeah, starting to look like a third map.
အဝယ်လို့တော့ဘူးလေအော်အများကြီးပဲ
As time goes on, we've had a very
Yeah,
good
yeah,
resurgence
but
of
me
Stu,
though.
who's 13-3 out
သွားကြည့်နေ
of
လား
Prime
တော့
Tabs,
ကူ
out
လဲ
of Body,
အော်
Canyon
တိတ်
as
ထောင်
well.
လို့နေရတယ်
Everyone's stepping up.
လိုက်
One
တော့
pissed around the way right now from
ပင်ကြောင်းတော့USB နဲ့
basically heading into that third and final map. Of course, this is just an opening game
ရှက်ဖက်တဲ့ကြီးရဲ့ final ပဲ
here in Group B.
တန်တဲ့ file ရတော့ဟိုလောက်
It's
တည်း
not
တက်
that
မယ်
big of a deal even if you end up on the receiving end, but considering those are two
Yeah,
teams
yeah.
got in the tournament, it
Spooked.
is quite an important match.
Yeah, pistol round spooky
Good
လာတယ်
opening,
spooky
nice flash set up by Adam B. So the mid to B play is in place, and Banjo's all alone, so they need to take a little bit of initiative.
လောလည်းမ
Send
ဟုတ်ဘူး
people
အဲ့လို
through
မျိုး
the
ဝူ
smoke,
ရူ
try
ရူ
and
ထွက်
help
ပြ
him
အောင်
out.
လား
Banjo's gonna be left all alone to his own devices, surrounded by so many different
တုံကြီးနေရပဲ
directions. Basically
ဒါလိုက်တော့
impossible
ပို့
to
ပြီးတ
turn
စဲ
around and do anything about it.
ရတော့ကြမှာပဲကြီးမရတော့မှာ
A good pistol round already confirmed for OG.
စက်တီ
That's
တီ
gonna
ပေး
be
ပြီးမှ
10 on
11
the
3ကပြန်
board
ကတ်
and
ပါ
a
မယ်တွေ့ဘူးလား
big
11 3က
threat
ကတ်တာ
coming in for
ကိုလည်း
focus.
ကျိုးပဲ3သိန်းခံပြီးချစ်တယ်
Forced
င
you
မန်းသား
eco
ဖုတ်ကတ်
when you let them get up to 11 and then back your chances in a 3-11
အော်ခွန်ကြ
deficit.
ည့်နေ40က3 match ပါလားမနစ်ကောက်တယ်
4 pistol rounds back to back coming through into this best of 3 so far. OG are certainly doing something right when it comes down to
shaky
these.
fakey
And that's a huge pick me
wakey
up, especially after that first map. Realizing that you can continue at least in these pistol rounds gives you so much of an edge into today's Counter-Strike just in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Bao
does.
phút
And you
vài
can
nào
see
là
that
bao phút
they're
vài nào
enjoying
này,
themselves
hả?
so much more right now, OG. Right, you can see the smiles. They look a lot more relaxed. They look a lot more.
လောကကြီးကဂျိုကိုရဲ့စက်ကောက်နဲ့တစ်ချက်ပြန်ပတ်မယ်လို့တွေးလိုက်တာလားမသိဘူး
Do look chill.
Yeah.
သူဖြူပေါက်ချင်နေပြီမြန်မြန်
And that's
စော့ကြမှာ
again a stark contrast to map number 1, right? Where we got to see Adam.
I mean, map 1
Yeah,
was
okay.
chill, but not in the
Chạy
same,
တယ်ဗောလား
you
ဟုတ်
know,
လား
Vein.
sense. Not in the connotation that you'd want it to be.
Oh, look at this.
Kinda
ရှက်
like
နိုင်
how
တယ်
we're
အင်း
frozen.
ဒီချိန်မှာရေချိုးနေရပါဟာပို့လီ
Blinded.
အာ
So this is a free opening.
ကြည်လုံးနဲ့ရိုက်လိုက်မယ်
Didn't
Did
spot
you
the
make you
second
chill now?
player, so Body trying to help out. Will
ဟောရေ
turn
မချိုးနေရေ
his
ဘက်ပဲတိုက်ခိုင်း
back.
မယ်
and walk into that
뭐라,
MP9.
지진이
This is
지진
still
도시네.
terrifying. Going back to nuke, maybe. Win the pistol, lose the force. Let focus start building up the pace. This is not what you want.
Contrary to nuke, though, again, focus have got a lot to work through to try to get back into it. OG have given themselves a bit of leeway. Going out long, the round's still not lost.
No like sense of the PC up
3v5.
Fight out pace of it. What can hold it to like? Hala.
Just find a bit of a
Was no say it doesn't go wide in there.
Scout looking away. 𝐤𝐷.
Is he? He's walked through the smoke.
He has.
That's mental. 𝐤𝐷's not going to be ready for this. It's such a risky play on the T side, so the scout should be surprised by it.
Problem is, yeah, there you go. You spotted 𝐓𝐴Dian too, so you found the damage, you found the tag, and the kill comes in late.
Oh!
𝐤𝐷 still lands it.
Oh!
Connect and 𝐤𝐷 wins it out. Vault cleans up, but it's focused to actually have a flawless round.
Oh, Primetabs is going to be kicking himself after this one. He should have had the kill onto 𝐤𝐷. Dead to right. He wasn't even looking at him. Scout is just picking.
He got clipped.
Swinging from the side. No, it was Adam B. Sorry, not Primetabs. But what a reaction.
Yeah, they were
out of
no
𝐤𝐷.
Yeah, touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
So
like they tell you. So yeah, you go on and do it. So yeah, no, you might have about it.
Who's the impact player?
I know the other taste to do a leader. Southern G then. Chura, you are Chinese. And I did it. China Lisa. I be what Chura yes, all buffet. Who's out of the
able to find the first one, leaves it up to the MP9, but it's a mode out into the tunnels. Easy round coming through for folks.
I'm afraid to say, but this is how comebacks start.
Yeah.
Out of a force buy like this, with the scout getting a triple kill out of
no,
nowhere, OG losing some fights that they shouldn't be, or missing out on some kills that they should be, then they go for the force buy and they get absolutely obliterated. Now you're so you're probably looking at a 10-6 scoreline. The finances for focus is going to be, or are going to be very much built up by that point. They already have a very decent amount of money.
You say 10-3, right? You're thinking, okay, it's out and gone. You say 10-6, and now you're thinking, okay, well, there's a comeback possibility there. There's an angle coming around. Focus.
Going B again?
I mean, hey, focus can do it down on nuke. Why couldn't OG do it out here?
But those are going to be the happiest people. They're literally running the same setup as the last round, and it was a force buy. They're trying to bait you, so just making steps, trying to bait out the incendiaries and the nades. Not going to work out. Swing, and the same result as last round. Double kill for the 𝐵𝐿. 2 more for Banjo. He's farming up the cash on that MP9. There's just body left. Unfortunately for him, there is nobody around from OG left to help him. Sorry, that was terrible. That was actually.
It's okay.
No, I said it knowing it was going to be terrible. I was completely aware of the end result.
Sometimes you have to just give a shot in the dark and hunt it. If it doesn't land, it doesn't land.
No, the thing is, it wasn't even a shot.
Navi,
in the dark.
vitality,
It was kind of like I
spirit,
decided to willingly
Fury,
shoot
the
myself
game
in
about
the foot.
take the jail, you know. Lemma, the one shout on Michelle. The other table, tell you where the ODR. He's only on
Banjo and 𝐴𝐿 farming the bonus cash. Body is trying to, I guess, bait some util. It's not really going to come down to that. And it's 𝐤𝐷.
If I over like being onto the D.
I wonder if they're going to hold on.
And these idiot would go with the hey. Ah, Bobby that line. Baisala, Hakana. Please.
The MP9 𝐵𝐿 scout on 𝐤𝐷, because you are down 4 rounds, so you technically don't want to throw as many rounds out the window. With the 𝐵𝐿 is fine. MP9 and scout. It's interesting to see if we're going to see a bit of an upgrade out of 𝐤𝐷 to an AWP.
I mean, from the round, what we got to see 2 rounds ago from 𝐤𝐷 on the scout, might as well keep it on him. I mean, if he's going to keep up the headshots, keep up the flicks.
Yeah, he is.
Might as well try it.
Working with a bit of a bonus, these don't really have a lot of money, so utility is going to get tanked quite heavily. They've got 4 smokes to work with, but not an abundance of flashes.
Okay, scout it. Okay, but the corner of we are seeing. Scout it. Hey, stop. Scout, bro. စောနေတာ oh my god public ပွဲမဲ့ကြတယ်စကောက်နဲ့လာတရိုးနေငါတို့စကောက်ကင်တရိုးတာပဲကိုရီးမှာ
Actually, there's not a reflash coming in through long. He might be able to catch someone off
Blue
guard.
bomb,
Like bolted there,
Oh,
find
yeah,
the
blue
ones
bomb
who
must
trades
be,
back.
yeah.
And now the
Look
problem
what
is
Biao,
Jorko is on that scout, so he
Oh,
can't
yeah,
just
so
hold
go
an
on
angle
Tere,
and hope for
though.
the best. He's
Yeah,
got to go back.
it's
Like,
so
It's a good
cute.
boost.
You'll be honest.
It's a very creative
Don't
way to,
worry.
you know, allow someone to get
You'll be
out of
honest.
blue on the right hand side.
Balance
Get
it round that,
mollied
that
if
way out,
someone
man.
swings with a flash, they're never looking on top of
ဒီ
blue
မှာည
in
နေ
that
သား
type
စား
of
လေမချင်းဒီ
situation.
မှာမစားဘူးလို့နိုးပြီးဘိုက်စာလောက်မှထည့်တာ
Out to short. The
But, hey,
CTR
no.
making steps.
It's not
That's
bad teaching
exactly what
about
we're
it.
talking
Don't
about.
be like
Jorko on
Come
the
here,
edge
come
of
on,
the
it's
smoke
okay
out
behind,
CT,
it's okay
lands
behind,
on
come here.
Spook.
And he's
Good
not
job,
seen
David.
anything else,
This
so
is
they
just a
know they
thing
should
he's
be
not
high alert
teaching.
into a short.
သူကြတော့
CTR
တာ
is going to swing this.
you haven't looked at that
Playing
ဘူးမလုပ်တော့
anti-flash,
ဘူး
spotted out the first. Cadian lands the headshot, but there's a second where that came from. Mateo's holding the corner, and Cadian is more than enough. Now here's a third. Jorko needs the headshot, doesn't land, even though it looked like he would have. To a 2v2, flash down CT.
Joe,
and
what's
he's
up
picking
with
up
Biao,
util,
no?
trying for
Listen,
the
let him
retake,
match.
but
Couldn't
it's
run
those
go out
two
of shit.
weapons you took from the previous round.
Scout, where
The
guy
MP9,
now?
the scout looking for the retake, and Cadian down to 35. Could get tagged away by the Deagle too.
တော့ကိုရရှိတော့စကောက်တယ်အေးအဲ့ဒါပဲ
Damage.
ဟုတ်ကူ
So
ဟုတ်
Banjo,
လုံးနေ
another
တာအေး
incendiary, giving away his
Sorry.
position. So now they know
ဟို
one
နာ
player
တို့
down
ဝဲကြည့်
CT,
ပါဦး
one
နာတို့
player
တော့
short.
ဟုတ်တယ်
Banjo's
ကို
left.
ကြီးဩ
He's going around the
ကြည့်ပါ
world.
လေ
Do they have time for
Maybe
this?
as
Banjo's
a
the one with the
woman.
defuse kit, so
Hey,
this
the
is going to be
Jaya,
very
hey,
close,
hey,
even if they are
hey,
able to get the kills.
Such a risk.
They found me. They need a reset job right now,
One that
dude.
might
Who
work.
found
He
me?
couldn't wait for the smoke to go away. They didn't have a flash to work with either. Banjo out long, searching for kills, and he's found the one. Cadian's down low. Remember,
Cadian
but he's
sexy
stuck
there.
into
They should know.
Ninja. He is not playing this one, and that is going to be Banjo out of the fight. And the round one for OG. Cadian on the clutch up, but it
တော့ကိုရ
comes
စကောက်ကို
down
င်းနေ
so
အကျိုး
close.
ကျေးဇူးတယ်ပြဿနာအင်္ဂလိပ်ဝါ
They
မ
were
တင်
able
မှာ
to
ဘာမှ
fake
မ
him
ဝင်ကြ
out,
ဘူးပါ
right? And Kenya's going to go down to the bomb, so it's a very
Oh,
expensive
wow.
round for OG.
Yeah,
And they were
okay.
able to fake them out that there's not going to be a player coming down CT because you see Jorko, then you see the YouTube from short, and someone throwing in utility on long, and they were. It was very difficult for OG to realize exactly what that type of retake was going to
နေ
be
ကင်းလောက်က
like.
ညက်သွား
It's still a big round coming out of Cadian on the rifle, though. Good damage, staying alive for long enough to confirm the round.
ဟိုရအမရီ
Even
ဘ
though
က်မှာ new
everyone
skin တွေ
goes
လာပါ
down,
လေ
so
ဟာ
money's
လား
still not out of the
Go on,
doldrums for
go on.
OG just yet.
အမရီဘက် reset ကြပြီဘာလို့ကမှာ
And for Focus, this is the first proper buy. This is where you get Jorko on the AWP. Not
Go on,
quite
be in
scout,
it,
even
Lalo,
though he was
teammate.
making quite
Good,
good
good,
use
good.
out of it.
အင်္ဂါတွေနေရနော်နေပြန်မှာမပြေသေးတော့ဒီတစ်ပတ်တော့ fan မို့လဲအဲ့လို Hey
I'm sure he'll be
Ah, yeah,
happy
yeah.
with the upgrade. Coming around, managed to get a lot of work done, but Focus have to slow things down. Volt is
No,
gonna
no,
put
but then
himself
two minutes
in the
behind
same
you.
angle
Oh,
that
well,
Adam
it
B
is.
managed to win out that
One
effective
minute, no.
1v3 previously. He's waiting to hear steps. He's just a well-placed microphone right now. Doesn't get to see anyone on the pass by. The bullets don't land onto the kills.
Where's the Opera at? So they're pretty convinced this is going to be a B round. You need to put emphasis on middle with
ဟာ
that type of a setup. Because you've got
Let's
Jorko
shift where my
babysitting the
reset
B
at.
bomb
Okay,
side,
bro.
and you've got two more players leaning on the left-hand side of the map. So that means both ZTR and Volt are pretty isolated, and there's not going to be any help arriving to support him.
It's all about Banjo and
Middle
Mateos
B,
right
middle
now.
B,
'Cause they got
middle
the
B,
flash
yan
peek
chai
out
de
if they
middle
wanted at
B.
the
Body
smoke.
can try and walk inside of CT.
မစ်ဒူဘီရောတက body နည်းနဲ့
will.
မစ်ဒူဘီအိုး
Down
မ
to
ဝင်ဘူး
CTR
မစ်ဒူ
at elbow.
မင်းကနေ CD တဲ့ကတူးလေးဖြတ်ဥနေတာတဲ့ဟိုကောင် rotation ကိုခဏစားရ short ဝင်မှာဟာသွားပြီး ZD ရတော့
So
သိ
it
ပြီ
might be a one and
လူ
done.
ဖြစ်သွားရင်
Depending on how many
30
ZTR gets here, that's the round. Oh, and he's taking up damage.
Didn't hear
Mateos, they didn't hear him, they didn't see him. ZTR up on two.
အော်
up
ZD
on
အော်ရ
three
ကိုလူ
with
ကိုပြတ်တက်မိလိုက်တယ်
Cadian's help.
ZD
It's
ကမ
only
သိ
the
ဘဲ
man
နဲ့ show
left, and Cadian has to back
ဖေဒီ
away,
ကိုလူကို
has
ပြ
to
တ်တက်
run
ပြီးတော့ငါ
away.
ပြည့် ZD ကမြတ်တက်သွားလိုက်တာ
No
လား
time
လို့
left, no chances in the round. It's focused to
Seven-Eleven.
bring it back
Man,
on
it's so
a
shit.
mega round. That is
wow.
ZTR.
I wonder if
I
they
can't
waited a
have
little
your
bit too
view,
much. I
hey.
mean, they had to go
Is
through
it
the
game?
smoke,
Boss
right? It was
says, oh my
fading, but it
God.
was fading too late. So the smoke's down in
Where
the
we
crisscross,
were.
the CT smokes. They
where
faded.
B where B
And
where
Body
B
got killed. And then you go out, you hit him with a nade,
then
and
go
no
where B
one
like we
hears
show
it.
လို့
No one registers, turns
permanent
around.
sense to sign
No
in
one realized they hit him. If you ask ZTR, he probably thought he was a dead man walking the
Yeah.
moment that this nade hits him.
He even looked to the right side, right?
သူက busy game မှာ
before
3
he
កောင်ပဲ
actually
ရှိတယ်
figured out that's
electro
before he passed.
electronic ရဲ့ sense ရဲ့ simple ပဲရှိတယ် coach ကတော့သူက coach က motivate ဟိုကလေးတိုင်းညင်
Cadian's certainly not really happy
လုံး
about
နိုင်ပါငါ
that.
တို့တွေ
But again, it's OG getting scared by
I
that
know.
time. We're down to
He's
20
a mo-
seconds,
Oh,
25 seconds. You get to see them just kind of push
အဲ
out
နည်းနည်း
there
စီးသွားတာ
for the
နည်း
final
နည်းရ
hold.
ရတယ် win လက်တယ် တက်လိုက်တယ်ဒီကဘယ်လဲစစ်တော့တော့ဝင်နေတော့
Lambert looking a little bit disappointed by what's going on. Looking
ရင်းတက်ပြီးမှ
frustrated.
ရေကြီးနေရော
It's not the first
တ
time.
ကယ်လို့ဝေးလေးမီနီဝါဇာကတ်နိုင်တယ်
Yeah, it
နော်
looked-
ဘယ်လဲစစ်တော့
it
ဒါ
looked
မှ
like
တ
an
ကူမီ
easy
နီတ
finish
ကူ
for
နဲ့
OG
ပွဲ
going
ပြ
into
လို့
the
ရ
second half. Now it suddenly has
မလေး
become a much more competitive game.
ဝေး
You're
လေး
working
မေး
with
ကုန်
a
မနေအာဘိုင်း
force
လိုက်တာ
fight,
တိချေ
all in.
ဒီဒီမြောက်ကြီးကြီးရတယ်ဘယ်
Only
ပြောင်း
the
သွား
only
တည်
one
တယ်
that's gonna have any
စက်တီရ
residual
ဒီမြောက်
cash.
ဖိုက်ဟန်
Bomb swing in top mid is ill-advised. Now, luckily,
free
the
rifle.
CTs have decided that they don't want to.
ပြင်ရပြီးတက်ဖိုက်တယ်
Get involved with anything more.
မျိုးလေးတော့မျိုးလေး
Hand delivered out there to Spook. Sure,
ဟို
you
တန်း
should
လာ
have
တာ
had
ဒီ
a
ကို
big
တန်းလာ
for
တာထင်
hoping
တယ်
for at least two.
တန်းလာလား
Now you've got to
Tán
really
là-
lane it around here if you're
ဒီ
OG.
ကငိုပြီးတော့ BCK အုံနာချမ်းသာတွေကိုတေးဝဲနိုင်တယ်နှစ်ယောက်တော့ထုတ်ပေးမစို့
Anybody
ချမ်းသာတော့
else
ပေါ့
but Cadian, who's down
But
on half
inside
HP
you.
and OG.
လက်ညိုက
Waiting
လို့ပါ
for
ရှင်
Focus.
မှန်တ
They're
ယ်
waiting for Focus to make
ဟို
the
တက်
end
တိုင်း
of
နဲ့
it.
နိုင်မှ
They
ကြည့်နေ
might
တယ်
get it.
တူပါချ
Look at him, double doors right now, pushing up.
focus ကြ brother
Gonna have the support of ZTR,
focus
but
ကြမယ်ဟိုဘက်မှာရှက်ချမယ်
it's
No?
risky. It's
They're on
scary
charge,
right
man.
now for Focus.
It's very risky, but it's good initiative being brought in from 𝐤𝐷, right? And it works out. That's what you need. You need people that are going to be playing with confidence and making moves on the CT side if you're going to make that
ဒီ
comeback
သွားတော့နေတာ
happen.
ပါဟုတ်ပါတော့သေးဆို
Alleviate so much pressure, and now he can just play this one a little bit more passive.
He saw something. Oh, he
Nade
was trying to
spotted.
shoot a nade. Doesn't
Nade
manage
go
to
with
flash
you
the
lah.
spy, but that is the AK
Oh.
gone. Spook went by himself.
Repeat again.
And it is
Oh,
gonna
you're
be
going like
there.
the
Prime
dark
Tap takes
knife.
him out. Wanted the
ရဝ
AK,
ဝကြိုးစား
got
ဝင်
the
တော့
kill
မြောက်ဇာ
instead.
ကတ်နေသူကနည်းနည်းလေးပဲကျန်တော့တယ်
2v3
ဘယ်
now.
နဲ့လာ
Look
ပြီး
at
မှလည်းဆိုရ
ZTR.
တယ်
He's
စက်တီ
behind them once again.
CTR
Oh, he could line them up. At least Cadian's a dead man. And there he
Okay.
goes. That's the bomb down
Now,
as
so the
well.
bomb,
Left
Molo
out
Isa.
Prime Tap's 38 HP and now down
Nice.
to 0. ZTR. The man
ဂျုံ
on
နေ
a
လို့ပြန်
mission
ခေါ်ပဲ
right now
အဲ
for
ရေချိုးမ
Focus.
ပြီး
He's been
တော့
there on new
ရေ
history
ချိုးမ
now on
ပြီး
this
တော့
too as
ချိုး
well.
Yeah, it's a very good round out of him. Very good round
They're
out of the
power,
Opal
you
𝐤𝐷,
two,
who's
both
starting
happy.
to take a little bit more initiative as well. And that's a full reset for the T-side economy. So this has become a very competitive map of Counter-Strike now.
That was 10-3. Now 11-8.
You can count it as 11-9 as well. They've got nothing but Glocks and, well, 3 Deagles. And a P250. Okay, they have only 1 Glock. They have invested something into this.
Again, if Focus could do it, why couldn't OG? I guess you can't really say no to that one. You'll see, good advantage taking.
မမာတယ်
There's long
စပိတ်တာတဲ့
space already. The flash was well timed.
ဟောဒီမှာ
The
ဘေးကောင်း
idea
တာ
was there. The execution
Yeah,
a bit
easy
rough.
though.
The Spook is still not going to go
အဲ
down in
3000
vain.
4000
Adam
3000
trades it
4000
back
ငါ
and ZTR
ငါရတယ်နှစ်လိုင်းတက်ပြီးတော့ဘယ်လဲတဲ့တော့ဒါနဲ့ပေါင်းလိုက်
no
တယ်
utility to flush him out, but
Yeah,
there is
so
a lot of
line
bullets
တယ်ဟုတ်ကော
that could just swing on him.
ငါရတယ်
Just
နှစ်
being
လို
in
င်း
𝐤𝐷's contact, and you're going to be fine.
အချမ်း
That's
လာတယ်
probably
ပဲ
what's being said right
focus
now.
လေသိပဲဦးကြည့်ကြီးခေါ်တာပါဦးဒီသွားတယ်မှာငါစားတယ်သူသိပြီလားမသိဘူး
What the timing should be on this push.
ကိုတီလေးလားအီတိုပေါ့မျိုးလေးတော့မျိုးလေး
The problem is they don't have a flash. They can't really make 𝐤𝐷 just take a wild gander. Smoked out. And there you go. 𝐤𝐷 target selection out there was a bit rough. ZTR
gonna be a
still
man,
left
Leafy,
alive. Body's going to try to push that, but 𝐤𝐷 is just having a field trip out in towards long. Adam, another headshot coming by from that Eagle. Damage was dealt by him. But I doubt to say, I don't think it's enough.
2-round
ဟိုးတယ်
game.
သေးလေးတိုက်တာရေ
That's what we're working with. And you look at the money on the CT side, finances are not going to be
Wasn't
an
I
issue
say that
until the end of the
yeah,
half.
huh.
𝐤𝐷's working with
Gee,
9.9k. You've got
ပေါက်တော့မှ
Mateos
ထဲ့တာ
at
10သား
8.5 banjo
အေး
over
ဘူက
10k
နိုင်
both
10သား
on
တယ်ကျွတ်စ
ZTR.
င်
Looking quite
Love it,
affluent as
say they.
well. This is where OG needs to try and strike down. And once again, we're not really seeing that AWP being brought in on the T side from Cadian, right? Nuke is, I guess, a little bit more understandable. Thus, to the moment that you get the money for it, you might have to.
Oh, I like this. Prime Tap's going aggressive once again. OG need this space up into long, but they need the opening frag as well, and Volt's not going to give it up that easily. Back up to blue out here. You can just leave Prime Taps and go
ဝဲကြ
back.
လို့ဝဲမစော့ကြဘူးလားဗျာသူကမရှိဘူးတော့မပြောဘူးဒါတော့တ
Also,
တိယ
you
ထား
want to
ပါ
have
မ
that
ပြောတတ်
elevated
ဘူး
angle in case the CTs refight long, which they have been doing every now and then, right? Prime Taps' angle is not that easy to clear out. Even some of the flashes don't fully blind him.
Got just enough
ဘယ်လို
utility
ဒီ
left out here for OG
ပြ
for
ပါ
all
လား
out.
လုံးနေပြမပြပါဘူးဒါ ကက်စတာတွေ
It's
ရှိ
still
ပါ
going
တ
to
ယ်
be an A commit.
အဲ့
The
မှာ
issue
သူ
with
တို့ရဲ့
this one for OG
discard
is
လောက်
the
တာ
fact
တွေ
that
ကက်
they
စာ
have
တွေကပို
left
ပြီးကြည့်
B
ကော
for
င်းမှာ
such a
ကိုက
long
ဘာမှလည်း
time
မ
that
ချီးပြောက်ကြီးနဲ့မလုပ်ပါဘူး
Matheus has just got all the information.
ပေါင်းတာပဲ
He's not really tested.
လုပ်
That
ပြသေးလို
mid
င်းကြောင်
smoke
လိုင်းမ
is
ကြောင်ကျင်တော့
not a mid smoke.
ကိုကတော့ okay ပြီ
That was
ကျွန်
just
တော်
an
OD ပေးထည့်လိုက်
improvised
တာ
piece of you, so
တက်
not
နိုင်စ
really
င်
a
တာ
lineup.
သိန်း
So,
30ထည့်လိုက်တယ်ဟော
Yeah.
ဒီဒီစင်ကိုမေးကြနိုင်သိန်း
That's a bit of a
8000
tough, especially if Mateos is
Oh,
able
ma.
to get that kill in towards B and doesn't see
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
else. Focus are
Kung
just going to have
sabi
more
mo.
people dedicated to the A play.
Oh,
Wow.
he's found himself tucked in
Wow, the Mario okay man only, huh? This is not bad over okay job man
out, and the nade could have done so much more damage, but it already did enough. 𝐓𝐴 back up to play, doesn't land the shot, is gonna go out, but no, it's the USP to land it.
Okay, let me man over when they okay, over when they okay, hold on. Over there, over ba, I'm down. This time man, the man be there.
Yeah, that was a little bit tough.
Drew la lan စပြတယ်ကဘော်ရာတွေကိုကားဝယ်ဖို့ပတ်စံနေလို့လို့ပေးနေရ အဲ့ဒီက price နဲ့ချိန်စောကြပါဘောဘယ်ပါလို့လဲဟောအဲ့နဲ့လိုပဲဆိုတော့မပြီးနဲ့ထွက်နေစောပုတ်တယ်နော်အခုနိုင်ကလိုပဲဆိုတော့ဟာလားဒါဆိုအခုဘယ်သိရ BC game ရောက်ပါပဲလား BC game simple နဲ့တူတူဟုတ်တယ်လေပြောတာဟုတ်တယ်ကြည့်ကြတာဟုတ်ကဲ့လေးနိုင်သေးလားလုံထားအောင်တော့ okay လုံထားတယ်ပြောပါလို့ဆို okay နည်းနည်း okay တဲ့
with no money as well. Lost bonus.
ဘိုင်မမြင်လိုက်လို့ okay
so you don't really have
အဲကြောင့်တော့ပဲဟုတ်မလဲ gambling ဆိုင်ဆိုတာဘယ်ပြန် gambling လုပ်ပြတယ်ကြွေးပေးလို့ရတယ်ဒီမရှိကြတယ်
You only have to wonder, right? What if 𝐘𝐴 was a little bit more aggressive on the flank? Gave 𝐴 the run for his
into the
money.
next round, you kind of need that AWP on the T side, right? 𝐓𝐴's been having free reign, and when the CT
ပြောတာမှန်ပါတယ်ခုနကခုနစေသားကြီးဗျာကျွန်တော်တို့ OG နိုင်တော့ထည့်နိုင်တော့လှအောင်နော်တော်တို့ခေါ်တီးရလားအဲဒီမဲ့ဒီဝိုင်း16ဆိုင်မျိုးလားအေးတဲ့အောင်ကြိတ်ထားတယ်အောင်ကြိတ်ထားဟုတ်ကဲ့ဆိုဒုနေမှာတော့โอเคလေကြိုက်တာဒီချိုးတယ်ခုဒီမျိုးတခါလေးထုနေတယ်ဟာအဲဟုတ်
Decided they much rather give Focus an opportunity to actually have a great buy into round number 23. Half buy coming around, Galil onto body. Going for the default that we got to see so many times at a Focus on that T side. Split down to B.
It's just a fake though. You want to walk up middle. That's with the rifle leading the charge. There's the glue in the hands of
body. That all me like that. Hey, anymore. Bro, we don't care about your do no name. We just for your penny. ရှမ်းမြောက်မှာကောင်းတဲ့ Wi-Fi လေးညွှန်ပေးပါဦး။ရှမ်းမြောက်မှာကောင်းတာ။အဲ့ကျတော့မသိဘူးလူရှိတယ်ရှမ်းမြောက်မှာ
Rifles
ပြလိုက်ပါဦး
so it is the pistols that
ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဒါမချမိတယ် pre ထားလို့မချလိုက်တော့တာဟုတ်ပါပြီးကျင်တာလုံးရားနေရပဲနော်ဘာထိန်ပါလဲသေသားတော်လားဟုတ်တယ်ဆိုအဲ့ဒီဘက်လည်းကောင်းတော့မယ်ဒီကတော့ကတည်းကတော့ယူရတန်းအော်ဟုတ်လား fucking damn oh shit
what am I saying just waiting for Adam to connect and he does 3 bullets to the body it's enough ZTR left out to 3 HP and the retake's now online 𝐘𝐴 needs that bomb down but he's picked up the op instead
ZTR's low
Molly on site and
that is going to hit another shot
𝐘𝐴 in front of the smoke needs to find 𝐘𝐴 barrel spotted. It's all down to a timing. 𝐘𝐴's gonna look up, and now he's seen him. Now he's gonna try to shoot, and he is getting very antsy out here. But Adam just winning this round for 𝐘𝐴. 𝐘𝐴's backing away, trying to flash himself to the angle. Oh, the jitters are there. The shivers are coming through. 𝐘𝐴's left alive, and he's on the angle, flashed. Going down back to Ram. 𝐘𝐴's on the defuse right now. Is going to try, but the Molly is perfect. And they're going to just be playing the time around here. Perfect position for Adam. He can just line him up. No smoke available. There's the peak, and there's the win. It's 12 on the board for OG.
What a round.
အဲ့ကျင်လာသူ့မေမရှိတော့နေတယ်ဟဲ့ဒီလိုက်ကောင်းတယ်စားပြမကောင်းဘူးတင်ပြောတာဟာဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့မှာကောင်းတာလာရှူရှမ်းခောက်ဆိုရဲဟေး
out of 𝐘𝐴 towards the ramp
ကိုလည်းစကူတော့မရပါမယ် regular တိုင်းလေးဟဲ့လား
in there waiting for Adam to take his shot and winning the fight. Big kill out of Adam B. Is that flank in towards long that wins them the round. Nice pickup out of 𝐘𝐴 as well. And 𝐓𝐴's disappointed.
That's why you watch it. You go ya ခိုက်တဲ့နေရပြဒါပေမဲ့ match ရောက်လည်းနိုင်သွားမှာဟိုပါလေဟန်ဒီသမားတွေအတွက် OD သွားမှာဟုတ်လားဥပမာဝင်းနဲ့မတွေ့ဘူးဘရိုတဲ့မူဆယ်မှာဘရိုရေးတဲ့ unit လင့်လာတော့တွေ့တယ်ဗျာ unit လင့်လာအဲ့ဒါလေးပတ်ဝန်းကျင်မှာပေါ့နော်ဘယ်ဟာလေးကောင်းတယ်နည်းနည်းစုံစမ်းပြီးသုံးကြည့်ပါဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့တချို့ကြောင့်နေရာနဲ့ဆိုင်တယ် brand နဲ့မဆိုင်တော့အဲ့ကြတော့တချို့က brand နဲ့မြို့ကြီးတွေမှာတော့ Mandalay မှာတော့ brand နဲ့တိတ်မဆိုင်တော့သူကောင်းတဲ့ဟာကောင်းတယ်တကယ်ဒါရန်ကုန်မှာတော့မြို့ထဲပိုင်းကဘာကောင်းလဲလို့ပါတော့ရှိတယ်။တောင်းအောင်ဖင်ရတာဟုတ်တယ်။
It's a better head-to-head as well for 𝐘𝐴. And I know he's not been playing the OP as much, but you're still looking at an 18-13 in comparison to 𝐓𝐴's 18-13. So this is like what was the situation on Nuke like.
Oh, look at this again. 𝐓𝐴 trying to find advantages wherever he can muster them, but that is going to be a nade that could have cleared out ZTR, yet stays alive with
advantage ကိုရှောင်းရရှာတော့ကြိုးပေါ်တာ
left onto 𝐓𝐴 as well. He
Oh,
doesn't
even if I didn't know.
But he might care soon enough. There's still util in play in OG. Back down towards long. Are going to be playing a bit of a slower take now.
If they walk out
သူ
without
ချာချာရေဘု
utility,
တို့ကနီးပြအမားတွေပြင်နေ
That's
စေး
actually
ဘောက်
great.
ထုတ်လိုက်ပြီတဲ့ဟုတ်လား
making any noise, not indicating in any way, shape, or form what's going on. So for Focus, it could be a little bit more difficult to realize what's up. Oh, Jorko's burned.
Yep, there's the util we
But
were talking
Jorko
about.
eating
Got
what
stuck
a
out
soft
there
bit
in
and a
towards
dead
catwalk,
beyond.
and now
Get
Body
over.
walks through a smoke.
Oh,
Bodies,
yeah.
2 bodies just closed out the game into at least the second map. A
Fuck.
beautiful entry, and so
Game
gutsy
three,
as well coming
oh,
through from
two weather
Body as
boy.
Banjo and Matheus left
Jari
down to
akka gon
2v5,
me.
made 2v4 courtesy of Banjo. Prime taps on the angle, looking to cut off the rotation, and that will be
အော်ဟေ့ရောက်ရေ
end of the
ရှော့ရှော့ဝိုင် position ယူလေကြည့်အောင်လို့
to play as OG
အာတလုံးအောင်ဝိုင်းဆယ်စားလည်းမရတော့ဘူးထားလိုက်တော့နည်းနည်းဥဝိုင်းဆယ်စားမရတော့ဥဝိုင်းဒီမှာလည်းဖိုကတ်ထည့်ထားတာရှော့ဟိုကြီးကတပွဲနိုင်တာပါတဲ့25% ပဲရှိတော့အာ83% နဲ့ overbet သွားအောင်မကြီးကိုစားရတာဒီက metric တာပါတဲ့ဟုတ်ပါသူဝမ်းသိမစော့ပါဘူးတဲ့ဖင်ရတယ်ကွာခုန body shot မှာပြစ်သွားတာကြီးကပဒီပြန်တော့မပြစ်နိုင်ဘူး ball flan နဲ့ဘလို့ shot ကြီးမှအဲ့လိုနေနေ shot ယူရင်လည်းယူတာမဟုတ်အနောက်ကြီးမှာစုပ်နေတယ်ငါလို့ရနှစ်စားကြီးတက်သွားသေးတယ်ဟုတ်လားဒီဆိုင်ကမက်ကစိုက်ပါရှုပ်တယ်နီမီကောင်တော့ရှုံးပြီးရှုံးနိုင်လို့တာ83% ဆိုတော့ focus ကတော့ကောင်း focus game 2ပြန်သလိုတက်တာဆို game 3တော့နိုင်ပါတယ် game 3နိုင်တယ်ဒီချိုးနေရကျေးဇူးတင်တဲ့လေးစားနေမလိုက်လိုက်အောင်တဲ့ချိုးတော့ရေဟိုသေးတေးချိုးဟာလားကဲ game 2လေးကတော့ focus လေးပဲပေါ့ဟုတ်စီဆိုပြီးတော့မထည့်ပဲမနေပါနဲ့ focus မှာပါဒီလိုနဲ့တော်တော်ကလုံးနဲ့ဘက်ကန်နာတာဘောပဲတော့
Well,
လိုပဲပဲ
looks like for them,
Have a
it's
look,
something
Visa,
that
hope I
happens
can
on a
do
daily
it later.
basis. We've just
ဒီ
missed
3လေးရတော့ချက်စုံ
everything.
focus ပဲထည့်လိုက်
Yeah,
တော့
well,
focus အ
well,
နိုင်တယ်
thank you,
ကောင်း
Sharks. I mean, this is not Draculan after all. This is super Draculan.
over ဆို
We
ကျွန်တော်
have
enter တော့
super
နည်းနည်း
plays
ကြိုက်တယ်
from all the
ဒါကတော့
teams.
formula ထဲမှာပေါ့လေ enter မကြိုက်လဲ
Everybody
focus
is
ဆို
pushing
handicap
their
ပေးယူလိုက်
limits.
ဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲ designer ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ဒါ
They
အထူ
upset
CT ရတဲ့ကောင်တော့
N2.
ထဲမှာပဲ
He's the leader when it comes to kills. He's the
Dale,
leader
piale,
when it
hope,
comes
piale.
to impact as well, I would say. As that clutch was
ဒီဘက်တည်းတေးအောင် over win သိမ့်
was
နော်ဒီကောင်
beautiful
နေလဲ
on its own.
ထက်မှာပဲသူတက်ကို
All
တက်
the kills.
ခဏ over လေးတဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်
Three players waiting right where
အတော်လေးကောင်းတယ်ညာ
Keep
အာ
damage,
ဒီ
keep
ဝေး
damage,
ရ
gonna
ဒီ
help,
ဝေးချီရက
later
ဒီ
in
မှာ
the
ပဲကွာ
round.
ဆောက်စီးလို့ပွဲ
And let's see if we can see some sort of answer, some sort of
စောစောဆိုင်ရကလည်းခုမှလာပြတယ်
response from Eternal Fire.
That's
With
what you read,
almost
agent,
the
don't
same
I?
composition.
Don't
They
I?
have a weapon. They have Regali in the center of attention and 4 other pistols, and everything is about to go down with Jota in the first
Well, yeah,
line.
easy change,
He's
yeah,
not
Paolo.
gonna take the first Regali with 2 trades once again, as Max Score is gonna calm everything down and put everyone back on the surge with 18 seconds left though. Sharks are playing with the time. And Mistam's waiting for that. Mistam's has been reading this for all the round. He's gonna take the first, but the second will be denied. The bomb plant will be done in time.
Oh, he did it with barely 2 seconds left. And now it's Regan against 1 versus 2. Just the deagle, but I cannot find it. Let's take a moment and speak about how perfectly it was played up until the bomb has been planted. Like, maybe if they could have delayed it a little bit or just sacrifice a man.
ရိုးကြရေချိုးရင်ကဲတယ်ဟုတ်လား
You know, keep the bomb
ညမ
planted
အေဂျင့်ပြပိုင်းလုံနေတာအဲ့ဒါမို့နဲ့ဂမ်းဝယ်ပါဦးဆိုဖိုကတ်တို့ရဲ့ဟုတ်ပါစိတ်သားလဲဒီအားကြတော့ new city တာဗျာ city တိတာအဲ့တာ
So many upsets and so many crazy plays. I don't even know from where to begin with. I'll be honest.
Yeah, the problem in the previous round was in that 2v2. The player in the vent, the first player, I think it was DemQ. I can't remember that well. He was set on pushing and he forgot that there could be another player waiting for that. And as soon as he stepped out of that vent, well, he was gone. So nobody was close enough to delay or deny the bomb plant, so probably that is the
over
main reason why
focus mà qua anh
they
đã lý
just
rồi
tried to win
why
it
help
too
that
fast because they
à
saw
mấy
the
mà
time
bạn
running out and they saw
oh the
that the
anda
chance
anda
instead it
over
was just a trap.
hey
A perfectly executed trap from Shark.
anda over
Now looking and getting
nó
their
đâu mà
fourth
giống
round
focus
actually,
từ mà mấy
as
đứa
they're not
tôi tính bài
controlling
bị
the
chịu
weapon,
tin nè
and
ý
that
rồi
is a big
ý
financial
đứa
boost. We
sống
see
tại chả
Vola
mà
on the
thú ra
screen,
tiền
66 ADR so far, but it doesn't matter. What really matters are those
đưa đưa
8
lại
kills
xuống nào
because I can
đưa lại xuống
almost remember every single one of them, and they were impactful kills. Those were the kills that brought these 4 rounds over to Sharks' side.
cái này ấy bị con này ấy đó mới chơi đây nè chết chạy được brother
Okay, now Shark doing
chết đu gì quá chết đu gì biết bị gì
same scenario,
so
giving it the same medicine, right?
anda hả over bé brother over bé thì over mấy bộ
Last
à
on A.
bóng quanဖြစ်lâu là
Yeah,
bóng đâu chạy
so many
qua ý
players
xếp bộ
off
chạy
guard, sitting on the having
đó là
that
bắt sinh
tank,
lên ý nghĩa mọi người
but Mistem tries to make the trade.
tí
Now
sai cả đấy
he
cũng
gives
tàn
the
này à
bomb
so
up to
xếp với bộ
Regali,
tí
can't
giá qua
stop.
được
Can
mà
Regali put that
Dog
up
then
to a good
Regali.
use? Can he secure the round for his team? The newest addition for Eternal Fire. All eyes are on him. Yet the bomb.
àပြောkhông ai bị phải đi vào làပြောcái nào phải à
And it looks like he will successfully manage to do so. He's like,
gì
at least I got it,
đừng
bro.
còn mới tí chấp thì vì
It
cái nào
wasn't
này
an easy task, but you know, diamonds are made under pressure. This is what he delivered.
over
3 to 4. Still a long way before they have to go for a third map, hoping to go for Mirage, especially when they're fighting Shark Esports. But this is a good beginning.
Yeah, that's true. They'll have to do more than that because they're not even level with
Yup.
Sharks right now.
Really
So
happy.
they need to
And
keep
they
up
really
the
happy.
levels.
Đi chơi làm
Another thing
hậu
we
là
have
phố
to
kệ
look
sống
for is
chạy
that
rồi
they started on the city side, so Regon
over đi hả
down here
over lạ đấy
won't be a
over
really,
tỷ
really
lạ
good thing. Another trade coming from Eternal Fire, but just Koala was eliminated for Sharks yet, and Jota next to Regali see themselves in a position where they can't really do anything.
mà lấy mà chi cả đấy hậu bảo có thể sọc xí tao rồi đè không tôi mà chủ đạo làm gì à vậy đấy à muốn mà chủ đạo cao này
They will
thì
go
chủ
for
đạo
the
bốc
save as Sharks Esports are celebrating another round, and even though the highs of Eternal Fire are really high, we can see the lows as well, and those are not looking good either. The AWP of
They gotta
Regali
see us,
will be
Gali.
lost. I'm glad to
Free
see
bet
it
it.
active
Life
this
back
time,
up,
but
Mike.
there is a
ai
problem
bác mà
when
chỉ
a single
situation
player is
chỉ việc
active
thế
and
là
the
biết
rest
cả
of the
cô
team is
khá
not
là để qua
playing,
đi
and
biến tông nào
you
là
know,
mày
probably Eternal Fire would have
tôi
wished
đang cô đi biến mày
for
Tôi là
Regali
cố ý
to
về
be
tra
this
kìa mà cô
active on the previous map where Eternal Fire
cô nào
actually
đồ là
got
vì cô nào đồ là xôi là nó cũng được khá
I
khá bảo
would
rồi mình
say
chậm
that
chạy là ha
for this map it's
các bảo
clear
rồi
that Sharks
tính
are
chạy
right
tôi
now.
chạy hoa
It's
này
clear
bộ
that,
bộ rồi shit bị chạy đấy
they feel they can win
cái này
everything.
thế nào cũng nó mấy lý thế nào ha là có thể cái nào này là đang đây
And suddenly they're not as relaxed as they used to be. There's not much of a one-sided advantage here. Okay, these guys are being on eco, but still, don't fire. They're putting up quite a fight against them, you know.
không thể
Yeah,
u
they
vậy
are.
không bảo
And
không là
I'm
không
sure
thể
that they're gonna keep on doing it, but it's
Then
not
I know
enough to
where
put
I'm
up a
beating
fight
big
if
for it.
you
How about
can't
anh
have
thấy
the
vậy là nó
winning
chỉ
factor,
vậy
if
đó
you
ngắn
can't
này
have that
con
little
này lâu về thế
something
nào
that brings
vậy
you
được của mẹ
on
rất
top
cú là
at
đại
the
đu
end,
quay đi đi
because you might be taking
chỉ
the
in thay
advantage,
rồi
you
à
might
ở
be
đây
ending this half in
chỉ thay đi
advantage, but it's clear who feels better on this map, and that is Sharks Esports, at least for now. Maybe things will change. We see some beautiful bullets. Maybe these beautiful bullets will be enough for today
Come on, Luisa.
to end Nuke in your favor. But usually Nuke doesn't go like that. Nuke, I see it like Inferno, maps that need to be played as a team, maps that require more than just bullets, but
7
also
nè không phải biển chỉ mà
a winning tactic. 1 HP for anything. Talking
đủ
about
lấy chỉ
luck.
mà nó đủ lấy quay bị công bị mà con này game 2 này biển đủ lấy mì đấy game 3 giàu à đủ lấy này mà mì đâuပြောrồi biết mà luôn à sim cao mà chỉ lấy chỉ một đủ lấy
63, not much to be added or said. Perhaps another tactical timeout could be helpful in coming in. We are a couple of rounds away before closing the first half, and I don't know. I don't like to compare games, but considering this has been a long day and we still have, I believe, one more best of 3 to go, it gives me a throwback from EAC and Infinite. Like, EAC had such a good round on T side, and same goes for Shark Esports. The thing that Fire can do to break this pattern, and what I mean the pattern is that I'm not sure because they also had few Romanian players playing on Infinite. It's perhaps a 7-5 would be more than a fair score to make a comeback. Here it is. We are 2 players.
ဒီမှာနေပြီးလူဝင်းဖြစ်နေတယ်လို့ခံစားနေရပေါ်တာသူကဖိုလိုတော့ပြန်လာမှတော့လီတလုံးအော်ရမိုလီအော်နေမိုလီတွဲတော့ထဲတယ်ရှောင်းနေပြီဆိုတော့နောက်မှာချူတာနေနဲ့တော့ကာဖိုလိုI'm a dog 1 versus 2 အေး34 winnable
really low and Nate
အော်မီနီကပြန်လာတာပစ္စတိုနဲ့လာလိုရှိမဲ့တိပါဗျာဘယ်ကာလီနဲ့လိုရှိမဲ့တိပါတော့ပစ္စတိုနဲ့ပြန်ဦးလာနေစီဖာဒီမှာ draw ဒီကိုလာမှတော့တိကြတယ်
Just 14 HP. Doc seems to be motivated by something to try and get closer to the site, but regardless, just an USP. So again,
check do better than you jolo be wide now.
I can get it. I mean,
You be
they
what
did
judge
not
me.
have that many things to be happy.
So they you jolo get them one
They
for
had
a
more
go.
rounds before they could catch that
They leave them.
confidence
What do you
again.
want?
We've seen them
We have blue
happy
jam now.
in
Where am I
the middle to late stages of Ancient, but that happiness quickly erased from their faces as soon as they've seen Sharks Esports take control and
Juja banner look at the Juja.
Win their own map pick.
Ooh, look at that POV on Regali. If people would have just walked towards trophy room, that would have been a multiple op kill. Gets one, gets traded immediately. However, it's still going to be one player advantage.
They have man about this.
Good for it.
They have a ship what did that? That's what 9
Let's see if Demka can plot this one out. There it is. Kola gets taking out.
Thank you, Babangin there. Thank you, Babangin.
1 versus 2.
If I interfere, Center resident, how does that resident?
Already.
And he took the op as well. That could be really a really inspired decision taken in just a few fractions of a second. And he knows where Mistem is coming from. This will be narrowed down to a shot that he can't afford to miss. He will hear the door. You can't miss this. You have the perfect angle.
No!
And he's missed it. But he can't miss it again.
Oh! Man, all I have to say, first time was
Shabeno, Borado. Bina view, 2-0 2-1 la. 2-0 be.
And look at his
2-0 Bora. 2-0 te.
got it being relieved 74. I mean, that early shot in the end somehow managed to
Hello, who are you? Game 3 KDN to Maji Maji out.
The outcome would have been way different there.
Oh man,
Enough with those ifs and whats. The reality is different.
True. And also, the reality is that Eternal Fire now will have some sort of a complicated mission. I mean, when the sides will be switched, you already know that Eternal Fire are not gonna have it coming easy. I mean, you need to be really good on the T side of Nuke. And we've seen some good highlights from different teams that we did not expect to perform that well on Nuke, but at the same time, this is the text you always have to go through because you have to set some expectations. And honestly, the expectations from Eternal Fire in the second half will be high, but we don't know. Oh?
What? What are you showing me, cameraman? Transition? Oh, maybe on 0. It's going to be a transition. Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, sorry for interrupting you, Sudi. Never mind. I feel
because I think Kazari South Sea Bari maybe on it. The winner tell one, we're only showing one. The winner nation. How dare I go? Will Puka or Hela? Stay that in my own hand now. Tell that how.
True.
It's the first day. It's the first day. If that's the games we're gonna play.
We need to come up with a different. Oh my god, look at that jump kill.
What is going on? Chaos back at it again here on Nuke, the House of Chaos, and Draculan. It's a 2v2. Time to settle down a bit, but 𝐓𝐴 wants more. He has that scout, and we've seen a beautiful clutch out of 𝐓𝐴's hand with that scout, so maybe he's gonna do it again. By this time he has Regan by his side.
ဒူလေးဝက်လက်ကြည့်ချင်တယ်ဆရာသမားတွေတပူအလုံးနဲ့ရှက်ပဲတူးစီရမိုက်တယ်ဟိုဘက် OG တို့က focus ပြီးနေပြီကိုဖိညာတဲ့အခါနဲ့ focus နဲ့ OG ကဟိုပါနော်ဟိုပါလေ met over 1-1ပြောတာဟုတ်တယ် met over တကတူးစီဟာဟဲ့အောင် tester met တစ်တွေက live ဘက်ဟိုပါလေ focus လေးပဲတိတ်သွားလွယ်လို့နော်ကျန်တော့ဇာတော့ကတ်ဒါပေမဲ့ခုတော့နိုင်ပါ
right under their noses. That weapon came in too late. And
we
once
fade
again,
again,
𝐓𝐴 all alone and scout going to the B side.
Please be
This time
mentally,
the
eh?
first headshot won't connect. He's gonna drop
Tanawa,
down
eh,
to the red
double
box,
even
and now he
about.
approaches the
Oh.
side. And this time, no clutch for 𝐓𝐴. 8 rounds for Sharks. And big chances. As soon
Come on,
as they
you know,
hit
over the
that
team,
second
huh?
half, they know they need to win the pistols. And if they manage to do so, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, so you get that 1 day off
Nah,
between
we-
Thursday and Saturday.
We are bad.
Which is
We are so bad.
to be good for
ဒါ
whoever
လေး
can,
ချိုးဝကြပေးတော့ပိတ်
get
သွား
that
ဟာ
obviously
ရ
we're
ဆောင်း
here.
လန့်နေ
Right now, we've got outside of the winner of this one, who's going to be playing against the Danish side of 𝐓𝐴, who took down 𝐵Klick earlier on today. You've got 𝐓𝐴 𝐷𝐷. So I think it is fair to say the winner of this is going to be in a prime spot to potentially take that #1 seed, and this is what they're after. With that being said, though, folks, time to jump right into that third and final map. We've got an overpass. T-side start for OG, looking like a bit of a B-pop.
Look at this setup, though. Focus are fully ready for it. 4 people out in towards B, and the flashes are now going to start flying on in. The Deagles not going to be seen because it's only Glocks and USGs going out to 5 volt. Actually finds the first. Banjo gets straighted, though, and that's 𝐤𝐷 out of heaven found as well.
Sorry?
Body is on a turret right now. How did he even know about ZTR? Kills connecting, shots confirmed out
ဒီ
towards
ဆိုင်က
water
နိုင်တော့
as
CT
well.
ကောင်လည်းဇာကတ်တော့မှာဘာကြိုက်လဲကိုပွဲတာကိုဘက် over ကြိုက်တယ်အန်တာ over တော့ဘောင်း over ဆောင်ရလှဘောင်း over ဆောင်ရလှပြီး focus အနိုင်လေးနည်းနည်းကြိုက်
Coming on down to a 2v2.
Body might have to do a little bit
ကနိုင်
more.
လေးကြိုက်တယ် met over လည်းပြီးသွားပြီ focus game 2အနိုင်လေးပဲရှုံးရပဲရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့မှာ အနိုင်ပြန်သိမ်းမယ်ဟုတ်လား တတိုက်တွေလာ
has to do it all alone. 2 kills already under his belt. Needs to get all 4, and there goes one more and a 4th out of Body. That's the type of round you want to see out of the Frenchman.
That is beautiful in the pistol to keep the momentum up here for OG. 5 out of 5 pistol rounds right now.
On live
down the round of OG.
မဲ့ဇာ10 online ဇာ
They are
10
making it look so damn good. What is this out of Body, though? Look at that. He turns it back around. An absolute turret. And that last kill as well on the fadeaway. Perfect headshots coming around. Indeed, a beautiful round from the Frenchman.
Big round out of Body. We were having that conversation
Could be
as well
them, yeah.
about him and the firepower that he can bring to the table as well as the experience. That's a very good example, especially on some of the T sides.
And you know, this is certainly something that Kuban has talked about with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, we got to lock in for those pistol round guys. We've got the advantages. Let's play them up. And that sort of a round happens. You know, the morale isn't going to tank, but it's going to be a bit of a pest at the back of their heads.
Yeah, especially when we were talking T-side overpass rounds, I feel like those are very difficult to come around nowadays.
Yeah.
And it is it is a map that is leaving soon.
It
Sadly.
is. You happy with that?
I'm
Who
happy
got
with
9
the catch
which is
position.
ordered
I
it.
wouldn't
Cha.
say I'm particularly happy with overpass being removed. I think
think there were better options.
it is very fresh to have a new map enter the pool at the start of each season. I like it. And I think the timing to announce that right after the major ends is very good because it gives people time to prepare for the start of the next season. But I would want to see maps not being the same map that has been added in the last off season not get removed straight after, you know. I thought Overpass had more to give, and I think it still has more to give.
I echo your statement 100%. It just feels like we're stuck in this 5-map roster, and then the other 2 just kind of get swapped in between seasons. But
Sure.
we'll see. How
I guess
things are
it
gonna-
ultimately comes around to what's being played the most,
Yeah.
right? And Overpass was not the most played map
I saw
on
something,
pro level or
yeah, on
bugs.
pro level, like tier 1, it was played 11 times in the past season or something like that. Crazy.
No, that was just me.
Okay. Still though. 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 body opening found. The B-bomb site. OG, again, advantage is taken, and without too much heavy damage on their side either, Focus already have got to think about evasive maneuvers. Because that B-bomb site is OG's all day. Steps made by 𝐾DIAN.
Yeah, another good opening kill. Well, a set of opening kills coming out of 𝐾DIAN and Body. It's a bit of a save being called in from 𝐤𝐷𝐤 𝐅𝐸 and ZTR. That has been a bit of a story with well, not 𝐤𝐷𝐤, but with 𝐤𝐷𝐤 and his teammates, with Focus in general. It is a team that always comes very close to winning important maps and important series, but it has been a bit of an issue to close them out, right? We saw a bunch of these examples during PGO Bucharest where they were picking into Inferno a lot, but then a lot of the losses, I think there was a point where they had like 3 consecutive losses on Inferno that were all overtimes. And that's one of the things that it is very difficult to address directly with such a young team, because it ultimately comes down to having experience, and you gain experience by playing, so you have to go through these very difficult losses. But it's one of the things that kind of feels like it's bottlenecking the potential of this team, because if they are able to have these slow starts, able to close in overtimes a little bit more frequently, then the number of wins is just going to exponentially grow.
Yeah, coming into it, I mean, sometimes it's very easy to see where that lack of experience comes in for Focus as well. 𝐤𝐷𝐤 over peaking, Volt kind of not putting himself in the right positions. But these are things that you micromanage away in the macro sense and into the game that Focus bring into the table most of the time. I don't know if it's fully fair to say that the experience has been the #1 factor as to why they haven't been able to close out these games. But yeah, that's just kind of a personal take that no one really asked for.
OG လေးနဲ့ City လေးမှာ City လေးနဲ့ MP9 လေးနဲ့ဖြစ်နေ
A couple of MP9s in the previous round. The Eagle out on Theos as well, and an opening shot well landed onto Spook. 𝐤𝐷𝐤 opens things away out towards mid, but it looks like things aren't going to be easy to hold here for Focus.
Yeah, Body's playing a bit of a timing game, right? He's been left all alone in towards the blue, so he needs to turn around towards his back to make sure no one's pushed long. Now he's going to have 𝐾DIAN cover for that, so Body can focus on that smoke and punish 𝐤𝐷𝐤 trying to go for an aggressive play. They still know 𝐷𝐤𝐻 is alive. The reason we're saying this, a rifle, well, not on a rifle right now, but you get the point. Gonna be looking for him for a little bit longer.
Hear me out, Banjo gets the kill on prime taps.
Even if he does, it's not that big of an issue, right?
Yeah,
that's the goal here. Prime taps is being sent on a bit of a solo
တော့စစ်မှာဖုန်းနေကောင်ပင်ရကုန်းနေ
If he's able to get the kill and
ပင်ရ
secure
ကုန်းနေ
the
ပဲ
upside,
ကောင်
he's
က
going
တိုး
to
လေး
close
ထဲ
it
မ
out.
တင်တယ်
If
Prime
not,
Test နေတယ်ကတိုးလေးညာ
then
ဘက်
they
ဖြတ်
go
ကန်
away.
တော့ကောင်က
So it's all about
ဘုံမချင်းလို့
slowing
ကောင်
down.
က
I think he is
ဘွန်
calling
ဂျိုက
that back.
လာ
Body's picked
တက်
up
ပြီး
another
လာ
one.
တက်
Prime
တီး
taps
လိုက်မယ်
needs
ဆို
to
တော့ထား
argue
တယ်
the
နော်
barrels.
He should, right?
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
hello.
မြင်သွားတာ
Kill
ဟုတ်နေ
confirmed.
ပါ
The
ဟုတ်ကဲ့နိုင်
second
Okay ဗျာ
to get that
Let's
plant.
go.
And honestly, Volt could buy enough time.
This could be close.
ဤထားပါရဲ့
15 seconds.
ဤသေးထားပါရဲ့
Take down prime taps is the question. No, he does not. So the round over
Yeah,
before
they
it
are
could
down.
really be attempted there by Volt. 3-0
Bro, OG ကဖြုတ်
on
နေ
the
စီ
start of
OG
here
က
for
ဟို
OG. It's
ကြောက်
gonna
တာ
be an amazing
သူတို့ OG ကဘာဖြုတ်တယ်
start for Overpass.
ဒီနေကောင်းတာ
Looking bad for OG. Is it? First buy round coming up. Is there going to be enough money for 𝐤𝐷𝐤 to get onto an AWP? Answer is yes. He's going to have that big green with the smoke and the flash. No defuse kit. Not a single defuse kit for the entire team, actually, I've just noticed. Money still doesn't allow it.
That's going to be rough as well, especially for a map like Overpass. I think just selling an incendiary and buying that kit is 100 times more impactful, but it depends on how you want to play these setups. And if Focus are going to be a bit more aggressive, then it might pass by. We'll just have to see what angles they're playing, because already Banjo is up into Monster.
Wonder what the idea is. It feels like they wanted to originally just take connector and go out middle, go out short and split B. But 𝐷𝐻𝐻 is in a very aggressive
ဖြုတ်နေ
position.
ချိန်မှာဖုန်းနေဖို့မလို့ကဲ can round လေးဆက်ကြည့်ပါ
Oh, he can
This
go
is such a
down
massive
Holding
play.
down နေကြကြည့်
He can just go for them to rotate down the B bomb side.
Nothing
ဘယ်ဘက် country
towards
represent
toilets. Full
EU ပဲ
control there
brother
for Focus on middle, but the time
EU ပဲ
they're
ဒီကောင်
wasting
ဟို
on just
ဘလူကဒီ
making
က EU ပဲ
fully sure that no one is there could have had a quicker rotation. OG could still be out into this B-bomb site. Now the rotates are coming in. Banjo, 𝐤𝐷𝐤, ZTR, Volt, all the entire house party warming up that B-bomb site. 𝐾DIAN first man down, by the way. �Matthäus managing to find a flank on him. And because of that flank, now OG have got to put a stop to this round. They're out into water.
Oh.
And they need an opening, but the double boost up is going to be going the way of Focus.
Yeah, go back to happy birthday, huh?
They met in the middle, and Focus comes out on top.
Two down
3v5,
to
and OG.
ဘူးစီးပါထည့်လိုက်တော့ဇာတ်ကပ်ပြီး body နဲ့ KD ရရှော့မော
Yeah,
စာ
it's a
မ
bonus
တူတော့
round.
လာမရမ
You
စက္က
need
န့်
to try
20
and
ဖြစ်
make
နေ
it
ပြီ
as expensive
လာမောက်
as
ရ
possible.
မှန်နေတာအဲ့ချိန်မှာ
Even if they
Matthias
win
နေ
in
နေ
the
တော့
20
ဒီ
seconds
စက္ကန့်
on the
ဒီ
ball
နေတာ
players
โอเค
still
ခုံ
making
ချတဲ့
the
တဲ့
move.
တော့
They
ကြား
are
လိုက်တယ်ပေါ့
saving.
နော်ဟဲ့ရှော့မှာတော့ကြားလိုက်တယ်
Surprising, very,
Spocky
very
နေနေတော့
surprising.
နောက်ကိုပြန်
Yeah,
ဟဲ့ရော
close
စေးပြီလား
Makes sense at
savvy.
the same time because you know you're just not entering
Oh,
that
yeah,
big
Tommy G,
box
yeah,
set
yeah,
without
yeah.
any
Chọc
util,
đó.
but you did have a flash, you did have a smoke.
စေးပြီ
Guess they just thought it wasn't
CT
enough.
ကိုကန်တော့ရောက်တာနဲ့
Not
focus is
completely
back
against
baby ဆို
Victor,
တော့
but
ပြန်လာနေပြီလား
this is a bit of a heads up, right? It's a bit of a tap on the shoulder. Let's not forget that these CTs could be playing aggressive angles in towards the A-bomb side.
Yeah.
Felt like they took a little bit too long. No one really considered the possibility of a CT coming through on such a quick timing behind him. And I would say, as much as it was quick, it wasn't really that rapid. It was a solid time window of around 20 seconds for Matheos to pull off his move.
And we're gonna have to, you know,
ဒီချက်နဲ့အိမ်အားပေးနေ
looking
တယ်ကို
over
တဲ့
towards Matheos to
ဟုတ်
see
ကဲ့
if
နိုင်
this
ပြီး
sort
တိ
of
လိုက်မှာ
advancement
ဟာ
is
တိ
gonna
လိုက်တော့
continue
ပို့
into
တက်
the
နေတော့
next rounds.
Wait,
Because
but then
if
it
this
be
sort of
40
impact
လား
continues, then suddenly
ရှောက်
Focus
ပြော
are
နေ
gonna
အောင်
find
မှာ
themselves
ပဲ
in a
ဒီ
really
ဘလို့
good
ဒီ
spot.
ညလည်း
Playing
ဒီတယ်
aggressive,
နဲ့ပါ
sure, sometimes you can over aggro, you can lose out on a good advantage, but at the same time, you have rounds like that where Matheos just kind of makes the entirety of the round.
Simplifying everything. They're just going to go for a straight up E-pop, but getting short control is going to be a priority. Banjo spamming through, nearly getting that kill onto Prime Taps. Barely surviving. Hard clear needs to come through. Body with another big opening, this time onto Volt.
Okay, so one man down, two more to go out into this
ပေါ်
B
ရှော့ရ
bomb
တာမှာ
side.
ဇာတ်ကပ်
OG
ကုန်ပြီ4-5
still got to be
In the
wary.
up, in the
Remember,
out.
Prime Tap's down to 8. He's going to be playing
အိ
the
မ်ရောက်ပြီးနေ
decoy.
မှာတကယ်အိမ်ရောက်ပြီးနေအေးရနှစ်ယောက်ကလည်းအရဲကြော်နေတော့အော်အေး B3 ယောက်အိမ်နှစ်ယောက်
They're all being sent back.
အေးတယောက်
Body's been left alone
ဘာမှ
there.
တွန်းနေပေါ်တာ
I think
ဘော်
he's
ဒီက
also
3 match ဟုတ်တယ်
backing
3
off
match
now. Matheos is
Hanako.
alone. It's all about taking that space as quickly as possible, right? 'Cause the CTs are going to stack up, try and maybe re-aggroing towards short eventually.
နောက်ပြီးတော့လောင်းကတုတ်ပြီးတော့
Matheos
စက္
will
ကန့်
start
50ဆို
hearing
တုတ်မှ
those
တော့ရ
steps.
မှာဒီတက်ပုံမြန်လေးတုတ်
He
လေးတုတ်
won't. They're going all the way towards
ခြေ
outside.
တံကျုပ်
Now
ဘက်
he
နဲ့
heard
ကြားလိုက်
them
ဆို
a
တော့
bit
ကျွန်တော်
late.
လောင်းဘက်ကိုပြန်ပြီး awareness
So
ထားတ
when
ယ်
do you call in a
မတီးရော
rotation?
စီနေအဲ့ဒါ
CT
ကြီးကဗိတ်တာဖြစ်
are
ပြီး
flash
ဟိုဘက်
went
ပြဿနာ
back.
တက်
Is
နိုင်
it
တယ်
too
ဆိုတော့
late? Too little, too late. Fade away.
Okay,
Matheos
1 for
finds
2
two.
trade ဆိုတော့မဆို
Cadian
ဒီမှာ
turning
3v3
trades
ဖြစ်
it
သွား
back,
တော့
but they're still
ဒီတော့
shifting
ကောင်း
out
နေတယ်
towards
3v3
Duelist,
က
wondering if there's a second man coming up
က
connector,
တုံး
if
တယ်
there's a third.
ခဏနာနဲ့ကတူကူတန်းမှာပေါ်တာတယောက်ရှိရဆိုမှအတန်က
information.
မြင်သွားမြန်
Only
25 second
25
ဖြစ်နေပြီ
seconds,
နောက်
so
လေး
OG
ကြည့်
have
တယ်
got
ခေါင်း
to
လေး
run
စီးတယ်လုံးလို့
into
မရ
this
တော့
bomb site. It's gonna be up
ဘယ်
to
အောင်စမှု
CTR
ကြီးနဲ့
to
စိုက်
lie
ကြတော့
it.
လှတော့
Another
လှ
flag
ကန်
coming
ပြီး
around
ပြီ
from Banjo. That's the bomb down. And that's the second found as well.
အော်
Banjo
ရော
wins the
Banjo
round.
timing
And it's only
Oh,
left down to body, and he's gonna get
Jocko.
flicked upon by the
Oh, yeah,
off.
focus
There's the
level.
happy smiles finally
ဒီ
coming
ယူ
back
ကြည့်
in
မလား
focus.
It
စေ
feels
ယူ
like
ပါ
it's a
လေ
little bit hesitant out of
တရားမလား
the
နေ
gate,
ရ
right?
တာ
You get that
ဒီမဲ့ဆို
opening,
ဘာလို့
uh,
OG မှာ
and-
ဆို
and-
နေ
whoa,
ချက်ရှင်း
you
ပြ
get that opening kill towards short, then you
စကောင်မှာ
fall
မောတော့
back.
ကြ
You
ည့်ချ
get
င်
the
တာစကောင်
refrag
မှာ
in
ကြည့်
towards
တာ
long. It's lovely out of Matheos to get a double out of this position. But at this point, especially with the kill in towards B and the fact that there's no re-aggression and Matheos is just
ဘောရာတို့
this on a bit of a, I guess, a bit of an island. The moment that you get the kill, unless you want to go down connector, you go a little bit quicker, right? Felt like at a certain point people wanted to hold for the flank, but then other people wanted to get utility drops so they can throw it in, and in the end no one's looking for that push in towards Con. And it's not like Body came up short connector, right? He went all the way through T-spawn, so there was a massive gap in towards short for such a long time.
But this is the same thing that was happening back on Dust 2 as well, if you remember out there for OG. They were trailing behind when there were only 20 seconds left, 25. They were scared of actually pushing into the bomb site. And when they found out about the timer and they looked up and they saw 20 seconds, then they just kind of just spurred out of the smoke, spurred out of the flashes.
That's
and
why I
everything
didn't
started
regard it,
falling
but
apart.
all,
So
eh.
clearly, OG have got some timing anxieties out here.
သက်ဆိုင်တင်နေရ S တာရတင်နေရကျွန်တော်လိုက်21လောက်ပါလား
Get into around number 6 right
21
now.
ပေါ့
Adam
နော် HSG Pro
taking
League မှာလည်း
the
S
spray.
တာတင်နေရှိတယ်ဇူလိုင်1ရက်နေ့ကျရင်လည်း
One of the main
Provision
things
တို့
about
Face
OG
တို့
that we can already
ဒီ
identify,
ဘိတ်တို့ကြည့်
apparently
လို့ရ
they're
တ
a
ယ်
team that
စ
likes
မေးချမ်း
controlling
ပြီး
the middle
ဝို
parts
င်း
of the map, which is a bit
မေးကော
bamboozling
လား
with the fact that
ဝိုင်း
they
နေ
are
မေး because
letting
next
it
ပြီ
go and they're
Because-
leaving everything for free in the later stages of the round
Yeah,
for
please,
focus, but early on,
Tell
the
them
first
there.
15, 20, 25,
ကြည့်
30
ချောင်းပူကောင်လုံး
seconds,
နေ spooky
take short control,
spooky
clear out
တေးလေး
connector.
မြတယ် spooky တွေ
It's very mid-century.
ဘက်ကပေါ်လာပါဖြစ်သွားတယ်ငမန်း
T
သား
side, at
လေး
least
တူ
for the
တူ
opening stages. And Focus have
Andali
stopped
do do
providing
do
them
do.
with opportunities to get that early opening kill, so OG will have to work with nothing for now.
This round's gonna be all about Jorko. He's down in middle. He's looking on out with the op, and he's
မ
got
န်းသားလေးတော့
support
ထဲ့
from
နေပြီ
Matheos.
မန်းသားလေး
He's
တော့မန်း
just
ဟာ
trying
လေး
to
တော့
info jump right now. He's staying away. He can be a stool out for the op top as well. Question is, do you play up forward out here towards long, or do you just play back in towards the side?
You have that T-side AWP from Cadian as well. Player spotted in towards long. PrimeTaps is still waiting for a potential punish. He could call him back. The bomb is on Banana. If PrimeTaps is able to get the kill onto Banjo, and you know that's the B anchor,
They're too
and
far.
you get him out of position.
25 seconds. He's
It could
just a
still be a
flank.
fake and a B finish.
It will be quite something. You're getting Cicadian now moving back away towards B, but they haven't moved out. 17 seconds and PrimeTaps needs to connect, and he won't. Banjo takes him down, and Cadian doesn't like the call he made now, because he was banking on the fact that B sunk. At least had one player to steer clear of. And it wasn't enough. Focus on a third right now. CTR still searching 5 HP. This just tells you how much focus
Can you go with a show up?
Yeah, the T-side economy is a little bit run now. At least you hold on to the AWP in the AK, but it's another one of these fakes that doesn't quite work out. It's not a bad idea. Felt like it could have worked out. PrimeTaps just couldn't win the first fight. Even if he ends up dropping to the guy in water, even if he gets refragged.
It's approachable.
Yeah, you can still potentially try and hunt him down. ADR graph for the side of OG is mental. You've got body on nearly 140 and then everybody else being on way less.
And now let's see a pop. Maybe this time a little bit of aggression is going to be coming through in the camp of OG, but it looks like that's misplaced. Cadian out of the fight, flash comes about, and it's going to be Banjo on the double through the flashbangs, finds the third as well. Denial scene, and OG still quick, but not rapid enough. They get stuck at the entry, and I saw that one earlier, but
CT ပြန်ရောက်မှပြန်လုံးနိုင်မယ်အဲ့ကြရင် over ပြန်ဖြစ်မယ်
got stuck on Monster.
အဲ့ဘက်လေးကလှလိုက်တယ်ဒီတော့ကြာနေတယ်လို့ဘယ်ကောင်တွေကြီးနေနေ
This is what
လဲ
we
မ
were
သိဘူး
talking about with this guy as well, right? Starting from his days on Fnatic Rising, he wasn't one of these guys that got an instant shot at tier 1 or even tier 2 Counter-Strike. Had to wait all the time to make his way into focus in 2026. Played on Fireflux last year, and he was one of the best
ဒီ
players
တော့
in
မထိုင်းပါ
Counter-Strike
ခေါ်လိုက်
tier
တယ်ဟာရောက်တိုင်း
2
လေးတော့မပေးရသေးဘူးဒီတော့မထိုင်းအောင်ဘာလို့ခေါ်လိုက်တာ
Counter-Strike for his
CT လဲမဟုတ်ပဲနဲ့အန်ကြိတ်ပြီးဆော့တယ်
It's
ကွာ
very
မင်းတို့
rarely you
CT
see a
ကြတော့မှ
player like him with that
တေတော့ငါတို့ဘယ်လိုပြန်
accurate
ရှုံးနေလဲဆိုတာကို
I guess
discuss လုပ်ပြီး
lurking
ငါတို့ aggressive
ability.
တင်လာပါညာ Oh my god
And
လူ
that
တွေ
young
ဘာ
of
မှ
an
မဖြစ်
age.
ဘူးသုံးနေအောင်သိတယ်ပြီဆို
Lambert
ဦးကြီးကသူတို့ကြ
join
တယ်
Try and come up
ဦး
with
ကြီး
a
တက်နေပေါ်
solution.
တော့တဲ့ဦးကြီးက
The last
Yeah,
couple
I
rounds
don't
have
know,
not
9-9
really
up
been
in that.
ideal for OG. They already have 3 on the T
So
side,
I
so
went
that's
in there.
plenty to work with. But check this out again.
Yeah.
Banjo going for the swing, Flash coming in from his teammates as well, so it's very good support. And I think the first one might have actually been a T-side flash that blinded him.
Would make a lot of sense. Again, it's the
Oh, what
util
an
that
angle.
started off the round.
On
Yeah.
the side of the truck, inside
Driving,
of
baby.
Optimus.
And we got new angles out here again. Trying to one up ourselves. I think I said it in the pre-show. If I didn't, I meant to. But how Draclan always gets better and better by the tournament.
Yeah,
Banjo
shout out production one time.
get it to 2 and the 3rd later down the line. But right
ဘယ်သာ
now,
ဟိမထိုင် 7-0 ပဲဟုတ်ပါ
he's taking so much
ကြီး
space.
လာ
Look
ထားတ
at
ယ်
this.
ဟိုမှာသူဘေးကပေါ်တာလေအာမနာ0
Went
game
in,
Yeah, he's pushed through.
figured
Hey,
it
the
out.
7-0
No one
go.
there, so he's
Yeah.
recalled everybody
It's
back
a
to the
round
main
lane,
bomb
but
site.
yeah,
This is
got one.
perfect for focus. And this is what's been happening.
It's
It's either
around
Banjo or
force by
Mateo
round.
is taking up so
And
much
round.
space. They've got full info already, and it's only been, what,
Okay.
30 seconds into the round?
Yeah, and he's not pushing forward as well, right? He doesn't want to risk getting shut down by someone that is just lurking around T-spawn and holding for these pushes. He knows
Okay,
no
look,
one
look,
was
look,
being
let's
set up
see,
for
guy.
B play, so
တော့ဝ
that
မ်း
was
တော့
quite
ဟို
enough
လေး
for
အောင်
Focus
တူ
to know they have a
တော့ပါ
time window to rotate people back
This
in,
guy
play
là
with that
bảo.
stack for a little while.
ဖြောင်းလို့သူပန်းတာ
Matheos might get some action.
Oh, maybe, yeah. He's about to find a lot of it.
He'll
Flash
break
is now
it.
coming through. Adam
Oh, no break, just blast
just
through.
going through. Yeah, oh my god,
What?
you did have to break it. And they didn't. Flashbang comes around. Finally, a trade back from Spook lands. But you look at the space taken out here by Focus. They've got the setup, they've got the kills, and they've got the round in the bag as well. It's Cadian and PrimeTaps left down to the 2v4. And Prime is quite far away. I mean, honestly, he might just save it on a Galil. Cadian on the AK now.
ဒီနေ့ကုန်နေတဲ့ကန်ဒီတက်ပါလာလက်ဒီပုံစံတိုင်းပဲ
Had they not been this desperate, but the cash is just not letting it happen. PrimeTaps finds another down long, 15 seconds
ကျွန်
left.
တော်ထည့်တယ်ပြ
Get into the safe side, and it will be Jorko landing on the first. Cadian down and
Stop it,
out
then,
of the
Cadian.
round.
Fight the
OG
beat, huh?
attempted it.
ဟိုဘက်ကငမန်းသားလေးဒူဒူတို့
denied him.
အာ73ခုနဲ့ဟဲ့အောင်ရိုက်တက်လိုက်ပြီဟဲ့အောင်
The
ကျန်း
idea
လိုက်
was
တော့
there
ဖွာ
why you don't break the smoke, right? Because
Man,
what
that
you
one,
would
they
see
were
most
sure.
people in that situation do is break the smoke.
Yeah,
flash
but
at the
Shofty
same
Bogi
time,
don't
so
look
it's two
though.
different people, and they had a lot of manpower, so they could have done that.
Probably was Jorko. They
Come
were
on, Legion,
waiting to
SN,
see if
team
either
in
he
it,
was full
two
down
zero.
towards the up or if he was boosted up from side, but hey, had to
Hello.
expect someone in the close.
ဆက်ဆက်ဘယ်ကောင်နေသိလား
It's not a good
Bulgaria,
reaction. Body
Lumaya.
doesn't look happy about it.
That's what we got to see out of Body and out of Adam as well on the first map of this. Best
Yeah,
of 3.
pretty dissatisfied. Down to the pistols. Is that a B rush? Yeah, they're sending it in.
Bulgaria လူ9ယောက်
Okay, well, they tried this once before. Didn't work out because the Banjo still gets the 1, but apparently it's not going to be
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Ball
what I
down to
do, yeah, I
21,
know.
and he is
Just
going
so
to
I
get
know,
out
yeah,
with
we
another
need to
before
be-
he
Chin the
falls.
ball out,
Those are
so, yeah.
rifles on the hands of OG, though. A real round attempted now, OG. Get that bomb down in time. The rotations are coming in. 2 out of Monster. 1 out of Heaven. 𝐓𝐴𝐽's on the op out there, but he has nothing to break the smoke. So he's got to wait it out. Matheos on the timing. He's going to get checked by Body, but it's not
ခိုးပြလာ
enough.
စား
There's the first, and it's only Mac
ညော
10
နေရ
left to
ပေါ်တာ
go.
ရှယ်ဝိုင်း Mac 10နဲ့နှစ်ကောင်ဟိုဘ ABC ကိုဒိုးနေရော right vein range ဟိုမှာ over ဂျိုးကိုတော့တိုက်ပတ်ပြီ Mac 10နဲ့ထည့်ပြီးရောက်ရေး
But they've got the U to 1 kill out of the Oprah should be enough.
ဟာ ဂျိုးကိုဗမာလဲကိုမျောတာ practice နေနဲ့ ရောက်ရေး practice မသိဘူးလား ဘယ်ဘက်မှာဆိုတော့
Look at a
မျောတာ
reaction.
ချမ်း
Look at a Bulgarian shot.
ခဏပဲ
He's
လာ
got that
ဟို over
lungs
ကြိုက်တာဒါပေမဲ့
capacity.
Oh my lord.
Saying
Lions
what? Both
insanity
in
finds
here,
them both out there. And again, you had an A1S down water. Could have picked it up.
ဒီကောင်နေနော်
Two back
ဒီယောက်ကကောင်နေဖုတ်တာလည်းမပြောနဲ့ကိုယ့်လူကိုတတ်တာအချိန်ရင်မနေဘူး
Where's Prime Time?
KDN လည်းကိုယ့်လူကိုတတ်တာပဲ
Where's Prime Tabs looking? Yeah,
ပြစ်တာပဲ
Body's,
ခေါင်းနေ အဲ့ဟို
Body's
တဲမှာတဲ
very,
နေ
very, very unhappy with this.
As
Must
anyone
be about
should
my
be
game,
into that
I think, yeah.
situation, right? You
I
try to go
wonder
down
if that was a
CT.
miscom, if they didn't realize the Oprah is close, right? Because there's no way he runs back Heaven from the angle he got the first kill on.
Either way, it's too late now to think about it. We go into the next round, full buy coming up.
ဘယ်ဆိုပြပါ
𝐓𝐴𝐽, KD, and onto the
Big
arms.
one, what the
They're
hell?
once again gonna try to take down water. A beautiful flashbang from ZTR, yet Volt only able to find the 1. KD and
ကိုယ့်လူကိုတတ်ပြစ်တာ
At least you had the cover.
yeah.
ဒီချိန်မှာမကောင်းချိန်မှာလက်မမကောင်း
He
လက်
was
မ
blinded
လာ
out
မ
to
သိ
KD. Just
ဒီ
took
မှာ
it
တော့
off for Volt to actually
ဂျိုး
find the kill.
ဂျိုးကိုရယ်ပင်ဂျူရယ်
Thing is, you see the
ဇက်
Oprah
တီယာ
towards
ရယ်
Monster.
မသီးရောစီ
And
ဟုတ်
especially with how much emphasis OG have been putting on connector and
How
short
late
control,
does it
you
do
are
that,
expecting
Volvo?
more players to be there. The
But
interesting
don't
thing
want
is
Jack.
Focus see more than
ဒီတော့တော့ခေါ်လို့ရ
alright
လား
with just
ဂျိုးကိုရဲ့ off
allowing
လေးကြို
them
က်
to
တယ်
get that map
ခေါ်လို့ရလားဟို
control.
aggressive လိုက်လိုက်
Just
ပြင်
punish
လား
later on, just
ဟို
like
ဖက်တယ်တီရိုနဲ့ကြံခံနိုင်မှာမဟုတ်မင်းတို့ပြန်ထောက်တာ right ဘဲနဲ့ပလင်းကြီးတို့အမှဇာတ်ကတ်ကော
Reface, they even failed the jump on
Oh.
the first. Did they see the short player?
Don't think so.
No,
just
not yet.
ရှော့ကောင်
I
မ
don't
မြင်
think
တော့
he's
ထင်
showing
တယ်
anything. He's got a godlike timing. ZTR's got no idea.
At the same time, though, Cadian could be faked into trying to go out water. Now they've heard the boost go down, though. Doesn't matter anymore. Spook just takes
Oh, yeah,
down the
Spook.
lurker. A's
မ
open
သီးရော
now.
ဆိုထဲလိုက်
They're going to
ပြ
be
င်းနေ
calling
နေ
out the
ဆုံးရှား
rotates.
ပေးတယ်
Dude,
ဟဲ့
no,
Going back out
though.
towards A. Banjo has got to hold this all by
ဘယ်
himself.
လိုတိုက်တဲ့လူချင်းလဲ
Going back as
ဟို
well.
လို့ကိုမှာဟိုကလေးကြိုက်နေ
Yeah, it is. Spook is caught him back.
စပူကီကတော့လို့ခိုးပြီးတုတ်တယ်
Look, might actually have a timing out here onto Spook.
25 seconds. I mean, the bomb will have to cross. If Spook goes down, and he won't go down on the first endeavor, but there's a second player
ကျွန်တော်ကိုပါ
nearby.
ထည့်လိုက်ပြီးရောက်ဇက်တီယာရဲ့လောက်
Bomb is
တော့ပဲ
already
ကြည့်ပါရ
sprinting.
အောင်
Big fight coming out. ZTR low on
Oh,
HP.
yeah,
Another
yeah, I'm a
clinical
sickle.
find out of
Loud.
Spook.
စစ်ဖိုးကြီးဖြစ်သွားပြီအေး
Doesn't have
တ
to
ရ
save
ခွဲ
it
တော့
away,
လည်းမှ
but
ပတ်စံနဲ့
just
တောင်းကြော်တွေ
2-1
ရောရှိတယ်
take a
ဘောစီရော
hold.
ဘောစီတွေ
And
ပြန်ဝယ်
1v3
လို့ရတ
is
ယ်
going to save it away.
ဒါပေမဲ့စိတ်မှာ
Can I just
စိတ်လိုက်
say,
ပါ
in a round
1v3
like
ရဲ့
this,
တက်ငဘောကြီးလို့သွားပြီး retake နေရအောင်
I didn't really like what Cadian was doing because I saw
Mama
him up
wa
in the con
ti
waiting to
bi-
see
bi
if
la da.
Spook
Mama wa
was
ti
going to
ha
go
de
down
de.
into the site when they had it
ဒီဝက်ပြီး
open.
မှမမဝါ
Even if
တီးတော့
Jorko takes him down, that's not a call you want to make as the IGL. You want to trust in your teammate and just make the call, go out A. He was waiting around to see what would happen.
ဒီ
It
က
makes
ပါရတယ်
sense.
ဟာနာဘူး
But
လေ
again, it feels like there's not that much trust going on in OG right now.
I mean, in this particular round, I want to say that was fine. Because you want to see if the CTs are going to over-rotate and just send it as a Hail Mary play of the A-bomb side, right? Because if Spook gets the first kill and then there's 2 more people just running at him from dumpster and bank, you can just walk on B for free. So, in that sense, good usage of the lurkers. And that is one of the good things that we've been able to identify since the start of this series on Dust 2 and now here on
ဒီမဲ့
Overpass.
တော့မလားတဲ့
It's been Spook in
ကြို
body
ပြီး
a
တော့အဲ့
couple
လိုမျိုး
times on Dust 2, but here as well.
လူမလုပ်ပါနဲ့အရင်
They've got these
မှန်မှန်
players
သိ
that
နေ
are aggressive
နေ
rifles
တတ်
that
တော့
are space takers
over
that have
လေး
been
လေ
able to put themselves in very good positions for the
အဲ့တော့
late
မှ
rounds.
CT ရအောင် okay လေး
So it's not really Spook and Body sacrificing
Eh,
themselves
says
every
Fozo,
single
eh,
time.
Fozo
You can
ဖြစ်သွား
tell
ရင်
that they
တော့
are
OG
being
နဲ့
allowed to
စူးတော့
play
မ
the
စိုး
mid to
လို့
late
ပြော
round a little bit more, get themselves into
Okay,
good
0
anchor
ကနေ
mode,
ပြီး
not
တော့တ
actually
ကယ်လည်း
lurking
impact ထွက်သွား
spots
တ
already.
ကယ်တော့လုံးပြသွားတာကြီးအချင်းပြတမန် spam ဘာရှောက်ပြဟာရောမသိရောဘာလို့ over ရှိတာနဲ့ဘာလို့သိမှာပါလေ body
Takes
ရော
down the 1 and half HP onto Adam as
But it
well.
gets
And
hard,
suddenly
don't
OG,
do
they're just getting battered and bruised out here into Con. Flashes over flashes, angles after angles not being peaked. Spook smoked off the angle as well. It's going up into balloons, but this is really smart out of focus because they got the man advantage.
3 kg တော့မရနိုင်ဘူး 45 နဲ့ပဲတိုးမှရတော့မှာ
It's a good
Yeah,
switch.
man, only land
because
shot,
you-
man.
you've
Man,
conditioned
yeah,
OG
yeah,
for
yeah, man.
10 rounds of action to the fact that they are going to be getting connector and short control for free, right? So now you send Matheos with a little bit of support, break door, double flash from B, he peeks, gets the kill, goes out. He's got 2 more teammates to escort him
အာ
out
ရ
of
လောင်းပြန်
position.
push လာတယ်ရောတော့လှတယ်
Just
WC
one of the
ဝင်လေး
things
တော့
that
လှ
OG
တယ်
have
ရော
been
အေး
conditioned not to be
တော့လှ
wary
တယ်
of.
မော DJ မဝင်နဲ့ DJ မဝင်နဲ့အကောင် shot သွားတော့မှာဝင်
Matheos, it's down to the timing. He surely takes down Prime Taps because of the
Oh,
shadow advantage, and now he just goes back.
Shadow
Sure,
advantage,
you
yeah.
don't have the info that
Yeah,
they're
don't
already
even
up
set
towards
the
the
eye.
bomb site, but by the time this retake's already going to happen,
Oh,
it's a
well,
5v3.
then I'm gonna help
They
out.
know it's a
Oh.
possibility.
Yeah, Matheos coming right
တော့
back
ဝ
up.
အစ်စ်ချေ
But
တယ်
do they
ပေါ့
know
ပါ
that
ပါ
Joker
တယ်
is the question? Even if
Yeah,
Matheos
yeah.
falls down here and he won't because of the time.
အာ
Matheos
ရောက်ရေး
still
ကိုပင်း
finds
ပြောင်းသွား
Spook.
တယ်
Oh, you're losing out way too many players. Good Molly coming through out there for Adam, but he's all that's left. 1v5 is clutch scenario needed.
ဖိလိုက်
Down to
ပြူ
36
လိုက်
HP as well, 15 seconds. Yeah, there's no chance. There's not a world in
တ
which
ကယ်
this
ပလန်လိုက်တော့
happens.
ပလန်ရလောက်ပြီဗျာနော်ကြာသွားပြီတယ်နော်
Taps it away, and he's
Sure.
gonna get caught out. 7
ကြည့်တဲ့နေရာကြီးရတယ်
as focused hone in on their CT side.
That was very well played
ဒီ
out
ကောင်း
of
နေရာ
Matheos,
ကိုဆို
by
လဲ
the way.
ကြောင်ပြောက်မှာပါပဲ
Such a proactive,
နေ
such
ရာ
an
တိုင်းကပြောက်
explosive
နေတာ
round
ကိုရီ
out
ပဲ
of the
အိတ်ဆွေး
right
မိရ
foot.
တာပြောင်းနေ CT လဲ
Gets
ပြောက်
that
တယ်
opening kill in towards
CT က
connector,
တက်
falls
rotation ရတယ်ခုန
back,
အတန်ကြားပြီးပြောက်သွားတာ
regresses
အဓိက
towards long, gets
အဲ့ဒါ
2
ဇေယျ
more
ကတ်တယ်
kills.
short လဲပြောက်ညောင်းလဲပြောက်
And Jorko was just that,
ဘန်ကလဲလာနိုင်တယ်ဟိုကလောက်သေးလားဟိုက
I
လောက်တယ်
guess,
bro
backup plan in towards long.
စစ် CT သွားမ
7-4.
လား
7-5 half is great for OG, and 8-4 half is all right for OG, but is much better for Focus. So
Yeah.
we could still have a bit of a friendly handshake. And generally speaking, especially with Overpass and how CT-sided it is, an 8-4 half is a gentleman's handshake.
Sure it is, but you also have to remember that OG have been undefeated in pistol rounds so far.
Yeah, so for Focus, it's even more mandatory to get 8 rounds.
Exactly.
Either way, you're happy with 4 rounds on the T side of Overpass, especially if you're able to make it 5.
Well,
ဘယ်ဒါကြီးရတကားအမြက်ခွဲကန်လာတာအလာကြီး CT ဘက်အသေးတာ
going for the usual T side
အဲ့
strat.
ဒါတွေကြည့်ပြီးလားထွက်သေးပဲနဲ့
Passiveness and
တွေ့ဟုတ်လို့လား
Oh, and no
ဟော
more
ရောက်နေ
passive
prime taps
plays coming out of Prime Taps. Finds the instant headshot on the
instant
back.
headshot on the
Smoke
ban
is
Joey
placed.
did
He's
play
just gonna
like
go
small
through it.
that
The
do
bad
Joda
man
ne
is
Prime Test
trying it again. Shots being handed out to him
Hopefully
out
someone
here
can
from the pillar onto side vault. Making his presence known. The
Okay.
flashbang comes around as well, so you know they're shooting towards B.
Ah,
Spook just
Bright
took
Day
down
hit
another
our
one, and
way.
Prime Taps opens-
Yeah,
opens up
7-5
the
GP
round
that
all
way.
by himself as Jorko
ရိုက်
and
တဲ့
CT
heat ထား
are
ပါ
left in
WC
low
တဲ့ကိုမျောပြီးတော့
GP5.
ထောက်မယ်
Make that a
Okay,
two.
ကောင်းတယ်ရောက်
Oper
ပြီ
needs a big play. Able to get the
Don't
first
go on it,
assist
huh?
to discourage them, make them go back.
Go on,
into
hang
first
it,
three
don't
bombs.
check me.
ZTR is going to be there. He needs a big
Don't check
multi
me,
kill.
so,
He needs to win time for Jorko to rotate over.
Does anyone to do it in CTR?
Go
He
get
did it
it,
before,
yeah.
He won't do it again though. Prime Tap's the only man to fall. And
That's
Jorko
one
has
never
got
see
to
that.
somehow
Oh,
figure
don't
out a
tell me that.
1v3.
ရုပ်ရတယ်
What's
ဒုံး
gonna
လောက်တော့
happen,
မရှိဘူး
Cadians to shut him down. It's 5 rounds on the T side for OG, looking strong on their way to a potential reverse sweep. We've got a short break coming up in the second half right after it to find out which one of these two teams will be kicking things off here at Super Dracolan with a win.
ခရစ်စတီယာနိုရိုနာဒိုကိုယ်ကိုသွင်းနေချိန်မှာကိုလိုက်သွင်းမှရအောင်ရိုနာဒိုအတီတီလုံးရစရာကတ်နိုင်တယ်ထင်နော် well ကိုထည့်ထည့်ပါမင်းထည့်နေဖုတ်ကတ်ရှိသေးတယ်ဟုတ်ပါဖုတ်ကတ်啊，录音啊，录音了，哎，老也高了个，都高了个。我问哪了？不给你摘的，我问哪了？哥，这都硬硬些看。
And we're back.
Daya
ladies
lira
and gents,
OG
to the
mà,
second
ha ha.
half of the final map of this best
OG
of
CD
three.
ရောက်သွား
OG
တော့
and
တိုင်း OG
Focus
ဥမာဥနေတယ်
looking
န
to
ည်း
hopefully skip a day out here in Draculan, and we'll see if they're going to be able to pull that off, depending on how this first best of three goes. Out on overpass T side for Focus, and it looks
နောက်ဝ
like
န်းနဲ့
they
OG
are
မ
going
တူ
to be a
ဘူး
bit
လဲ
more
OG
casual about their
ဟုတ်လား
approach.
It's full on contact play. Just now they're going to announce their presence, so it's a little bit late for the CTs to react. But with a nice opening, Banjo able to find one more, but they are somehow able to fight back here. OG.
ကျွန်တော်
They've
တော့လာ
stopped
ပြီး
the
တော့
bomb in its tracks.
အဲ့လို
Katie
လိုက်မယ်
coming in on the
It was her.
backstab.
Hit the
Fold
wall.
is holding. Instant headshot. Bomb
ပြပေးရပါ
spotted.
နဲ့အဲ့ရ
But that sends it back into a 2v2.
Somehow that brings OG back into the pistol round. Is Spook coming out there, managing to find the two, denies them, but Focus are
ကျွန်တော်
right
မှာ
back up on
ဘိန်း
the
နဲ့ညက်
bomb
မှာ
side.
ဘယ်တော့
Problem
ညက်
is it's not the bomb on Volt. I'm so surprised they don't play together into a 2v2 like
2 versus 2 2 versus 2 CD နဲ့ D နဲ့ 2v2 ကတော့ rotation တွေကစကားပြောရမယ်နဲ့တူတယ်အဲ့မှာ
ZTR is scared to push because he's all alone. Makes
C4
sense.
C4 ဘယ်လိုကြည့်ရမလဲ
Now he's taking B. He'll recall back.
ဟော
Volt,
Wolf ဒီမှာ
and at
Wolf
least
ကို
he'll
ပဲ
get
ကြ
a
ည့်ပါ
bomb plant off of this.
Yeah, you gotta
ဝိုင်း
run
မပေါ
down.
ဘူး
This
ဘ
is
င်း
a
ကို
great
တင်
play.
သွားတယ်
I mean, the
yes
idea was Volt is gonna make a little bit of noise, maybe show
What
the
I
bomb to
forget,
someone
she'll
jump spotting
check it.
from Dice,
Yeah.
but now he can just sprint. Go for the bomb plant. ZTR is so deep into enemy lines.
Now he can catch off at least one, if not both of them,
Hello.
knife in hand, and there you go. Kill connected, no kit available for Spook. Sure, you found two, but you need two more out there, buddy. See how you'll go about it. You will have 1v1s at least. Unless they both swing right now.
No defuse kit, no utility. Gotta try and bait them out. First kill confirmed. Blindsides Volt. You know where the second guy's gonna be at as well. First up on the bomb. Now you spotted him out. You need an instant headshot, and there's just gonna be toying with his food. ZTR doesn't need to go for that fight. Spook, he's got a smoke. He can try and stick it. Time is running out. It's gonna be a 10-second
Yeah, yeah, the Agada ama.
Gonna try and run him down.
Oh,
Spam
there.
able to
ဘောလိုင်းလို့ဇာတ်ကတဲ့စမှုရပါသေးတယ်ဟမ်
see the
သင်ကုန်းပြီးဖြုတ်တာသေး
realizes how damn
ဒို
close
ဤ
this
ဒို
one
ဤ
goes.
ဟောဒိုလေး
But
နောက်တော့
Focus
ကိုယ်ဆို
still
12စား
gets
ရတယ်
the
ဟာ
best around
ဟုတ်တယ်
regardless, and there's not
ဘိုး
been
တွေနဲ့
many of
90
these
90
so
12
far.
စားတွေရော
First one.
တင်မာတာဟေး
The
ဒိုလေး
relief
ငါကို
from
ပေါ်တူ
the
ကီ
face of
3စီ
ZTR in 1v1.
အဲ့မိနစ်ကြံသေးတယ်မသိဘူးမှန်ပါတယ်ဆရာသမားတပူးလောက်တာ
Another
ဒို
pistol
တော်မလေးရ
round.
အောင်
Well, he wasn't able to get that one through. Even if he had a kit, I don't think he would have had just enough time. Was getting there though.
The way you go the way you move one
Still.
case is all in
8
take
to 5. Focus are going to
စကဲလို့ပဲပြီးသွားရင်
with
Discord
this.
ပြေးပြီးတော့
They
ဒို
just
လေးဝတ်တစ်ချက်ကြည့်
realistically
မယ်
need this
ဟုတ်လား
one round.
ပြီးသွားရင်တော့
Anti-force. They can make it
Discord
up
ပြေးပြီး
double
တော့ချက်ကြည့်
digits.
မယ်
Hero M4. That's going to be on body. One and only premium rifle. Trying to get that early opening. You put it together with a buddy.
body ရဲ့ M4 လေး
It's
တက်
gonna
လက်
be
နဲ့
Cadian.
ကွန်ဒရာကိုတက်ထိန်နဲ့ကွန်ဒရာဆိုအချက်ချကြတဲ့နေရာလေးပေါ့လေ rotation ဆိုလဲကွန်ဒရာခုံစင်ပြီးကိုရောက်အေးဆိုလဲတက်လို့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ကွန်ကကန်တက်မြန်မြန်လုပ်လို့ရတယ်ဟိုဘက်ဒီဘက်ပြေးတော့ဘက်ဒီဘက်ပြေးဒါပေမဲ့ကြည့်ရတယ်လေဟောဒုတိယပိုင်းမိပြန်လားအစောပိုင်းတော့ဒီစီလား
Focus have
Do we do
taken a
now to
lot
go?
of space.
Do we
It's
do
all
now to
about
go?
OG, right? You've not seen anything in connector. You've got full short control. So now you
Telegram
can
bien
rotate one of
encore,
these
là.
players back in towards A. And
Oh.
presumably it will have to be
down in the
the
Pima
rifle.
Pima
Spook
Muicho
has
de
picked up the kill
Joko.
onto Jorko. That's a good opening. I'm
Okay,
not sure
di
he's
John
spotted the
si
second
Zula
player, but he
bien,
can
yeah.
afford to be a bit more antsy with this.
And he will. Down
ဒီကြောင်ဆိုလို့ဒီကြောင်အသေးခေါ်တာမ
He
င်း
had an
သေ
empty
ခေါ်တာ
headshot. He has an easy one
ဘော
to
လည်း
take
ရအောင်မ
down.
လာခြင်း
He's found the two, even reloaded
Again,
away.
yeah.
Banjo's gonna run him down, and
Oh,
Banjo
no
finds the
problem.
two.
Don't
Somehow
comment
this is
they want.
ball
What the
back.
fuck? 2 versus 2 တော့ပြန်ဖြစ်
2v2
သွား
now.
57နဲ့ KD ရ ZD အောင်
Advantage
တစ်ထည့်
given
လိုက်တ
by
ယ်လား
Spook on that
။ rotation တကောင်လည်း
Joko
ရောက်နေ
flash
ပြီ
connecting.
။ off flat တလုံးဆောင်းကောင်းတယ်ဆိုတဲ့အနေထားမှာကျွန်တော် C4 မှာ C4 ပြန်ကြည့်မယ်ဆို C4 draw နေတယ်။ဟာရောက်ရေးသွေးကိုကြည့်ဆက်နဲ့ဆက်နဲ့ဆက်နဲ့ဒီသွေးပြေကောင်တေးဝိုင်းပိုစရာကတ်နိုင်သေးတယ်။
more so Cadian looking to peek out. He has no reason to. 15 seconds now, and it's Banjo to peek on out. Gets taken out by
Cadian
Cadian. The Galil only knows about the one. Scared
Oh,
second,
go on,
but
Cadian
doesn't have to
trouble
worry,
and
'cause
I fight
Cadian's got
Zevane.
it all under lock and
What a
key.
3 mess I'm
That's such a big play out of Cadian.
Look
But it
at
was
him,
so
man.
huge
30
out
here,
of
they
Spook
beat
as
out.
well, and you can see Cadian just turning around towards Spook. Left all alone and towards that A bomb site. Check this out. And yeah, he was the one that spotted the bomb, even able to double up and double down with the kill in towards the toilets.
2 taps
Ah,
as
there's a
well.
pool of
Yeah,
bees,
there you
wow.
go. Jump scares coming away. Frustration onto the camp of focus, knowing they're so close yet so far away from closing out this map in this best of 3.
Yeah, a little bit frustrated here, 𝐤𝐷.
Big boy rifle onto Mateos.
Only one.
And I didn't want to
And
take
as I said,
that.
that was a golden
Too
ticket
sure,
for
man.
Focus to get a
What I-
10-5 lead.
Overall ဖြစ်ပြီမဲ့ဦးကြီးတော့ပြန်နိုင်မှာကြောက်ပါတယ်ကြည့်ဦး CT advantage တာကြောင့် focus ရေးကြီးချက်ကိုရှိဘူး
Focus is the team
အေး
on
ပဲ
the
ချင်း
back
ဖြီရ
foot.
မှာလား
You lose this forest by, you're going to be looking at a tied scoreline the next time you got the AKs out. So Matheos might need a big play. He's already been able to tag down Body. At least you know there's no AWP on the CT side, so you can afford to send that AK out in open spaces. But Adam B has found a big open space in towards the other side of the map. That's be fully cleared out for you.
Yeah, you've got water control, you've got monster control, you know everything right now that this is lurking out to be an 8
Surely
hit.
they don't let him get a kill.
He's 23,
Oh my
he's
God.
the problem.
Oh,
He
yeah,
finds
yeah.
2 bodies.
Warrior popular.
It's
Warrior
gonna
cool now,
put the
ကြားလိုက်
massive
တာ
B250 to trade
ဘေးနားမှာ
with
အဲ့လို
Banjo
မျိုး
on
ဘူး
the
ဆို
AK
ရှင်
now, and
sweet
40
sweet
seconds
ဆို
left.
တဲ့
You
နေ
can
ကြ
think
အရန်
about
ကက်
hero
အရန်
AK.
ကက်အရန်ကက်
It's way too
တော့ popular နဲ့
late.
ထွက်ရိုက်
The
ပြီလား
MP9 is gonna take care of Volt as well. You think you take down the one, you don't expect the
Adam
second
see
ever.
it,
Adam finds the one, but he was on low HP. 30 seconds left now. 2
Kali နဲ့ကတော့ wide မှာအကြီးတော့ကနားဆောင်နေတော့ဘောကောင်း
and
တယ်
he's looking out for this Galil.
Okay.
ZTR's connected it, and suddenly it's a 2v2.
BBC
2
ရောက်နေပြီ
rifles on the hands of Focus, but not a bomb planned
ဒီဘယ်နာ
down
ပေးထားလဲ
into the B side.
လင်း
It's
လေ
only Cadian
ကျေ
here
ဆုံး
to hold.
ကျုပ်ကွန်မန်လေ
Needs one kill.
Good night, no,
There's
no.
the presence.
Yeah,
He knows
but
he's
no,
got to
no,
move
no,
on again.
no.
Flares
No.
coming out. Short looks the wrong way. There's no way.
The timing.
That's the timing that
Yeah,
ends
he
up
little
costing you
lady,
the round.
yeah, he
Spook, a
little lady
1v2
now.
clutch
She
that he's
nearly
been
got it,
thrusted
yeah.
into, and he needs to try and bail them out. He's got a defuse kit on his back end for full HP. No utility, double peak coming in. 3, 2, 1. Banjo takes his head clean off the shoulders and Focus.
ဘုကနိုင်တော့
answered
လား
back
နိုင်တာ
with
ပေါ့
a
ပေါ်လာ
force
အစ်စ်နိုင်
buy
တာအော်တက်တော့ထည့်ထားမလား
by their own side.
And it's so rough for Cadian because the flash comes into left side. You know it's been thrown by the monster player because you saw the trajectory. Just don't expect the swing out to be at that moment.
Especially after this play from Body. It's
Yeah.
so mind-boggling that they still lose the round. That jump, the fact that enemy gets the first kill and then trying to just be a bit more evasive because they don't swing straight away. Has Hans in his pants, moves a little bit too much to the right, provides them with an opportunity for a high-low.
And this is one of those
Really,
rounds where
but
you
be
look
like,
back
huh,
at the
Bora.
VOD and you say this is
ကျောက်
where
YouTube ကြီးပဲ
things
တက်
turn
မှတ်
for
ပဲ
us.
ရှော့
Right, because that was a hero AK round coming out of Matheos with pistols
သိ
to
နိုင်ရ
work
မှာ
with.
ဖိုကတ်
Suddenly the T side have
Oh,
brought it
wow.
back and have just decimated the economy here for OG. They win this one. It's 10-6 Ted. No money left out here onto the OG side. They fully
joy
It's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
worse,
yeah,
by the way,
yeah.
now. Because
Yeah.
it could have been a 10-5 with the first buy round for OG. It could be an 11-6 now.
ဒီက
with
ရ
first
စောင့်လို့
for a
လီး
gunner
ပဲ
round.
တဲ့အာဟုတ်ပါ
That's tough.
ကိုကြီးနိုင်တော့လားဗျာ
indeed.
ဟောတာ
Another M4.
So shall we,
Body.
man?
This time you've got that one onto Adam B as well. Scout for Cadian.
ဒီ
a
ပုံစံ
bunch
နဲ့
of
ကြာဘောတော့
pistols.
အားမရှိအောင်
We're
ပြောချင်
working
ပါ
with
ဒါ
just
ပေ
two
မဲ့နိုင်ပါ
pieces of
ပါ
util though. This is two
နိုင်လောက်
smokes
မယ်
on the CT side. Nothing more, nothing
နိုင်မောက်မယ်
less.
ပါ
No
စက်နေနဲ့
flashes,
ပါစက်နေနဲ့ပြောလို့ရ
no
လား
HEs,
အကောင်းနဲ့ရောက်ရေး
no
body
body,
အော်
and a follow-up
တော့တော့ကိုထက်
that
လာ
was
အော်
only to kill Matheos and
မ
Jorko
ဒန်ဝဲ
somehow
ကိရပေါက်ပြလိုက်တာ
able
ဟာ
to get those two.
လည်းနဲ့ပြစ်တာ
So
မ
it's a
ဟုတ်
stack up in towards B, and they're the ones to take first contact, so they are going to be actually hit.
ဘူး AD အနေနဲ့
on
scout
down.
လေးနဲ့ mouse ကျွေး
Left to
လောက်တော့
1
မယ်
HP,
4 versus 3 ဆိုတဲ့အနေထားမှာ Matheos နဲ့ 1 HP နဲ့အသက်ရှင်သွားတယ်ဗျ
And they have
1
spotted
HP နဲ့အ
Spook
သက်
in
ရှင်
towards
သွားတယ်
top
ထူ
con,
တာ
so
သိ
they
မ
know
တူ
the
မတန်း
CTs
ပေး
have
လိုက်လို့ရှိရင်
gathered
တေဘက်ပုံ
information
စံ
about Banana, about the toilets, about Long, but you also
Spooky.
know there's one guy that's playing a little bit deeper. So you can group up. Worst case scenario, you're walking into 2
မြန်လေး
people on
spooky
the
က
B side. You know
57
it's
နဲ့အ
not
မှ
all
ကတ်နေ
three.
ကောင်းတော့ကောင်းတယ် rotation အမြန်လုပ်လို့ရတယ်
The problem is
information
when
လည်း
you
ရတယ်
go
ပေါ့နော်ကြည့်ရတော့ကတော့
Don't think
WC
utility
ဘာ
as
ညာ
well,
မှာ
but
ဘာ
you
မှမ
might
ကြတော့
use it.
ဟို
Is
လေး
it another contact play coming out of focus? It might be. Oh, and it genuinely
Oh,
will be.
ကိုလူကိုပြတ်တယ်မိပါ
That's fine because he's got the
ZTR.
rest alongside
double
ZTR.
K
Headshots
CTR
connecting for the Galil,
I don't
and as
know,
you
5
said, they
နဲ့ပေါ်တာ
already
ဇာ
have
က
that
သွားပြီ
spook down con. So this is a round 1 for focus.
Well,
unless
ကိုလူကိုပြစ်တက်ကြရနော်
magic happens.
ထပ်နေလို့လားမသိဘူး
A bit terrifying.
ဒီတိုင်းသာ S9 level မှာကိုလူကိုသာတကကနာပြစ်တက်နေရကြံမှာလူတော့ကြံမှာမဟုတ်ဘူး
You've got the
ရောဆို
armor
တ
at
ယ်
5-7. You can
Well,
try and
yeah,
play
they're
for exit
all-
kills
they're all
on
more
paper
nine
towards
area, hope
monster. Maybe try and get a gun upgrade for the next, so you have somewhat of a chance, and you can drop that pistol over to a teammate that's going to be on an eco. That's the goal right now. The agenda for Spook. But Focus have stepped it up so much.
They have.
On that T side now, and ZTR seen the 5-7 overwhelmed. There is more people on the line, so Spook shouldn't be getting much more done. But as you said, 𝐤𝐷 low, so this is terrifying. They might all go down to the 5-7. And I think 𝐤𝐷 goes down to the bomb explosion regardless. He's going to try and hunt him down. Nate.
Oh,
yeah, hunt him down. It is the bomb to confirm the kill. Spook has found a rifle, so that's an AK. All 5 kills. Tactical timeout for OG. That is the point where you need it. They've not called it, but if you want one, this is where you make the call, and you're like, okay, we got all 5 kills. They've got no money, and we've got somewhat of a half buy coming up. Do we want to take an extra second to talk about what the plan is? Answer is no.
No. They're going to
လူ
keep
ဝဲ
their
မ
last
စားခင်
tech
နဲ့ hat trick
confirmed.
လေး
I
တော့
think
ကြည့်
they
တာ
will have
စဉ်း
one.
စား
Is
ပြီးတော့
someone
လုပ်
leaving
ပြီးမှမထည့်လိုက်
themselves
ဘူး
enough
ထည့်
money
ဝစ်ချင်
for
စင်မွက်ကြည့်ရ
Cascadian
ဟုတ်
goes
ပါ
for the armor MP9.
ဟိုကသွားလိုက်
So
ပြီ
unless
နဲ့
Adam B, unless Adam B can
What,
drop
how
one
they
for
don't
an
know
AWP in the
about
next
that,
round, KD might be hopeless.
I don't think they want it though. Right now, they're just fighting time and time again. It's been so aggressive out of both sides. Right now, it's spread it out for a one-on-one down fountain. Oh, and Katie out in the open, out in the
ဒီနေ့ဘာ
wide.
လုပ်တာ
Open is gonna fall. Banjo
ပိတ်တယ်ဆိုရင်တော့
Jungle
လောင်းကောင်
connect
ထွက်ပြေးတော့
together,
ပိတ်တယ်
and
လို့
how
ခေါ်
long?
မယ်
You
သူ
know,
ဘာ
there's a
ကြီးလဲ
second
ထပ်ပြ
coming
ဖို့
up.
ကြိုးစားနေတာ
This
F1 လိမ့်
crunch
လာ
is
ပြီ
not
လေ
gonna go the distance out
WC
here.
ထဲမှာ
Ted
close
is
fight နေ
on
ဆိုးလိုက်
one if they
MP9 လေး
wanted
နဲ့
it.
ဟုတ်လား
And now they just
ဂျာသမား body
half-assed it.
တူတူပဲပေါ်တာတွေဒါပေမဲ့ကန်
That's
လော
a
င်း
bit
လာတော့မယ်
problematic.
17 round
I'm still keeping track of because I'm not sure what the loss bonus is. They don't have 3,400. There's no way they have 30. They've not lost 4. This is not 4 rounds
ဟို
in
က
a row,
okay လို့ဖမ်း
right?
လို့ရသေးတာဖမ်းလို့ရခဏစောခဏစော
It should be 29.
ကန်လောင်းကြပြောလေးလို့ရအခု USB round ထားလိုက်တော့
So that leaves you with 5,200.
ဟုတ်လား
So
No, no.
if it is indeed that,
Hello.
well, it's
You're
စော
not
င့်စောပါနဲ့
it's
နော်
52
အဲ့တော့
50 now because they got a kill. And if they get more kills, you might get more. But bottom line is, I don't think Adam B is going to have enough money for an AWP and armor. We will find out. But I've got a funny suspicion that KDM will not have a big green with 6-11 in favor of Focus on the CT side of Overpass. And that might be a bit of an issue.
Oh, indeed, it will be. Because you come around and you see that 𝐤𝐷's having another good game, but it's Banjo 19-9 out here, Ted, having the time of his life. He's about to hit that 20th
Yeah,
as well.
it's not even 29. It's 24.
မသမီးလေ
So yeah, Cadian,
Yeah.
he's on 3,600. He purchased an MP9.
ဘာလို့နေရလဲဒီအတန်း hero reception တော့ကမ်းပါသေး
So he spent 2K. So he could have had a glass cannon.
အော်ကိုနေအော်လည်းမပေါ့
And now he's playing an MP9 again. This is what we were talking about.
ဒီလို
You've
ရှောက်
got
ဝယ်ပြီးတော့
one
စင်းရ
final round left.
ဟိုဘက်ကိုသိနေပြီးတော့မကြည့်ဘူးလားဟိုဘက်ကိုသိနေတာဒီဝက်ပြီးမှကြည့်မှာဒီတော့ဘယ်ချက်မကြည့်ရလဲမကြည့်ဆိုင်လို့ပြောတာပဲဟုတ်ပါဦးဒီရပါစင်းပြပြသေရောလူကပြင်မှန်း
deliberately
အေး
made
ခု
the
န
decision. I'm not going to leave myself with enough cash
What
to
did
have an
I-
AWP because I
ပြင်မှန်းပါ
want to
အေး
have
တွေ
an
မောရတာ
opportunity
ဟို
to win the previous
အေး
round.
ပြောအေးဟိုပါအေး
It
ဝါ
wasn't
အေး
a
တာ
bad idea to
He
have
died
the
MC
triple setup
though.
in towards A with the
You
rifle
want
as well, but
to
it,
do that.
as you pointed out,
You
it
know,
felt
okay,
like they
don't
were a
imagine
little
that,
bit
go mad,
disconnected. So now Lambert's got a
Bora.
lot of work to do.
ဒီနေပြီးစောက်ပုတ်လို့နေရ
You
ပါ
need to get
လား
a-
ဟို
or-
မှာ
or
ပြော
pull
ဆို
a
ပဲ
rabbit
စီတီ
out
နေ
the
ပြီး
hat
စောက်ပုတ်
here
လို့
for
နေ
OG.
ဒီမှာရှိရလား
And
ရှိ
you
ပါဘူး
like to, but again, coming in
wait,
for the
wait,
coaching staff
no,
focus, they've
no.
realized that called in the tactical timeout.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
you might be wondering if they're going for a gimmick, if they're going to try to find something, maybe another contact play. That
Ooh,
would
never
be
can
like
I
they've
go
done
yeah,
so
there.
many times
Yeah.
already.
မထက်တော့ပူသေးတယ်
You've got to be wary. You've got
I
to be
don't- round him,
cautious.
yeah,
As
maybe.
your OG right now, you can't.
အဲ့တော့ round နေ
have
များနေ
to
ပြီ
be
နှစ် round တော့လုံးမရမယ်
because you need to make something happen. It's 11-6.
ရှော့
Was the call.
ပိတ်ပြီးထိမ့်မယ်မဟုတ်သူမိုးလီတွေပါဖြတ်ကျဲခုနှစ်တောင်မနိုင်လို့မရအောင်နော်အဲ့ဒါဇရားပါကတ်ကုန်
Only Banjo here.
7
Well,
ကေ
he's
ဒီ
got
အနေ
Joker
နဲ့ရ
behind
တော့
him,
ခုန
sure,
ကဝင်
but
တော့ဖြတ်ဦး
he's
တယ်
not going to
မိုး
be
လီ
pushing
တော့
up.
ကျဲတယ်
Canadian's trying to play
F
aggressive.
right မလောင်းတဲ့
Molotov
မီး
next
ဖြစ်
to
နေ
him.
right ကိုမလောင်းတဲ့
They
မီး
will
ဖြစ်နေ
unclear him.
ဒီတင်းရ
They
တော့
know
ဥ
that
ထားနေ
Molotov
သေးတယ်
not touching him, spotted
ဘလို့
out.
မတိမကြမ
Banjo
ပြီး
with a free kill.
မရေရာပြီတယ်ဘလို့ကြီးတယ်ဟိုကောင်ကြိုရောက်နေမီးပါကျဲတာပါတယ်သူမထားလိုက်မ
No
တော့
one
ဘူးနော်
nearby to really
You don't know
do
nine why I'm
anything
gonna
about it
go.
though. Body was already making his way in
Okay,
towards
so
long.
it's
You've got
only
short
10.
control at least because of Adam being prime tabs, but focus
Oh,
with
no.
1:15 on the clock.
မူတောင်းတယ်မူတောင်းတယ်
golden
ပြတ်
ticket.
တော့မလီတောင်း
And
နေ
now
တယ်
Cadian's died with an MP9. You know they didn't have enough money for an AWP, so you're going to be taking so much space on contact.
And Indeed you will, and they're burning through utility as well,
Oh,
just trying
wow,
to
yeah.
hold them off of the safe side. Good nade,
Who got
shield
nine
land
on
on
that?
Banjo and on everybody
Oh,
else
man,
as
yeah,
well.
but look at
Actually,
doing
that's over
that.
200, 150 damage coming in from the grenade. A single left click
Oh,
is
my
enough.
God,
though.
like the
Jorko
champion
Mateos
show, I be a
opening up the
contest show.
side
Oh, no,
with
my
70 on the
head.
flank back. 2v2 bomb
About
drop
what level?
indeed.
They do well,
Jorko's down
brother.
to 80
The
as well,
man,
and Prime Taps is coming up with his teammate.
Dracula, more Dracula,
Down to an 80
lamb.
Jorko.
Oh,
Adam
yeah,
needs to go
I
down to a
even the
bullet,
night,
sure.
that's so I
But
think.
Prime Taps needs to get headshotted here, and it's not going to happen.
Even
It's
the night,
OG
teaching my
keeping themselves in the game.
To be fair, I have no clue how this is extending play, by the way. Adam P and Spook going
See, them
absolutely
hard to
nuclear with the
get
double
that
kills.
shit,
That
yeah.
was probably one of the easiest
That
starts
way,
of a round that they could have
Piazza,
hoped for.
Well, the tournament
kill onto
power,
Cadian.
tournament.
You get a
Tournament was
5v4.
low needed tournament 10
All
lane,
the
yeah,
util, all the time, all the space in the world,
That's
and
too much,
OG
brother.
still stay alive. This is such a big moment for Spook and Adam to step up.
Yeah, Focus just kept on pushing the issue right there, and they weren't expecting maybe as much util to still be left on standing, but Spook just found so much damage, as you say. Coming in, round number 19, and his focus on a 4-spike, Tech 9
Look,
hand for ZTR, and look at the
Low
push up
on
into W now, enter short already, there's only 20 seconds that went by. 3-man setup coming out for OG. 4-man setup, actually.
He showed out a canal in and then show man,
Done this plenty of times.
He showed man.
I think Focus would be expecting it by now. Haven't seen that much love out on this A-bomb side from Focus because we haven't
Oh my
needed to.
God, blue
Focus,
they were
find
there.
two,
Look, you
Jorko
cannot
on the
challenge.
boost up,
Got the Mario need do.
and then Mateos on his stool. Took down the 2, so now you got a 5v3. You can go wherever
They were
you
so ready
please.
for it.
They
Jorko
were.
just goes back and plays anti. He just waited to hear the
I don't know,
flash
Bobby,
bomb,
and that
and
was
then
yeah,
he
yeah,
fires
got
the
to
boost,
the
volley
comments out
gets
inside.
deleted.
Good yeah. Marty
Spook
Becky.
spammed. Cadian alone. Break on the smoke. Needs a big multi-kill, able to deliver a double. Cadian, how many more have you got?
Oh,
Down to the
definitely.
pistol.
Seven,
No more
That's
for the
all.
IGL, but he's made it doable. Adam
Well,
being
gonna
right
go
there
like
needs
this. I
to
hope
give this one a go.
yeah, let you get
They need to. They gotta fully
So hold it
figure
beer
it out
on
as
a
well.
video.
Security's still on site here for the side of Focus, and they're about to
Two
hit
with us,
that
we
point.
take loရနေတယ်တာ
They're gonna
2v3
grab
we
her
take လို့ရ
Prime
နေ
Taps
သေးတယ်
now into bank.
ဒီကောင်လောက်ရလိုက်မယ်ဆို
And
စုတော့မ
on the
စု
play on the
bright
flash
depths
as well.
ဒါပေမဲ့တိုင်းမဲ့
As I
prime
said,
မိ
they
တက်ပေးပါ
wanted to use that
တ
utility
ယောက်ထိန်းနေဆိုင်ဟုတ်ပါအဲ level ဝင်တာဥပီနံတူတယ်လင်းများရည်
He's gonna be known. It's a Tech 9 on hand.
အဲ့တော့နေလေ
Really,
အဲ့တော့နေတူချင်လို့
standing out here.
တူ
ZTR gets
တူ
the
တာ
focus
လား
to CT. Oh,
Well,
just
Tech 9
finds
is
so
yeah,
much
like that,
time.
man.
Jorko finds the one, and his Prime Taps last man standing needs to pick up the kit as well, and running out of time, running out of options.
Oh,
and
yeah,
running
they died,
out of
yeah,
rounds to
yeah.
play. It's map points on the board
They
here.
were
for
playing
Focus.
GG.
Yeah,
knocked down
you
the
see
man
the
now.
BM, you see the screaming going on as well.
Hello.
Jorko's loving life
ဘာ
right
မဆောင်
now.
တော့နေရလဲ
Focus
အဘာ
able to get one round away, and this is looking like
Yeah,
a
man.
third
It's
tactical
too much,
timeout
man.
for Lambert. OG on the ropes. Look
They
at
would have
the
done it,
way
they
that
did
this
that,
setup
they
gets
did that.
annihilated.
Ah.
Good effort coming out of Caden with a double kill.
ဒီမှာ
Unfortunately,
တစ်တွေပေးလို့
running out
နိုင်
of
ည
ammo.
လို့ကားတော့ဝင်နေကြပြီ
Just
ဘော်ဒါ
going
တွေက
absolutely nuclear on the bomb side
သိလို့ရပြီ
defense.
it's me man အဲ့အန်အောနေတာဟေးဒါအားတွေအန်အောနေတာတိုင်းမော့3ကနေမှာခေါ်လိုက်ပြီအရင်နီးတယ်ကွာစော့တော့ခုံနေချင်ဟိုကောင်ခုံနေချင် အချင်းတော့စောင်းမနီးလုံးလားကင်မရာကင်မရာ3လုံးနဲ့ဟာ
Makes a lot of sense. They had to fly on over here to Bucharest.
တော့နဲ့ဘူးစော
Invited
က်
on
ယူ
over to
တယ်
the tournament. The biggest prize pool we've got.
စောက်ပုတ်ဒီ
Asian
လက်မှာ
CRS
ထွက်တယ်
they've had in a while.
နည်းနည်းပါးပြန်ပြစ်မယ်
And
နေမှာ
again,
မ
this
ရှိ
is the
ဘူး
opening
တော့
game of the
Yeah.
tournament for both these teams, right? So losing here doesn't mean elimination, but losing here means you're going to have to
Yeah,
make
no,
your way
Ronaldo.
down through the lower bracket, win 3 consecutive best
ရှိ
of
ပေါက်
threes
ရှင်
to
နေ
make
ဟေး
it into the
Ronaldo
playoffs.
တို့
And the loser of this one is going to be playing Bet Click
Course, yeah.
tomorrow in an elimination game.
MP9 နဲ့လက် DK နဲ့လက်ပြန်ဘယ်တော့မှပြန်ပါ
That is
တို့တက်
Wednesday.
ပြန်တော့ကနေကြပြီးတော့ပြန်ထည့်မယ်ထင်တာပဲ
Maybe in the final round they finally get to
ဟိုဘက်
see
ကအရင်ကြီးဟိုဟာဖြစ်နေ e-bet ဆိုလည်းတော်တော်ကောင်းတယ်
Glass Cannon.
I am pretty sure this is the first time we've seen him on the season.
ပြလာမှာထိန်းတာလည်းတော့ ratio ကိုပြကြစီရဲဝင်စောနေကြတာဒီဟိုပါ
Prime taps, people already out of monster, missed the timing to spot them and stop them in their tracks. Jorko with another clinical find with the AK. Still a bunch of pistols and MP9s around the bomb side, but they're all getting mauled down. Matteo
ကန်နေတာဟိုရ
flashed
လားလို့
through the smokes, through the barrels, getting these kills. And OG did try to fight back, but
Okay.
he's still
2
doing
ဘက်
it.
ပေါ်နေ2 v3
Bomb is dropped in front of monsters, so they did take the bomb side. They didn't have the C4.
စီဖို့တော့ပြန်
Let's
ကော
go
က်တာ
the
လား
timing on this body and Katie and the two
အားကြောင့်မို့
veterans.
ဘာတွေကြာနေရလဲ
We'll have to try and find a
On the
way
side
back.
here,
And
I'm
Body is recognizing the fact that there has been some space left open.
စင်ကျွန်တော်စီးရော KDI aero တိတ်တော့မှတင်တယ်
Round he did.
စင်ကျွန်တော်စီးရောတက်သွားပြီ
they were just going back to pick up
ငါ
the
ဆရာ
bomb.
ကြီး
There's
กว่า
no
ဆို
gun
ထိုင်း
in
နဲ့
here.
တက်
Now
သွား
he's gonna start hearing the
အော်
steps.
ဘာမ
Did
ရှိ
he
တော့
read into the fact that body has already moved in towards the waters? Might not really matter. Kadian
care, yeah.
not gonna get an opportunity. Body up close and personal. Gonna get spotted out now. Gets one more, but it's
ဒီ
Kadian on the big
1v2
green.
clash လိုက်တော့1 versus
He's
2
that
စနေ
1v2
ခွဲပွဲပြ
clutch.
အောင်မလား
First
ဒီ
player
ပွဲတပွဲ
seen.
game legend ပဲကျန်တော့တယ်
Didn't
ပေါ့လား game
spot
legend ဘွား
Kadian,
ဖြစ်
so
သွားတယ်
that's a
ထား
bit
လိုက်
of an
တော့
opportunity. Drop down. Now they've definitely heard him. At least
But
the
did
short
you-
player
yeah,
must
yeah,
have. You
calm
can see
down.
Volt just turning around in towards
မရှိသေးလား
Volta.
တစ်
Kadian
ဆိုမယ်လား game legend 2စီလေး brother အဆန်းနဲ့ရှိတယ်
and bait out these fights. Tap on the bomb, try and get them to peak. Flash comes in. First player spotted. Kill confirmed. Second tap. 10-second defuse. And he's not even sticking it right now. He's run out of time.
အိုး
Turn
ရုပ်ထိ
around,
သွားတော့မလို့
Volt
နော်အဲ့ဒါ
shuts
T1
him down,
စွန့်ရင်းနာမည်
and
ကြီး
it's
ပြီ
Focus to get their
Yeah,
first
Obama,
win
yeah, so
here at
see.
Super Dracula. And it wasn't easy, but it damn sure was
တက်ခွဲတ
deserved.
ပွဲပဲရှိတော့ပေါ့လားဒီမှာလေ
This is how Focus like to play when they're not
နဲ့တ
gonna
ပွဲ
be
ပဲ
9
ရှိတော့
and
တာ
3
ဒီမှာ
down.
တရားပဲရှိတော့တယ်အဲ့ဒါအဆန်နဲ့
Even on their
အဆန်
own,
ဘူဂေရီယာကောင်တွေထည့်လိုက်တော့2စီးပဲဘာမှလုပ်လို့ရမှာမဟုတ်ဘူး
individually, they were
ဒီမှာ legend တက်တက်လာနိုင်ကျင်တာ
exactly
ဟိုမှာ
what you want to see out of a team like this
No?
coming into this.
No, absolutely. Focus looked
ပြီးရမယ်ရေမိဘမယ်ဝေးဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးနိုင်တော့ဖြူတွေအာ မစမ်းမဝယ်မိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါအော်ဘာတောင်းနေအောင် was key လား was ski လား was ski Mike Wazowski Mike Wazowski အဲ့ဒါဘယ်ပွဲပေးရအောင် K27 ဟမ်နိုင်ရပြီတော်သေးလို့လည်းဖင်ရှုံနေရတယ်ဒီပုံနဲ့လုံးရမစော့နဲ့အဲ့ရပါမှာအဲ့ဒါဘော်ရာရော
to map, but Banjo stepping up. A lot of very solid holds on that CT side and towards Monster, primarily that 4-piece one where they were trying to exploit him and go out on a timing through the smoke. Lovely stuff out of him, incredibly reliable, but I think the main talking point should be
one case is all in tank တော့မင်းဖော် yes ဘော်ရာဘိုင်ပါဒီမှာ legend ဇနေတဲ့2စီရနဲတော့နဲဟုတ်တယ်အမေ live ဘတ်ပေါ့လေအဲ့မှာ under တွေ wire လိုက်ထည့်ကြည့်ကဲဘိုင်အဲ့ဘက်မှာတွေ့မယ် Dragulan လေးနဲ့နော်တာရှိဖို့ချင်းနေ ဒီတူစီထည့်ရမှာလားတူစီထည့် possibility